The draft. It marks the return of the sport we all love, where every fan of every team is filled with hope.
He will be just awful, terrible, and the Dolphins will still not have anyone.
Where a single selection can make you scream bust.
As a Jets fan, isn't this the part where we're supposed to boo and be really upset?
Or bust.
Congratulations, Frank.
Size 6X.
A day you can look back on and wonder, how were we so naive?
We got Justin fucking Fields. We got Justin fucking Fields.
The Bears are back!
Join the experts and Stephen Che for a night of instant reactions.
So what kind of fragrances do you rock, Dana?
What kind of fragrances do I like? What the fuck are we talking about here?
An in-depth analysis.
I forget where I heard that from, but somebody told me.
Oh, that's great information, Will.
Diverse special guests.
What's up? Represent.
What's wrong with the old boy's face? Why do you look like that?
And see how grown men will react, knowing that they have to root for a quarterback that wears nail polish.
Guys can't look nice now?
If he's a bust, that might be the last straw.
Caleb Williams could change the world. Leader of men and women.
The Barstool NFL Draft Show presented by DraftKings starts right now.
All right, welcome to the 2024 Barstool NFL Draft Show. It's me and the boys. You got Taylor Lewan down there, Will Compton, Stephen Che, Rowan on the desk. We got Frank over there. We'll get to everybody else in a minute. We're, of course, presented by DraftKings. The 82-game NBA preseason is in the books, and it is finally time for the real season. Don't miss out on any of the NBA playoff action on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in tournament through the finals, from every opening tip to every buzzer beater, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. And if you're new to this whole sports betting thing, it is super easy to get started. Try betting on something simple like a team to win. Go to the app, select your team, and place your first bet. It is that simple. And here's something else to sweeten the deal for all new customers. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings. Boys, the NFL Draft is here. Taylor Lewan.
Exciting day. Exciting day to be sitting down here with all of you boys. I love how this table is not curved at all.
What in the hell are you doing?
We're trying to get
My earpiece fell out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Taylor Lewan. It was very distracting.
It is. It's an honor to be here. I'll say that.
And it's an honor to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Will, hello.
Guys, amazing to join you all. As four undrafted guys, I would be really excited to hear about your draft experience on round one of draft night, if you can take us back there.
Yeah, back to me. It was in New York City, 24.
Hey, guys.
It was May 7th.
You want me to have my voice crack?
We had a great time.
All right.
And decided we get to Rock City or Radio City. Sit in the green room, very nervous.
Yeah.
Hands were sweaty. It was like an Eminem movie or a song. And
Both, really?
Yeah, both, really. Pick 2 comes, they take a tackle, Greg Robinson, who's now in prison. Pick 6 comes, Atlanta Falcons take Jake Matthews. I thought they were going to take me, but they didn't. I get very upset, go down this hallway. Rihanna's there. And Drake and the dad from Modern Family, a unique combination of people.
Ed O'Neill.
I charge into the bathroom, look at myself, and I think I'm part of the Truman Show.
Yeah.
And tough time. Ended up going to the Tennessee Titans at pick number 11, and had a great time for those 9 years. It was a phenomenal time.
Well,
Unbelievable.
It's awesome to have you here. We got Che, we got Roan, but first I got to throw it to Nick Terraney. We're doing a Verizon draft room check-in with Nick. Nick.
Hey guys, I'm live from the draft room brought to you by Verizon, the network America relies on.
All right, well, you got Nick.
Best in the biz.
That is the absolute, a true professional's professional right there. Frank, how the hell are you? All right,
I'm all right. I'm ready for the draft. You know, the Bears, the only team that never have the quarterback throw for 30 touchdowns. USC quarterbacks usually bust. Well, the river meets the road here.
I don't think that's a saying, Frank.
I just made it one.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, Stephen Che. We have 3 marquee franchises, top 3 picks. Caleb Williams going first to the Bears, and then who knows what's going on after that.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be Jaden Daniels, number 2. The betting odds of draft has moved drastically in his favor.
Okay, so what's the point of doing this fucking show?
We're presented by DraftKings, of course. Jaden Daniels, I think, is going to go second to the Commanders. And then at third, it looks like Drake May, but J.J. McCarthy's snuck up certainly in the betting odds. I think it's going to be May, but it should be an interesting storyline to see how far McCarthy falls if he doesn't get picked at 3.
Could fall all the way out of the first round, some are saying.
Who do you think makes the biggest move in the first round, team-wise?
Are we talking about trades?
Trades, yes.
It's always about trades in the first round.
A.J. Brown a couple of years ago, Houston Texans making a big jump in the top 5 last year. Who do you think makes the splash play this year?
Who do you think makes the splash play this year?
Well, the way I see it this year, I think that quarterback is always going to be the marquee position because you could change your whole damn franchise with a quarterback.
You really can.
So who's going to come up and get the 4th quarterback? I think that's where the crux of this draft lies. Is someone going to come up to that number 4 pick and go ahead and trade with the Arizona Cardinals? Maybe, but they might be locked in with Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 4 right there. Or is it going to be the 5th pick? Or are the Chargers locked in with J.C. Latham, who has become the prohibitive betting favorite right there? I think that the Minnesota Vikings creeping up, they've been accruing draft capital throughout this entire process. I think that they could be a sleeper to go up and get their quarterback of the future.
I think it's a great. That was a well said, and I agree with you.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
is what it was.
Absolutely beautiful.
Why not the Vikings?
Why not the Vikings?
Why not the Vikings? They need to make their move. Obviously, they signed Sam Darnold in this offseason, but is he their long-term answer at quarterback?
Why not everybody? Everybody's got hope on draft night. Frank, you're a Dolphins fan. You got hope?
Not really, but.
All right. Good
Can I say
stuff.
something about the quarterbacks?
Please.
Every team that takes a quarterback that's not named J.J. McCarthy makes a mistake.
Oh, we're doing that Michigan bullshit.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Why do you love him so much?
Proven winner.
Because he played at Michigan. That's the only reason.
Proven winner, has the best winning percentage of any college football quarterback of all time.
I don't think that's true.
It is. I think it is. It was Trevor Lawrence, and then he took out Trevor Lawrence when we won the national.
Agree to disagree.
Okay. Well, whether that's wrong or right, he's top 3. We can say that for sure.
All right.
And I think if you're the Bears and you've been in turmoil for so long, take the safest pick.
Yeah.
The safest pick is J.J. McCarthy.
Okay. All right.
He's going to be able to hand the ball off very well. He's going to utilize play action, movement passes. The guy's an absolute stud. Get you a Super Bowl Bears.
Speaking of the Bears, we have Big Cat. You just told him to take J.J. McCarthy. I don't think he's going to. We've got Big Cat in the Verizon war room with Nick.
They try to get Zuckerberg.
Nick.
There should be a prop bet on the whole.
Hey, Nick. We got you, Nick.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
How we feeling?
Right now, I'm still a loser, but in about 10 minutes, I will be a winner of all winners. So, yeah.
What if he freaking stinks?
He won't.
Back to you guys.
That's a good point. He says he won't stink.
J.J. McCarthy?
No, they're talking about Caleb Williams. They're not.
They actually didn't say a name, did they?
There's no world that J.J. McCarthy's going 1. Stephen Shea, is there a world where Caleb Williams doesn't go 1?
No, but Taylor has a valid point. They didn't say necessarily Caleb Williams.
If the answer is no, how does he have a valid point?
I don't know, Brandon.
I think what it comes down to is
You're doing a great job, Brandon.
is you're flustered as hell. I think
I'm not flustered. Am I flustered?
Flustered as hell.
Flustered.
As hell.
Your brow is starting to sweat.
My brow sweating?
We need to get him an ice cold Pepsi, I think is what we need.
That'd be delicious.
To get for our guy right now.
That's Marshall Mathers.
There he is right there. But I think what it comes down to is what the Bears are going to give to Caleb Williams. Obviously, we've added some wide receiver help.
Yep.
Are they going to go ahead and get another wide receiver at 9?
Yeah.
Or are they going to go ahead and get defense at 9? How much are they going to commit to the guy who they're going to take with the number 1 overall pick?
He's also got a high school teammate of his that could be available on number 9 with Olu Fashanu, left tackle.
I have a take.
Yes.
I think the receivers tonight are more fascinating than the quarterbacks. Because you got Marvin Harrison, who could be a game-changing receiver. You have Malik Neighbors, who's right up there with him. And then you have a litany of guys right behind him.
Yeah, the receiver position is going to be flooded in this draft. I think you're going to see runs on it in the top 10. I think you're going to see it in the late teens and then maybe even the late 20s.
Yeah.
Which all options. All options are on the table tonight.
All options.
Yeah, that was almost all the picks.
There's exactly 32
That's almost the times.
Just tonight.
All right, boys, we got to go to the DraftKings out at Wrigley. We've got the DraftKings Sportsbook in Chicago, and we've got Barstool Chief. We've got Eddie. We've got White Sox Dave. Boys, this is your night.
It's a special night, Brandon. Our Lord and Savior is going to be dropped at our doorstep. He's not going to be in a manger, but he's got his fingers painted, and we're excited.
3 years ago,
2 of us got our fingers painted here.
I can't hear anything.
3 years ago,
we have a quarterback.
You boys did the same thing when Justin Fields got drafted. Now you're doing it again.
Doesn't matter. Take the Trubisky jerseys, take the Field jerseys, throw them in the lake. Caleb Williams is about to be here. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's it.
Pray for the league. Pray for it. Pray for the league.
Do you guys worry about the system here in Chicago? Is it something that is going to set up Caleb Williams to be successful?
Yeah, we got 2 great wide receivers. We'll hopefully get a third one at the 9th pick. Not worried at all.
We got everything. We got a defense. We got a pretty good line. We got Cole Kmet. Caleb Williams is the last piece of the puzzle. He's the last thing we need. It's the thing we've been waiting for our entire lives. Now we got him.
White Sox Dave, why do you have a giant spill on your shoulder?
I heard my name called. I can't hear what Brandon said. I'm sure it was a
There's a little squeaky Brandon voice.
Yeah, his little.
Why do you got a stain on your shoulder, he said?
A stain on my shoulder. I probably spilled some beer on it. It's a celebration, though, Ed. We're going to be popping champagne.
Let me pour a beer on the other side.
Anybody else on this desk have a comment for these idiots?
We're all good. Here. Yeah, see, I'll get beer all over me. Brandon, we're all.
Big day.
We got a quarterback who's going to be a perennial stud.
Dave, you said that quarterbacks shouldn't paint their nails just a couple hours ago.
You said that quarterbacks shouldn't paint their nails just a few hours ago.
Why can Eddie hear you?
That was more like 30 minutes ago, and it was a troll because I got mine painted in solidarity with our totally not cake quarterback of the future.
What color paint we got on?
Bear
down.
Bear fucking down.
Pan it to the crowd. Give us a crowd, Sam.
Guys, what color nail polish you got on to honor your quarterback?
What a pan.
Good stuff, boys.
Blue and orange. Blue and orange.
Well, while we wait for
looks like
Caleb,
Cubs condo.
we got 9 minutes. The Bears are officially on the clock now. We're inside of 9.5 minutes.
Can I ask Taylor a question?
Please.
Yeah, you guys excited though?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
First pick, 2024 draft. We got some juice. We got some dreams being made right now. We got 3 guys we just talked to that are fans that would make this sport so special. What a day to be here. Go ahead, Rome.
It's massive. But my question is, why did the last 2 quarterbacks not work in Chicago, and what can they do to avoid that same exact thing from happening again?
That's a phenomenal question, and if I were to follow the Bears enough, I would probably have a good answer for you.
Right. They're hard to follow. It's a hard team to follow. Boring.
Small market.
I'll tell you what, if anytime you're in a situation where you're not doing well, the whole goal of the game is to put more points on the board than the other team you're playing against. And if the Bears can do that more consistently in upcoming years with Caleb Williams, they'll find a lot of success.
Well said.
Bussin' with the boys. Subscribe.
Rate 5 stars.
Big hugs, Teddy.
Why not? Why not?
Ron, what's your favorite Eminem song?
I think just Lose Yourself is just a tried and true favorite.
I like The Way I Am.
I'm a soldier.
Till I collapse.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
White America.
Good workout song.
Ooh, White America is nice.
White America we'll celebrate later when we get a cornerback drafted.
Yeah, that'll be great. Cooper.
That's the highlight of this draft.
Mosh.
The white cornerback?
Yes.
Yeah.
Today we're making history.
My thought or question to you guys, why are they just not picking right now? Is there any reason for them to take
drama, man, drama.
Ratings. Trying to get these.
When's the next time they're going to have the number 1 pick? When is the next time they're going to have everybody talking about Chicago Bears?
I got to take.
Actually, next year.
Right, yep.
Yeah, they really could.
Frank, your thoughts? You're wearing a bear.
Yeah, some of these draftings are unbearable. They should have had this a while ago. And you said the last 2 quarterbacks the Bears had didn't work out. I mean,
the last
I think the last quarterback that actually worked out for the Bears was Sid Luckman.
Well, Sexy Rexy took him. Rex Grossman took him to a Super Bowl. He was a first-round pick, 27th.
Sure he was. All right, Frank is done talking about that topic.
Oh, no, beautiful mind, too.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Flow state right
Just like
now.
they're getting a new stadium. You know, the Soldier Field is so old. It's the only thing that's older than that is their owner.
That's true. He's old. He's an old guy.
Yeah.
What an exciting times, though. They got the quarterback coming. They might get another receiver at 9, maybe a tackle at 9, and they got the new stadium coming. Like, Bears fans have had it rough, but this is turning.
Yeah,
this is a holiday for Bears fans.
Yeah.
This is the hope and dream is that it is turning.
Have you seen the way they're walking around this office?
Oh, yes.
Big Cat's got a little limp to him now, a little bit of swag.
Yeah, he's swinging that thing around. It's impressive. Guys are fired up.
Now, Taylor, are you concerned that they're not picking J.J. McCarthy here?
Oh, I mean, I think it's a mistake, but listen, I don't run the franchise. If I was, so I know who I'd be picking, and I would probably do it a little faster than the Bears are choosing to do it now. I'll say this, the Bears are utilizing this time for one reason and one reason only, and that's to get all these people sitting at the desk to talk about them a little bit more, to get themselves a little more pub. Yeah. That's how you do it. That's why they're playing the game. That's why when you get to the second, third, and fourth round, they're rapid fire. They can't even keep up.
Shay, you watch this shit religiously. Caleb Williams, you see any problems with him, any holes?
I mean, on the field, he's great. The only problem, I guess, on the field would be he fumbles a lot. league leading 33 fumbles the past 3 seasons. That would be a concern. Smaller hands, cold weather city. But outside of that, I mean, the guy can buy time. The guy can run. He averaged over 10 yards a carry. The guy can move, make any throw on the field, different arm angles. He's great. Off the field, you got to be concerned. No guy that ever clapped back at Jack Mack was a successful quarterback.
That was a multi-syllable rhyme, much like Eminem would hit.
Do we have a case study on that? How many quarterbacks in the history of the NFL have clapped back at Jack Mack?
None successful.
Well, it's good he has that in his backpack that he clapped back at Jack Mack. But, I don't think – why did he lose 5 games?
He lost 5 of his last 6 games.
I mean, listen.
Absolutely zero defense.
That's a team result. That's not a player result.
Pac-12 ball.
Yeah, that's a team result. Josh Allen, what do you have? Do you have a losing record, or he didn't win that many games his last year? I mean, that's a team-oriented game in college football. He almost took him to the college football playoff as a sophomore.
Caleb Williams was very good in virtually every game this year outside of Notre Dame. He has very few blemishes on the field, on his tape, on his resume.
Let's talk about off the field, though, because you keep saying on the field, on the field. You're obviously alluding to there's issues off the field. Talk to us about that.
Nail polish?
He's just a different type of quarterback. I mean, his mom owns a nail salon. He gets his nails painted. He's a different type of quarterback. He's got the pink phone case. Is that going to translate to on the field? We haven't seen it before. I'm not saying it can't happen, but he's a different kind of guy. I think he's going to be successful.
And people like to question, the way he handles press conferences and the antics he has after a losing game, going to the stands, crying. At a press conference, what was it? He wants to go home and watch Netflix and cuddle under his blanket. But again, not a lot of downside in his game. I think the one thing he'll have to do is learning patience and going through all of his reads, because he's somebody, if he doesn't see the first thing there, he might be already thinking in his head, how am I going to get out of this situation with my feet?
Were we going gold chains tonight?
We are.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Why did we not? Where'd you get your chain, Shay? I've never seen you wear a chain.
I came out the womb like this.
That's not true at all.
Hell yeah.
You've never worn a chain.
I remember him coming out of the womb.
Crazy too.
It was just like this.
Like I've seen gold chains on both these boys and even this boy, but never on this one.
I don't like the way the word boy comes out of your mouth. Just feels a little bit off to me.
Yeah, it sounds real Southern.
It's a little unsettling. But I wonder what you guys think about the way that NIL has affected
the pick.
Let me put a pin in that, fellas.
The pick is in. We find out very, very shortly if it is in fact Caleb Williams that is the #1 pick of the draft.
Has NIL affected what Caleb Williams is going to be able to do as a pro? Because he's basically been living a pro lifestyle, living in LA in a penthouse apartment, beautiful sunsets behind him. Is it going to negatively affect his adjustment to the league, or has he been living a pampered lifestyle where he's basically already been a pro for the last few years?
I say it positively affects him.
You think so?
I think this NIL and these top picks have been getting taken care of in the college game for a long time right now. Now we just know about it. Now we know everything about it. But I don't think that is going to affect him at all. I think he's been living the life of a star quarterback for a very long time, and that's going to ease his transition into being a star quarterback.
And not only that, but building a team, whether you have a marketing rep and all these people now that it's not taboo to kind of pay people under the table. It's like out there now. So agent, marketing rep, people to kind of handle everything off the field. I do think it's going to help him going into the NFL.
Lawan, how much do you get to sign with Michigan?
I didn't get anything, actually.
Damn.
He didn't either. He gets upset every time. When
I do. I got one free meal at Michigan, and that was a huge
Was
day.
it a nice meal, a steak?
It was a chicken sandwich with waffle fries, and I was fired up. I said, hey, I'll take the check whenever you're ready. They go, honey, this one's on us. And I thought, you really made it.
That's amazing.
Are waffle fries, those your best fries?
I don't know.
Without thinking about it too hard, it's hard to beat.
I like shoestring fries.
Curly.
Come
on.
See, that's why I put the insurance policy in there.
Steak cut, the wide boy.
No, steak cuts are the worst fries.
Oh, no way.
Steak cut the most?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The most?
Steak cut fries, the puffiest fries.
Roger Goodell is telling us right now that the #1 selection of the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears have Caleb Williams, USC, 2000.
Suck my dick, Jerry. I'm a winner now. You better respect me.
I think Big Cat's coming in here after telling Jerry to suck his dick.
I want us to all take a look at his outfit right now.
Yeah.
What do we think of that kind of side zipper? Is it a little Star Trek? Is it fashion forward?
Is that a pocket square? Is that a pocket triangle? What is that? Is that pocket
The man of the hour.
Big Cat, you're a winner.
You motherfuckers got to start respecting me because I'm a winner now, okay? So put some respect on it. When you look at me, I'm a winner. I have a quarterback. None of you have a quarterback. I have a quarterback.
I have a quarterback.
You don't have a fucking quarterback.
Will Levis is a quarterback.
Actually, I like Will Levis. He's a friend of mine. If you see the fingernails,
Did you get those?
Yeah.
That's not painted. Those are
nude. They're nude painted.
These are the fingernails.
Those are painted for sure.
The Chicago boys are
Also,
happy.
you shut the fuck up about his small hands.
Let's go. We're Encino Man and some beers over there.
All right,
there you are.
we got them. The boys over
Yes.
at DraftKings and Wrigley.
Jay, hey, can they hear us?
They can hear us.
Jay's saying he's got small hands. He's a hater. I'm making a list, by the way. I'm making a list for everyone who hates, for everyone who says he's not going to be good.
I think our equipment
We're making
got
an
one.
entire list. I'm going to have a whole bookmarks of everyone who's ever shit on him.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Just
have you shit on him?
Devil's at not yet.
Do I look like more of a winner?
You do.
Yeah, you're glowing.
You do. You have more confidence. You actually look like a ball coach.
Yeah.
What if he's not
doubled
good?
up?
Unbelievable.
Brandon's on the list. See that? Brandon's on the list. Brandon just went on the list.
I got a question.
Yeah, Taylor, thanks for showing up finally.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you've said something in the past, but right now I'm not saying anything.
Yes, actually, I'll give you clean slate.
Clean slate.
Immunity.
Good. After my last 30 days, I need to find some good
Yes,
grace.
immunity. You have immunity,
Yeah, I was
so
thinking
you
you're definitely
are now on the list.
I asked a question.
Yes, Steven.
You do look like a winner. Maybe it's that shirt. Where can you get that shirt?
Oh, boy.
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
That's the promo
Everyone
shirt.
knows where you can get this shirt.
So what's the schedule? Is it this year playoffs, next year Super Bowl, this year Super Bowl?
Ooh.
I think probably this year's Super Bowl, yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not you?
I did a press conference with my kids before I came here, and I was like, say your name, say the date.
Yeah.
And it was like, today is the day that your whole life is going to change. We're going to play this video in 20 years, laugh about it, be like, we won like 8 Super Bowls. It's going to be crazy. He's so good. He's so good. And anyone who doesn't like him is a hater.
Question for you.
Yes.
How do the Bears,
Will Compton.
How do the Bears fuck this up?
They don't.
That should be list. That should be list.
No, he's talking about the Bears as an
he-
organization. You talked about Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
That should be a
specifically.
list.
BC, I went through a full year with them. Just the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of Chicago.
It's a
So
good question.
yeah.
It's a really good question.
He didn't ask a question. He said his
good, good question. Everything we used to do was dumb, but now we're different. Now we're smart.
You're winners.
Yes. This is a good question, though.
Okay.
So everything I said about Justin Fields or Mitch Trubisky, that was me being dumb. Now I'm smart. Caleb Williams is the guy.
What's the smart second pick in the first round?
I would like Roma Dunze, Joe Alt, trade. I don't care. We got Caleb Williams. Does it matter?
There's so
I don't
many
think it
weapons.
matters. We have a quarterback who's going to electrify the NFL and piss people off like idiots like Brandon Walker that got 2 P's in his brain.
I asked a question.
Frank, do you have any questions?
Frank, what do you?
Washington's pick, and that's sure to be a killer pick.
All right. So I think we got to throw it back to the DraftKings boys one more time. We got the boys, the Chicago boys, who are living it up. Boys, how you feeling?
Unbelievable. We're feeling great. We got big beers here. White Sox State, get under there. Get a little #1 draft pick Bukkake.
All right.
Yeah, it's real good. Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, who knows?
Excellent use of Bukkake, Ed. Bear fucking
Thank you,
down.
boys. We appreciate it.
See, you could find a clip of us 3 years ago doing similar things with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
That was when we were dumb.
Sure.
Now we're smart.
Well, we'll see you in 8 picks.
I have one more question for you.
Yes, Taylor. Thank you for showing up again.
glad to be
I know
here.
it's
Thank
hard
you
for
so
you to
much.
show up to things.
Nail polish. Are you going to keep the nail polish until your guys' first loss to the regular season?
No, I have it on my toes, though, still, since the Jerry After Dark.
Okay.
So, yes.
So you're going to keep it?
On my toes.
All right.
These are clip-ons. I'm probably going to take them off.
Press-ons.
Clip-ons. Steven, last question.
I have a question from Anonymous. Due to the smaller size of his hands, do you hope that the Bears build a stadium in the
That's
suburbs?
not anonymous. You're on the hater list.
No.
Stephen Chase on the hater
in
list.
the suburbs.
I'll tell you what. Caleb Williams' hands will strangle you to death. I will have him strangle you to death with his little fucking nails, and he'll fucking get him right in there, and you'll die because you're a hater.
The Washington Commanders are on the clock. Washington's pick is brought to you by Verizon, the network America relies on. You can stream the draft on the go or at home and keep up with all the action. Plus, Verizon makes it easy to save on streaming your favorite sports events. For a limited time, they're offering a great deal on the Disney bundle, which includes Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Go to Verizon.com/Barstool to find out more. We're bringing in a bunch of people. We should have PFT here in Chicago. Nate's back in New York. We also have, I believe, we have Washington Commanders legend Clinton Portis. We got Austin Eckler. We have those gentlemen right now.
It's a lot of guys.
A lot of guys. A lot of people.
A lot of guys.
A lot of dudes.
There we go. There's Clinton Portis. Hell yeah, that's Clinton Portis. And that is Austin Eckler. Clinton, I'll start with you. Big night. The Commanders, we just saw the Bears get their quarterback. Commanders are about to get theirs. Who do you want?
Jaden Daniels, man, all the way. No brainer.
No, that's a mistake.
Clinton knows ball.
Oh, the pick's already in.
The pick is in. I go to Austin Eckler. It's a big night for the Commanders. Where's your head at tonight?
Look, man, I'm over here setting the culture out here in Washington, and so I need someone who can come in and just embrace the culture and who's ready to go to work. So that's who I want. I want someone who's ready to grind and get it done.
Who do you want to hand you the football, Austin?
Look, I don't care. Whoever, like I said, whoever's going to come in and be a good teammate, whoever's going to help us win games, that's what I'm looking for. And so I know
you can always tell the guys that are still in ball.
Yeah.
You can always tell the guys that are still in ball.
Hypothetically, who would you like to hand you the football?
If you were out of the NFL right now and you were just watching as a fan, who do you want to be your teammate? Who would you want to be on the team?
Great to take a handoff from this guy.
I have zero answer for you because I don't care. I told you. Look. I'm here with the guys right now.
Yeah.
And so whoever comes next, that's who I'm welcoming in, and that's who will bring into the culture that we're building over here.
Portis didn't have a problem saying who he wanted. So Portis, who would you want handing you the ball?
I think Austin want Uncle Rico.
PFT. What do we got going on here? We got some bootleg Hall of Fame jackets, or what's
I mean, these are very tasteful jackets.
Will and I are both eligible in a couple of years. Have some respect.
3 years. We'll know who's running the real one.
I have to retire.
It's manifesting. We're speaking it into existence.
PFT, who you want?
Jaden Daniels. What Austin just said, I appreciate everything. Austin, you know ball. I appreciate you. But you just described Jaden Daniels. Winner.
You described J.J. McCarthy.
Winner.
Here we go.
Who you want? Oh, we got the pick coming up.
I'm watching Goodell about to announce our future Hall of Fame quarterback, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. There we go.
Trophy winner.
There we go. I love it.
All right, Austin Eckler, you got Jaden Daniels. How do you feel about that?
Is it in already?
Yeah, it's in.
Let's go. All right, there we go. Hey, Jaden Daniels is the guy. That's what it sounds like everyone wanted, and
that's who he wanted.
Yep. Fruition, so.
You can say it now. That's who you wanted all along.
Look, like I said, I'm setting the culture right now, so I need people that can come in and embrace that, man. That's what I'm about.
Clinton Portis, that's who you wanted.
He's verklempt.
He is.
Clinton, Austin, PFT, Nate, do not let the media tear this guy down after one bad loss.
I'm not going to let the media tear it down because this guy's an awesome quarterback. He's great. They won't even have anything to work with. They're not going to have any material. Jaden Daniels is a great quarterback. Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. In fact, there was some speculation a few days ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. What if you traded up to number one? What if you tried to get the pick? If the Bears had taken J.J. McCarthy, if they had followed Taylor's advice, I didn't want Caleb. That's my guy. I wanted Jaden. Yes. He was number one.
Here's the thing: is in 10 years they're going to look at Jaden Daniels how we look at Steph Curry now. Not just a franchise changer, a game changer. People will wonder how he fell to us at 2. That's how good Jaden Daniels is.
All right.
Oh, quick question for you, PFT. A lot of people are saying Jaden Daniels reminds him a lot of RG3.
Yeah, he's RG4.
RG4.
Yeah.
And the guy had a great success early in his career, and a bunch of injuries happened. Are you fearful of that at all? Are you only optimistic right now?
No, I'm so dumb that thought never occurred to me. I also, maybe he can learn how to slide. That's the one note that I had on him. Maybe he learned how to slide, but he's a competitor. He doesn't like to go down. He's like DJ Khaled, but he avoids contact a lot, right?
Yeah.
So he needs to get better at taking the big hits as he's stepping away from other hits.
All right, unfortunately, up next on the clock are the New England Patriots.
That's right, and Chef Donnie is cooking up some delicious New England clam chowder along with an ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar because every meal tastes better with Pepsi. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar for your next meal as every crave-worthy bite is better with Pepsi. There he is, Donnie, just chefing it up right now.
All right.
I mean, Jaden Daniels, what a college year for him, and I think it really shows how a guy can basically come from nowhere and wind up being a top pick. People are always like, oh, this is a good quarterback year. There might not be any quarterbacks next year. Well, there's always a Jaden Daniels that's waiting in the wings to have an incredible year like he did at LSU last year.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was inconsistent up until last year, and then he turned into one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and it's a great story. The last 2 Heisman winners go 1-2 in this draft. That's got to be the first time ever, right, Frank?
No, it's not.
Okay.
What?
Mariota and
Jameis.
Perfect.
And that went well.
All right, so we have, I can't believe I have to do, they scripted the intro. The Patriots are on the clock. And now I introduce to you from the 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, I present to you Dave Portnoy.
You didn't do it.
Yeah, you really pushed out.
You're a pussy.
What was that pussy? That's why they told me to introduce him. From the 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, there's Dave Portnoy. Hello, Dave.
We had a whole brainstorm about what you could say.
What's going on, guys? Good to see you, Taylor. Welcome back.
Yep, glad to be here, Dave. Thanks for having me, brother.
Yep, and that's a fair introduction. That's how all teams with that many Super Bowl rings introduce themselves.
Yeah, you're not on the team.
Well, Brady, Belichick, Portnoy.
So who do you want?
I want J.J. McCarthy.
That's a great pick. That would go a long way.
He's not making the pick.
That would put the New England Patriots back on track and win 6+ more Super Bowls.
Listen, the guy's a winner. He all he did is win. The name of the game is winning. That throw he made against Ohio State, 2 turns, zipped it right behind his ear. There's no other quarterback. The only other one I would have taken would have been the guy that was just taken. I think they're going to take Drake May. I don't want Drake May. He seems like an assembly line North Carolina frat boy looking quarterback. Sam Howell, Trubisky, not a fan of it. I'll support him because we give our guys a shot. That's not who I want. But all indication, I'd even take the Washington kid before Drake May. But I'd rather J.J. McCarthy. Penix would be next. But I think we're taking Drake May.
Dave, you said that the Patriots have a lot of holes on their roster. Is there any thought to maybe going?
Yeah, we have a lot of holes. We have 6 rings, but we got a lot of holes.
Any thought to grabbing a tackle, building through the trenches, maybe a stud receiver, and helping out the guy you have for this year, and maybe kicking it down the road with quarterback?
They're so bad that, you draft Marvin Harrison Jr. who could never beat Michigan, but I do think he's a great player. Never beat Michigan, but if you can't have anybody to throw to him and kick it, I already said I wish they got Fields and then drafted Harrison. They gave Fields away the Bears. This guy the Bears drafted, he's no good. So, what are you going to do? I'm not making the decisions. So I think I'm going to have Drake May. They have a lot of holes, Ron.
How quick do you embrace Drake May if he is the pick?
Instantly. That's what we do here in New England. I'll throw my total support by him. I'll anoint him the next Tom Brady. I'll do everything to support him because that's what you do. So what are you laughing at, Four Eyes?
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, you typically wear glasses. You're still wearing it up.
Drake May.
Yep.
It is Drake May, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So by September, he will be the #1 quarterback in the AFC East, I assume, Dave.
Yeah.
All right. That's tough. Thank you, Dave.
I mean, Drake May he's a behemoth of a man. He has this nice draft pedigree.
He does have the frat boy look. He's right about that, but
well, he's not wearing a belt.
The same. Sam Howell, Trubisky, the North Carolina quarterbacks are the same exact people, and they all stink in the NFL. But hopefully, this guy will be different. So let's go, Drake. He looks like he's just going to be hanging out in the financial to the seaport, and I don't know, whatever. Good job. Great pick.
Dave Portnoy, Will Compton with Bussin' with the Boys. Was there any part of you that wanted them to trade back and acquire more first-rounders?
Yeah, I would have done that before drafting Drake May, but listen, it happened. This is the present. This is a live show, so I can't go back in time. I'm not the GM, so I'll throw my full support behind Drake May. I hate the pick, but I know for the 5 of you on this panel, it may come as a shock. I've been wrong before. I said Johnny Manziel would be a Pro Bowler. I was wrong. So
you had Mac Jones as the best quarterback in the AFC East in October.
Threw your hands up.
Dummy who said that J.J. McCarthy wouldn't be a first-round draft pick.
Hey, has the motherfucker been drafted yet? Has he been drafted yet?
Dummy. Let me say this. I've already said it. I will support my guys because that's what I do. So, yeah, Mac Jones is my guy. I go to war for my guys. I'm about to go to war for Drake May. So,
all right, you got your quarterback.
Dave, one last question. If Bill Belichick, Tara Lewan, Bustin' with the Boys, if Bill Belichick is still with the New England Patriots, do you believe he takes J.J. McCarthy?
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
The guy averaged 120 yards a game. Why are we acting like he should be number 3 pick in the fucking draft?
Idiot. You
National
had them
champion.
losing every single game. You doubted this guy's whole career.
I had him losing twice.
Open your mouth and shove shit down it.
Dave, I know our
well
relationship's not the best right now, but I will always remember us looking at this man over all the way up to my right and seeing him in disarray as Ohio State got their ass beat by Michigan.
I don't
Yeah,
like
and that throw he made. And don't forget, when JJ gets drafted in the first round, he put his whole reputation that he wouldn't. So
that wasn't my reputation. That was just me talking.
That's because you had no reputation. You have no reputation. Your reputation is the village idiot.
I hate your guts and fuck off. All right. Thank you very much, Dave. That was good stuff. We are moving on to the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals should be the. We got the clam chowder.
Have you tried this?
I've not.
It's actually
Compton just housed his.
Incredible.
It's phenomenal.
Incredible. I was telling Taylor, too, that maybe I tasted the best burger of my life with Chef Donnie.
Tastes better with
smash
Pepsi
burger
Zero.
game. Oh.
Yeah, his smash burger with the Pepsi. Ooh, that boy is different. I'll tell you what. He's opening up a pop-up this summer in Chicago. He's opening up a restaurant. It's already sold out for the entire summer.
Wow.
Pepsi there too.
Jay, what do the Cardinals need?
Cardinals have a lot of needs. They have a lot of holes. I think based on how the draft has fallen, you have every player available that's not one of the top 3 quarterbacks. Marvin Harrison Jr. is my top-rated player in the draft. He's available. That's a massive need for them. Kyler Murray needs some guys to throw to. That's a pick.
Trade back.
Trade back.
Trade back.
I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. could be
no doubt
an all-time receiver.
Yeah. He's a stud.
And whenever you get your next quarterback, or if you have a quarterback turn around, you give him a future number 1, perhaps. I don't know. I would just maybe do that. But trading back could work.
You would stick and pick, you're saying? Well, last year they traded back. They accrued some extra picks.
Sure.
And
no trade back.
So do we have Aeneas Williams on? Do we have Cardinals legend Aeneas Williams, 5-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro?
All-Pro, come on.
All-Pro.
Put
That's a
respect on
difference.
this man's name.
This is a Cardinals legend right here. Aeneas Williams, what do you like for this pick right here?
I like Marvin Harrison Jr., but I also like the option to trade back and get more picks. There are a lot of receivers in this draft, and they can drop down and get a viable receiver and also get offensive tackle, outside rusher, or Brock Bowers out of Georgia, tremendous tight end.
So there's your options. Nick Deraney in the war room. What do you see?
Yeah, I don't know fucking shit about the Cardinals. I'll let Aeneas talk.
Perfect. Glad we had him on.
We look at what Kansas City Chiefs have done. We've seen guys have these number 1 receivers, but when you have the quarterback, and I think Kyler Murray is certainly the quarterback, you need players. They need to rebuild that team. I love Marvin Harrison Jr. We'll be delighted if they draft him, but this is an opportunity possibly to get some extra picks and still get a receiver.
Roger Goodell is walking to the podium right now. Any thought to Malik Neighbors, Jay?
Malik Neighbors, certainly a possibility, but as far as like off the field stuff, which certainly counts, Marvin Harrison Jr. treats us like a business. Malik Neighbors has some issues off the field.
All right, so Roger Goodell telling us right now, Mr. Aeneas Williams, that the pick for the Cardinals is, in fact, Marvin Harrison Jr. That is the new wide receiver 1 for the Cardinals. What do you think about that?
That's huge. You drafted him, and he's a dominant receiver. He's polished. Obviously, he has the pedigree with his dad being in the Hall of Fame with me, and along with you guys, 5 of my Hall of Fame brothers. I see you with your gold jackets on.
Yes, and I should have announced him as a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Aeneas, being a Hall of Fame cornerback, what corners do you see going in the first round, and why do you like Cooper DeJean the most?
Well, just looking at the receiver, the dominance and the size, that plays a huge role. And the way the game has changed, you're rarely going to see just the shutdown corner now because the motions and how the game has evolved. It's hard to get one dominant corner on the number 1 receiver because of the shifting and the motion. So what you really want is kind of what the Kansas City Chiefs did. They got a great guy with the nickel corner. They had Snead and the kid out of Washington who made the Pro Bowl as a nickel.
I think McDuffie.
Receiver. Yeah, I'm sorry, McDuffie. Yep. And seeing they lost Snead, but Kansas City Chiefs have figured it out, and that is you don't have to have the number 1 guy. Get a number of guys, second, first round, and coach them well, and that's what's needed to stop these receivers now.
Nick in the Verizon War Room, do you agree with Aeneas Williams?
Yeah, so I don't know if I cut out earlier. I don't know fucking shit about the Cardinals, Brandon.
Thank you very much. Aeneas Williams, Nick Deraney, thank you very much. We move on now to the Los Angeles Chargers, Mr. Compton.
Yeah, I would like to see them trade back here.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to read the ad that you're supposed to read at the Chargers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you, Brandon. The Chevy Silverado, LA's draft pick, is presented by our good friends at Chevy. Year in and year out, Barstool Sports' #1 pick with commanding and unstoppable grit is the Chevy Silverado. If there was a truck combine every year, it wouldn't even be close. Silverado does things that other trucks can't do. When you draft a Silverado on your team, you can be sure your draft grade is an A+. So if you're on the clock with your next truck purchase, head over to Chevy.com, make a great pick, and get the Chevy Silverado in your own lineup.
Can I say something about the Chevy Silverado? This is a perfect opportunity to read that ad. I think the Chargers are going to take a tackle. I think they can trade back here and still get the tackle they like, J.C. Latham. And if you get a good offensive tackle, it is just like the Chevy Silverado. You're going to be able to go as long and as far as you want to go.
Dependable, too.
Very little issues. Yes, absolutely. Very much like the ZR2 and the ZR2 family.
Do you like Latham as the tackle, as the first tackle in this draft?
I like him taken by the Chargers. They've already got a great left tackle. They had that solidified. A lot of these other tackles, the #1 tackle is Joe Alt, that everyone's looking at right now.
Sure. Right.
But he is a tried and true left tackle. It's very difficult, contrary to popular belief, of having a guy go from left to right and hoping for the same amount of success. I think J.C. Latham is the correct pick for the Chargers in the situation, but I think they can get him and also be able to trade back.
We bring in our Chargers guest right now. Back in New York City headquarters, we've got Chargers fan Ken Jack, and we have Chargers legend and 2006 NFL sack leader Sean Merriman. Sean Merriman, I will start with you. We're talking tackle, we're talking trade back for the Chargers. Where are you leaning with this pick?
Guys, I gotta go with a wide receiver. I think you can still get a great tackle somewhere in the late second round, or the next Chargers pick. But I would go to the most explosive wide receiver left on the board. That's Malik Neighbors. I would go there.
Would be a solid pick. Ken Jack, you're the #1 Chargers fan here at Barstool. What do you think?
All due respect to Sean Merriman, I think we got to go tackle. I think we got a coach that wants to mash the ball. We got to run the ball, and I think Jim Harbaugh knows that. We have no right side of the line. I think we want to shore that up. Also, quick shout out to the fucking loser, idiot Minnesota beat writers that thought that they were going to trade Herbert for literally anything and take on $130 million in dead cap. Biggest idiots on the planet.
Sean, what do you think about Ozempic? Do you think too many people are using it, or do you think that it's a healthy weight loss option for people?
I think that most offensive linemen, when they retire, they get on that shit. They all get skinny, man. You got the running backs who blow up, you got wide receivers who blow up, and you got these big offensive tackles, man. So I think they found that to be helpful.
Mm-hmm. Been using it since the '80s. All the offensive linemen who've ever played.
Yeah, healthy as hell. It's healthy as hell. Mm-hmm. It seems like Joe Alt for the entire draft process was the de facto tackle #1, but as of the last week, now J.C. Latham, prohibitive betting favorite, -500 on DraftKings Sportsbook. What's changed?
He came out, Daniel Jeremiah, who's probably the leading draft expert right now, came out with him with J.C. Latham to the Chargers at 5. Matt Miller, I believe, also had him to the Chargers at 5. It's an option. I think the analysis given was like Taylor said, he's a natural right tackle, whereas Alt is on the left side. They already have an all-pro left tackle in Rashawn Slater. That's certainly an option for him. I still think they go receiver here. They lost Keenan Allen. They lost Mike Williams. Right now they have Josh Palmer as wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
They need an upgrade there. I think they're going to go Neighbors.
That's without question. If you're going receiver here, it has to be Neighbors?
No, I think Rome Odunze is a possibility for sure, but I think that they are going to go receiver. That is my hunch.
I think Jim Harbaugh taking over. He loves the big boys.
Sean, what do you
after it?
He does love the big boys.
What do you think about Harbaugh, Sean? Do you think that Harbaugh is going to have that type of effect as far as ground and pound, smash mouth football?
Character concerns with him?
Yeah, no, he's already had. He's already had it. Harbaugh's first thing when he came in the door was, we want to run the ball and stop the run. That's why he went out and got 2 running backs right away with J.K. and Gus from the Ravens. And that's what the Chargers been missing that. They've been missing that, the ground and pound, run the ball. See, Jim Harbaugh still got an old school mentality. Even though I know it's a quarterback-driven league, everybody want to score touchdowns, put up points. But Jim Harbaugh's mentality is, we're going to run the ball and everything else is going to open up. So I think that is his mentality. So I see why people want to believe that they're going to draft a tackle at number 5. I just think that at the number 5 pick, you got to get somebody that's explosive. You just get Mike Williams and Keenan Allen has left, so you got to replace them. So right now they don't have enough depth at that wide receiver core to go out and compete in the AFC West. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, we see them taking a lot of time on the clock. There could be a chance that they're fielding some offers right here. Or the pick's in.
Okay, let me throw this in. I wouldn't be surprised if they got out of that number 5 pick too. If they got some future first rounders, a wide receiver. We just talked about the Vikings. If they made that jump, something happened with Justin Jefferson or some other top wide receiver, and they got a future number 1 pick, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I think that those things can work.
Look at the natural light in his home.
It's a beautiful home. It's very tasteful.
See his fingernails too.
Does he got nice fingernails?
Well taken care of.
Also, Brandon, thank you for repping Junior Seau. I just want to say I love your jersey.
You called me and told me.
Devil's in the details type of guy.
Yeah. Oh, is he sipping on a little wine?
Having a night.
You know it.
Okay. All right. So the pick is in. We will find out very shortly if it. Well, I guess it's not a trade if the pick is in. So.
I mean, if it's Malik Neighbors, are you a little bit concerned? This guy committed to Mississippi State and then decommitted, Brandon. I feel like that's almost a slap in your face. Do you hold that against him at all?
No, I don't, because the world of college football has changed. Opportunity can be everywhere, and I don't begrudge anybody who makes a decision for their future. Will I hate him until the day I die? Fuck yes, I will. But still, he could be a great receiver in the future for the Chargers, if he is in fact the pick.
I'm hearing it might be Joe Alt from Notre Dame.
Could be a tackle.
Yes.
Swapping to right tackle.
Yes.
What do you mean you're hearing? Did you check Twitter and somebody told you?
I'm hearing things. Don't worry about it. Do I ask you
where did you hear it?
Are you checking Twitter?
I'm checking Twitter.
I have something in my ear right here.
That's the producers. They don't know shit. They don't even know when we're going to.
Producers, I think you guys know a lot.
Not about this, unless they're checking Twitter. Are they checking Twitter for you?
Don't worry about it. Let me do my thing. All right.
I think you take Joe Alt at this position. You have the best talent. The most ready left tackle of this draft.
Taylor, you didn't say that before we knew it was Joe Alt.
He was saying Joe Alt. You were.
I was saying J.C. Latham is the right pick here for the Chargers if you're going to take an offensive lineman because he's a tried and true offensive tackle. He's got 2 years starting at Alabama. He's going to be 21 years old in his first season with a lot of room to grow.
Come on.
But Joe Alt is a left tackle, and I know for a fact he's very uncomfortable at a right tackle position. Go ahead, sorry.
I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is a best NFL ready wide receiver in this draft. The most explosive, I think, who's going to have the biggest impact is Malik Neighbors.
I think I agree.
I think he's going to have bigger impact.
But the Chargers have selected the tackle from Notre Dame, Joe Alt. They get a little stronger on the offensive line, 6'8", 321. Sean Merriman, I know you said you wanted the receiver, but this is a big boy up there that can move the football, and this is how Harbaugh wants to play, like you said.
Yeah, no, they want to run the ball. I can tell you right now, Jim Harbaugh, he wants to run the ball. He knows that everything opens up after the run. Did they already pick?
We've got it. Joe Alt is the pick.
Wow.
He's mad.
Hey, Taylor, give me a little bit of hope here. Is it easy to swap from left to right?
If you were listening to the past 5 minutes, it is one of the more difficult things you could possibly do.
Can you lie and just say it? Just say it's easy?
Yeah, switching from left tackle to right tackle is one of the easiest things you can possibly do in the NFL.
I needed that. Needed that badly.
Yeah.
But who you block? Who's blocking him?
He's the most polished guy, and I think there's a common misconception about people that you can just switch back and forth.
Listen, Sean Merriman, thank you very much for joining us. Ken Jack, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. The Chargers have their tackle, and we move on back to New York. The New York Giants are now on the clock. We've got back in New York City, we've got Clem, we got Big Ev, we got, unfortunately, Rico Bosco, and joining us, former New York Giants, former All-Pro Sean O'Hara. Jay, who do the Giants need?
Giants have a lot of needs across the board. There have been rumors that they're going to go quarterback. I would be really surprised. Daniel Jones only played 6 games this year. They just signed him to a massive extension. I think they're going to stick with Daniel Jones. I think that the most pressing need for the Giants is at receiver, where they really don't have receiving options outside of Darren Waller, who's a tight end. Receiver, especially in a receiver-rich class like this with Malik Neighbors, Rome Odunze on the board, I think that should be the way they go.
Yeah, did they expect Malik Neighbors to be here at 6, you think?
I think certainly there's a possibility. I mean, Alt was the top-rated tackle. Neighbors is the next best receiver after Marvin Harrison Jr. So I think certainly that was a possibility they would have ran through. They're only 6 picks in.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, these Barstool idiots back in New York are going to be excited about Malik Neighbors. That's who they're going to want. I know we got Sean O'Hara. I've already introduced Sean O'Hara, former All-Pro Sean O'Hara from the New York Giants. I will start with him. The Giants are on the clock. Wide receiver here, Mr. O'Hara.
What's up, boys? I love the jackets.
Thank you.
And listen, when New Yorkers take the word idiot as that's a term of endearment. A lot like offensive linemen, when you call us big uglies, that's a term of endearment. So I like that we're off to a great start here. Look, the Giants need offensive linemen, and they need some weapons. I'm with you. They need somebody to throw the football to. The last time they had a Pro Bowl receiver was, I think, Odell Beckham Jr. So give me somebody that's explosive. Give me somebody that can accelerate, that can create space and get open, or even take just a quick little bubble screen, take it to the house. I don't think Giants fans have seen that in years.
Big Ev celebrating the occasion by wearing a quilt. Big Ev, you excited?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that, but that was unnecessary. But all right. Well, yeah, I mean, I feel good. I think they go receiver too. I think they might go to Dunze. I mean, the stuff with Neighbors that he may or may not have been in possession of a gun at one point. So Giants always historically hate that kind of stuff. So I kind of think they go with Dunze here.
He's from the South. What's the big deal about a gun? Rico, what do you think?
What'd you think of the Chargers as a big Chargers fan, Brandon? I couldn't help but notice your jersey.
I'm wearing a Junior Seau jersey because it matched the jacket, Rico.
Oh, okay. Everybody else looks professional, but, do you. Yeah, I would love Neighbors. I also wouldn't hate a quarterback. I mean, I'm kind of in between. So Clem doesn't want a quarterback. I want a quarterback. We need somebody to throw the ball.
We need a quarterback, then we need a receiver like Daniel Jones has never had since day one. Do right by the kid. Get him a quarterback. Get him healthy. Get a Super Bowl.
Well, Clem, how long is the leash on Daniel Jones then? Like, does he get this year once he acclimates to a receiver, and then another year? It seems like a lot of New York is ready to move on from Daniel Jones.
DJ's got a year. This is it.
This is the last year?
This year for Daniel Jones will determine the rest of his career. Because he signed a 4-year deal, but it's really a 2-year contract. Because the Giants have a bonus, an injury guarantee bonus due March 15th of next year. If they don't pay that and they don't agree to that, it's basically a 2-year deal, and they can walk away from Daniel Jones. So it's a huge year for DJ. I was with him just a week ago, and he's really doing a great job with rehab. He's clear to play golf, which I know is always a big checklist for quarterbacks in the offseason. But this is a huge year for him, and I know he'd love to have a weapon.
Well, gentlemen, Roger Goodell entering the scene right now, stepping to the podium. We find out if it's a receiver. We find out who it is right now as the Giants are selecting. And it is, Che, any idea?
I think they're going to go Malik Neighbors here.
Right. They have just gone Malik Neighbors from LSU.
Boom. Good call, Che.
So
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chug it.
Drink it, Sean.
Chug it.
There you go, babe.
Go.
There we
yes,
go.
sir.
Oh, that was a good chug.
That was easy.
Classic hog move.
Slippers, baby.
So, boys, Rico, Big Ev, Clem, Big Ev, you just shit-talked him talking about a gun, but now he's your receiver of the future.
No, I mean, I said the Giants historically don't like that kind of stuff, but I mean, he's a ball player. I mean, he's an absolute stud. He also is a guy, you see the inside of his jacket, got all his highlights on it. That's big wide receiver one energy. That's a 1,500-yard, 12-touchdown energy. That's our guy. We got our guy.
Can I share a hot take that I haven't shared a hot take? I think that guy right there, Malik Neighbors, will be the best player in this draft. That's what I think.
We love it.
He is a stud.
That.
I think he's the best football player in the draft, Sean O'Hara. Is that crazy?
I think he might be one of the most explosive. He's extremely dynamic. I watched a lot of film on him alongside some of the other receivers. What was amazing to me is how many touchdown catches and how many big plays he had where there wasn't a defender within 10 yards of him. Like, he's got that unbelievable separation. I was in the Giants building last week and talked to a bunch of guys there. They also love the fact that this dude he's just got a demeanor about him. Like, the Giants have a lot of nice guys on offense. They've got some dogs on defense. They needed a dog on offense. They needed somebody that on first down you could just throw the ball to. He's going to stiff arm the corner, run over the safety, and make a play. That's exactly what they got with Neighbors.
The way that I gauge this pick is as an Eagles fan. And as an Eagles fan, I don't like it because finally the Giants have a receiver that's not a number 3. They've been trotting out number 3s as number 1s for the last 5 years, and finally they got some sense knocked into them. The guy who has to be the happiest is Brian Dable right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I think Daboll, obviously there's a lot of things you can create with scheme. But when you have a guy like Neighbors, look, you just put him out there one-on-one. And as a quarterback, you come to the line, you see you've got man coverage on a guy like that, I'm throwing you the rock. Like, I trust you. I know you're going to create space. You're going to create a play. They drafted Jalen Hyde in the second round last year. So now you've got Hyde in the slot and you've got Neighbors outside. I think that's a heck of a 1-2 combo.
Rico, you get the final word. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's a great player. Watching these highlights are erotic. Now Daniel Jones has some options. We're in a good spot. Let's see what DJ can do. He's finally got some weapons around him, and let's get it going.
Oh, Big Ev's fine. We're just busting with the boys.
We're just busting balls.
Is that how you say that at all? Is that close?
What do you mean?
All right, never mind. All right, we've got the Tennessee Titans up on the clock next. Steve Shea.
This pick is brought to you by Optimum Nutrition. Unlock more with Gold Standard 100% Whey by Optimum Nutrition. Tackle your recovery with 24 grams of high-quality protein in more than 20 delicious, easy-to-mix flavors. Unlock more after a tough half with Gold Standard 100% Whey. Whether you're tossing the ball around with your buddies, picking off some passes like a pro, Optimum Nutrition can help you unlock more. Sold at stores nationwide and at OptimumNutrition.com. When the final whistle sounds, unlock your recovery with Gold Standard 100% Whey. This is the stuff that makes Will Levis so jacked. Optimum Nutrition.
Titans, boys.
Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Listen, Joe all off the board. Everybody wanted him in Tennessee. You had some hopes of maybe a big-time wide receiver. Maybe Marvin Harrison falls. Neighbors, he just comes off the board. What do you want to see out of the boys?
I think you either trade or you go and you take Olu Fashanu. I think that's the guy you should take.
Fashanu.
Olu, is that how you say it?
Tackle out of Penn State.
Yeah, tackle out of Penn State. Probably the most athletic of all the true tackles in this draft. Very raw. Needs to get a little bit stronger, but will be able to plug in and play at the left tackle position for the Tennessee Titans for hopefully up to 10 years.
The ass on that man. Big ass anchor.
Big ass?
Phenomenal.
Oh,
lower
my
body.
God. His hindquarters, Will?
It's nice.
Yeah.
You could set a whole soda of Pepsi on it.
Oh, you 100%
Right there,
could.
no problem.
But when you look at some of the tape on him, does it get a little bit concerning? You look at that Ohio State game, right at the end of the game, he needs to protect his quarterback as Penn State's trying to drive and tie up that game. He gives up consecutive sacks to 44 on Ohio State. Are you worried about a big-time player not making plays at a big time in the game?
Certainly. Every prospect in here has their lapses. Again, Caleb Williams had a tough game against Notre Dame. Olu Fashanu had a tough game against Ohio State. After that game, you saw improvement from him. I think his resume speaks for himself. Outside of that one blemish, I think he's a really good prospect if he is the one to go at 7 here.
I was asking Taylor, but
yeah, that was the Titans question.
It's a good question. I think in these situations, you're very rarely you're getting a guy you're picking in the draft, and he's just 100% ready to go right away. This guy, you're going to get him in there. You're going to start developing him. You're going to have him use his length to his advantage. He's a long cat. His hands can touch his knees. Use that length. Keep guys off of him. A little more training, a little more stuff going on with Callahan and the boys. His dad being the offensive line coach now is going to do a great job with them. I think you develop him a little bit, throw him into the fire immediately, and sink or swim.
I also heard tiny hands on him, though. I heard that he would be in the 7th percentile as a kicker for hand size.
What?
Does that play in as an offensive tackle hand size?
For every white guy in the shower with him, they're going to feel a whole lot better because usually that correlates to the piece. But size of hands, you just break less fingers. It's actually a nice little nub, so you can just shoot those things in there, be precise with it.
That's perfect. That's a good spin zone.
And you're right about Coach Callahan. Bill Callahan, by the way, shout out the boy. Who was the cat that they drafted last year, the guard?
Peter Skoronski.
Yeah,
Peter
Skoronski.
I thought you were the Bengals.
Yeah.
He was at the Bengals before.
Callahan having 2 young cats now, he can mold them how he wants. There's no vets in there that can really go against what he's trying to build. I think it's going to be big for Tennessee to have not Joel. Who's Olu.
Tackle from Penn State.
Yeah.
Taylor, do you like so some tackles come out and they're pro ready right now? You put them on the field. Some guys got upside that you got to, and you just talked about this guy. You think the upside's there, and maybe you got to work him in. Which one do you like a little bit better? You like the high upside that you could possibly get to, or you like being sure right now?
For me personally, if I'm looking at an offensive lineman, he's got to have the size and the athletic ability. If you have those two things and he can end up being coachable, then you're going to end up with a really good pro. Sometimes you get these guys that come in and they're like NFL ready, and that's their ceiling. I mean, they just do a great job of developing in college. With this guy, if he is the pick for the Tennessee Titans, then I think you get into a situation where you have a lot of room to grow. And if you're going to pick a guy at number 7 for an offensive tackle, you're hoping you got a whole decade with this guy. A lot of room. It's not ever going to be a finished product in the first year.
Because we've seen a mistake with going with pure potential from old boy out of Georgia. What was it? Wilson?
Isaiah Wilson.
Isaiah Wilson. That was a massive mistake, and he was all just upside. So it just depends on how their mental is, how much of a pro they are. Yeah.
Che, you gave me a knowing glance a second ago. Do you know who the pick is?
No, I was just shooting.
Do you think it's tackle here?
I think they can certainly go tackle.
I think attacker, but you know what they need?
A lot.
A tight end.
Ooh, Brock Bowers.
I think Brock Bowers.
Could be. Yeah, they got Chig. They got Chig, who's going into his 3rd year. He's a solid threat. People are saying he's going to be Delaney Walker 2.0. But Brock Bowers comes in. We were at Georgia versus South Carolina. We sat up with a bunch of good old boys in a suite, and they were telling us that Brock Bowers is a leader of men. He's the reason why they've had so much success in the past few years. And without him, they don't have that type of success. That's a guy that comes in with a new culture, and we're going to have a high-flying offense. Callahan comes from the Bengals. Now, when he was there, Joe Burrow gets hurt, and they're saying they need a tackle. Who do they take? They take Jamar Chase. So you could see them take a weapon here and say, hey, we're going to get the ball out so fast it does not matter.
So, college football guy first, watching Brock Bowers for 3 years, I thought he would be, coming into the draft, in the draft season, I thought he would be in that 4, 5, 6 Kyle Pitts range. Yep. I really thought he was going to be one of those tight ends.
But that's positional value.
It is. And Kyle Pitts might have killed that market, to be honest. But we find out in a second if it is Brock Bowers. I think that would be an incredible pick. But again, when you're at this point, you need a lot of help. And building on the offensive line would help too.
Mm-hmm. I've plus 650 if they take a receiver here. That's probably going to kill me, though.
Goodell is at the podium. We're finding out now who the Tennessee Titans are selecting. 7th pick of the first round. It is J.C. Latham, the tackle that we didn't talk about on this pick. We talked about him earlier when Joe Alt went. We did not talk about J.C. Latham here as much, but they go with the guy that you said, Taylor, earlier has the perfect body, has perfect everything. What do you think about that?
Big guy. He's played most of his career. He played his entire career at the right tackle position for Alabama, where there was that 4th and 5 at the end of the game in the Rose Bowl versus the University of Michigan, where unfortunately he was a part of that mistake of a play. He has every single tool you could possibly have to be extremely successful in this league. I wish him the best. I think he's going to do great stuff.
Can you blame the right tackle on that play? Wasn't the center, the snap was terrible? And
snap was low. Go watch film, Brandon.
I was asking.
It was one play. He's just you see this man walking out right now.
Oh, he looks like
he looks fantastic.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's quite the chain on that man.
Yeah, that's NIL.
He is massive. He's 6'5.5", 342 pounds. He's got 35-plus-inch arms, which is just huge. I expect him to play tackle, but he could be kicked inside the guard, much like Peter Skoronski was last year. But he's
You're drafting
a big
2
upgrade.
guards in the top 10?
I think he will be a tackle, but I'm just saying he has the position flexibility to go inside if they need him to. This is a big-time establishment of their offense.
Yeah, this guy's
Goodell just had back surgery.
Which is big. I know coming into this, Goodell was kind of thinking about not giving out hugs.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a choice.
He had back surgery.
Is he on the Perkies? Is Goodell on the Perkies right now?
3 weeks ago.
You know,
he's on those perky turkeys for sure.
Oh, for sure. Some 30s coursing through his veins. Check his pupils.
If you like body language on draft night, this is pretty damn good.
That's what you want. I think the biggest question here is where does this guy slot in? Can you put him at right tackle? Can you put him at left tackle? We'll see what happens because they have NFP, Nicholas Petit-Frere, who was suspended last year, ended up tearing his shoulder, and then he will be back in the right tackle spot. So you got to think one of those guys obviously can't play right. Someone's going to have to move to left. This guy, Shea, love you to death, but there is no room for the Titans to be putting him at guard right now.
Yeah, dumb fuck.
I got a question. When are we going to see a defensive player in this draft?
Good question, Ron.
Or a trade. Everybody talking before it even starts. There could be 10-plus trades throughout the first round.
Will J.J. McCarthy be picked before day 3? Who knows?
What about my question? Can a defensive player maybe go to the Atlanta Falcons?
I thought you asked Jay.
What do you got?
What do you got, Che? What are you hearing?
Your phone just did something.
We're on a fucking show.
We're on a show.
Yes.
Get off. What's your phone?
I'm hearing some scandalous things with the number 8 pick.
How can a pick be scandalous?
Well, say what you have.
I'm hearing they might be taking Michael Penix.
Oh, there you go. Quarterback. Whoa.
Oh,
And with that, we move to the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons.
When I think about
Michael Penix.
When I think about the Atlanta Falcons, I think of two names. Those are Big T right here, and of course, with 808 career catches, 63 touchdowns, Atlanta Falcons legend Roddy White joining us right now. Big T, I'll start with you as we wait for Roddy White to join. What do you think about that, Michael Penix?
That's got to be a bit. He's doing a bit, right?
Is he doing a bit?
He
doesn't really do bits like that.
That's got to be a bit. Or y'all gave him bad information on purpose.
That could be a big cat.
I just saw his tweet.
Whose tweet?
It was the Dove guy.
Yeah.
Dove Kleiman?
Dove Kleiman.
We're trusting Kleiman now?
He's breaking the pick.
All right, we got Roddy White here, Atlanta Falcons legend, Roddy White. We're talking about maybe Michael Penix Jr. here, as there's rumors about that. What do you think about that, Roddy White?
I think it'd be a great pick for us. I mean, the guy is a great pocket passer. He can distribute the ball. We got a lot of talent that we've drafted in the last 3 or 4 years, with Kyle Pitts and Drake London. So we got a lot of talented guys on our team, and we just got to get somebody who can get them the ball.
Well, I have an Atlanta Falcons superfan here who's making a sour face. He does that a lot. Why are you...
Mr. Hot Rod, honored to be speaking with you. Respectfully, we did just give a quarterback the GDP of like Lithuania, so I don't know if that's really what we want to do right here. Respectfully, again, pleasure to be with you.
Yeah, I mean, I would love a defensive player right here. I mean, Dallas Turner, would be perfect for us. He's fast, he's strong, he move. I think he could be a double-digit sack guy, for the next 10 years. But anytime you think you can get a franchise quarterback, because we don't know how long Kirk can play. So anytime you have an opportunity, if you think this guy can lead your franchise for the next 10 to 15 years, you got to grab him.
Big T?
He said double-digit sack guy for 10 years. I'll take that every time.
When's the last time you guys had that? Jonathan Abraham?
Abraham, yeah.
And I feel like every year we sit and we talk about Atlanta taking a rusher.
Good guy.
Yeah, and they always stink. Dallas Turner, not going to stink.
But if we're saying,
I can just feel it.
If we're saying that we don't know how long Kirk Cousins can play, then why do you give him a contract?
They signed him a 4-year deal.
4 years, $180 million.
$100 million guaranteed.
U.S.
Well, the contract is really a 2-year deal. I mean, after the first 2 years, we could really, get off of it and not have to pay the rest. We're going to have to pay the $100 million between the next, probably 18. He's going to receive that. So it's really like a 2-year contract. And if we feel like we draft a quarterback here, if he's ready to go, then we're going to step him in and just, let Kurt do his thing.
All right, so Goodell is coming to the podium right now. Roddy White thinks the quarterback sounds like a good idea. Big T says it should be Dallas Turner, a defensive player. I guess we'll find out very, very soon as Goodell is at the mic. And here is the selection. Shay, you got any thoughts, any names yet?
Yeah, it is.
Think it's Penix?
It is Michael Penix, which is shocking.
What the
Michael
hell?
Penix Jr.
Wild.
Washington takes Washington to the national championship game and is the new draft pick of the Atlanta Falcons. Big T, hold that thought. Roddy White, what do you think?
I like the pick, man. This guy, he executes in the pocket very well. His completion percentage is very high from the pocket. I was shocked by how good of an athlete he was when he ran the 40, so he could actually get away from people. Because he's going to need to do that, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this guy.
Roddy, is it fair to say you're excited for 2026?
You know what, though? Our team's young, and we're talented right now. So I think we'll be all right in 2026.
Big T, final word?
I don't know.
Big T, that's tough.
I did not see that coming.
Be honest with us.
I did not see that coming.
You like him,
Well,
though?
he's like
Good
my
player.
age, and he has had like 3 season-ending injuries.
You're not old.
Well, hang on. The player itself, I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I just think
Played
it's wild because you got
outstanding
Kirk.
You got a cannon.
You can't play them both. And he is somebody who could, I think.
And how does Kirk Cousins feel right now? They just gave him all this money. Now he's got a rookie breathing down his back that was a top 10 pick.
That's it. Atlanta's the one who gave him $100 million over the next, like he said, 18 months.
Yeah, I think Kurt's pretty happy.
Kirk's fine.
Yeah, he'll get another contract then probably.
Kirk's used to competing against quarterbacks. RG when he was there.
Do you guys think that they made this pick because of the comments that Kirk Cousins made during his press conference, and then obviously getting the Atlanta Falcons into some allegations and now being investigated for tampering?
Wow.
That's not a question I can answer.
Kirk Cousins, bad guy.
I don't know if that's true.
It's up for question, though.
Yeah. Well, the Falcons, probably fair to say the biggest surprise of the draft so far?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So, Big T, thank you very much. Roddy White, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Roddy.
We're going back. We started this draft about an hour ago.
Sorry, Big T.
He'll be fine. So they got a good quarterback.
No. They could have done so much more to help their
They did the
team
same
out.
thing last year when they picked Bijan early, and everybody's like, oh, my God, I can't believe they took a running back. That seems like it's working out fine. So maybe they just know what they're doing.
No, Bijan was projected to be a top 10 pick. You don't double down on your asset allocation at a quarterback when you're a team that's on the brink of making the playoffs and winning their division. They could have done so much more to help out their defense.
Wow, is this the Bears? Their pick is already in. I got to bring in Big Cat. I think he'll be here shortly. We got to go back to DraftKings. I think we still got the boys out there: White Sox, Dave, Eddie, and Chief. But the Bears aggressively get their pick in quickly.
That's got to be Roma Dunze. You run to the podium with Roma Dunze. The fact that they got, unless you take a defensive end here, but I think you could do a lot to help your new quarterback.
Could give him a bookend tackle right now with that kid from Penn State, Olu.
You could.
Caleb's high school
teammate of Caleb Presley.
Is that Kurt Warner?
It is.
He's aging very well.
He does well. That's what makeup does.
Yep.
What?
Caleb Presley.
Caleb. Oh, shit, I said that.
Caleb Presley,
miss him.
quarterback.
I miss him every day.
So
He's in our hearts.
The pick is in. I don't know if we have the DraftKings boys up just yet. Big Cat is, I don't know where he is either. There's the DraftKings boys. Eddie.
We're in.
They already got the pick in. You think it's a receiver?
We all want Rome. We think we're going to take Rome, but if we go edge or we go 3-tech, we're not going to be shocked.
We're not. We want a Dunze. We want a Dunze.
Yes.
They need to go up and get a guy. He's that guy. Keenan Allen's only got a 1-year deal left. It's a Dunze. It has to be a Dunze.
Can you steel man an argument for them taking a defensive end right now? What would that do for their defense?
Yeah, totally. No, you definitely need a 3 technique. Byron Murphy would make sense. An edge would make sense, but it's almost too good to be true. Give Caleb everything he needs. Give him Roma Dunze.
What about an offensive tackle?
They're doing a throwing session, all the guys.
Hey,
no,
Brock Bowers would be kind of cool, too.
Oh, now we're just doing kind of cool picks.
Well, they have that luxury, 2 top 10 picks.
No, it's a
What else
Dunze.
aren't they? They're pretty.
All right, well, here it is.
The tight end position.
Cole Kmet, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Bears are selecting right now. It is Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze, boys. Over here.
Used to
Over
collect
here, boys.
frogs in high school.
They're looking everywhere but
Hey,
the camera.
Big Who's stopping us? This motherfucker's got a strut now.
Who's stopping us? For the first time ever. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, Taylor. Hey, I didn't see you here.
Good to see you, brother.
I didn't realize you still worked with us.
Incredible draft. Incredible draft.
Thank you.
You guys are doing an amazing
Will gets
job.
more and more uncomfortable every time I make a joke about that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't like smiling.
You guys are
You
playing
gotta
Madden.
you gotta be on, you're on top right
playing
now.
fantasy football right now.
I can't believe it. It's like we have 3 fucking stud wide receivers. We have Cole Kmet. We have a running game. We have Caleb Williams. Our defense was good last year. Remember we talked about the defense?
We
Both
did.
of you.
We
Remember? Said, watch out. This defense is playing a lot better.
You got to feel on top of the world right now.
We also
Bears are going to fucking be good next year.
Yeah?
Like, they're going to be actually a good
Playoffs.
football team. Yes.
Good. Am I off the list?
No, Steven, question.
I'm happy for the Bears have crushed this draft.
Has he been doing this voice the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have to.
Okay.
This is everything that you guys wanted, and you got it. So I'm excited to see
We
how
also
it
have a
turns.
trade
That was
alert.
kind of condescending the way you said that.
Why? No, I mean the
Got everything
Hey,
you wanted.
you know what? We don't have to talk about how the Bears are great and everything's changed. I'm a winner now. What the fuck are the Falcons doing?
That was
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Even if you want a quarterback, you because like, all right, we want someone because Kirk Cousins is not a long-term solution. Michael Penix will be like 28 years old when he starts his first game.
Right. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take J.J. McCarthy? He's 21.
Well, J.J. McCarthy
good.
might get picked right now because the Vikings have just traded into the 10 slot. As a Bears fan, how do you feel about that?
Easy. All he can do is hand off the ball.
Vikings do need to get a quarterback. You got Caleb. You got in the north. You got Caleb
What?
Williams, Jared.
What?
You got to trade.
Jordan Love.
You just said you were, if you were a Falcons fan, you would take J.J. McCarthy because
Right.
he's 21, but you're glad that the Vikings are taking him because he can't pass.
Right. The Vikings play in the NFC North. The
That's
Falcons
true.
don't. Mm-hmm. Was it that hard to figure out?
That's sassy. Don't
That's well. I'm just saying. Like if it's new me, it's new me, baby. I'm sassy as fuck.
New Bears fan Dan.
How's the draft show going?
It's good, but I don't understand. There's like these blank spaces right here and
There's a
right
lot of
there.
blank space.
It
Yeah.
makes me feel just a little bit
You wanna put Spider up on the
unsettled.
wall?
If we put Spider on the wall,
Yeah,
it
let's
might
put
help.
Spider
We
up on the
tape him
wall.
up maybe.
It's a wide desk.
Wide desk.
Will looks confused. Will, you okay?
Yeah, I was trying to actually listen in on what Che was hearing in his earpiece.
He's listening to the same thing we all are.
I mean, they're saying that we got Minnesota
You
on
guys
the
are
clock
doing a
right
great
now.
job.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
Also, Embiid might be the dirtiest player of all time.
What did he do?
What happened to him?
That was a really bad play. When
Tonight?
He did that. Did you not see that in the first half?
I've been watching
did
the
he do?
NFL draft.
We're doing the draft.
Yeah.
Did he get ejected?
No, we got a flagrant, but it was like one of the dirtiest plays I've ever seen in.
Did he hurt someone?
Game.
Well, they had
tried
a
very hard.
game robbed from them by the NBA, so maybe it's time we start fighting back, and that's by any means necessary.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Easy win for the Magic, -2.5. That's good for some of us. So we've got the trade: Vikings and the Jets. The Vikings move up one spot.
What did they give up?
It's the 10th overall pick and the 6th round pick for the this year from the Jets. The Vikings give up the 11th pick plus a 4th and a 5th. That doesn't seem like too much compensation. Is that crazy?
It's one slot.
No, it's one slot.
It's one. Yeah, I guess it is just one slot. What are y'all doing now? Oh, it's the Joel Embiid play. So.
Oh no, Mitchell Robinson.
What did he do?
Moving up for a
He grabbed his ankles upon landing. That's crazy.
It should
He was
be.
gonna land on
It
him.
feels weird to me because if you're at the 10th pick and the Vikings pick at 11, the Jets don't need a quarterback. Why would you trade up unless you want somebody else other than a quarterback?
Or maybe somebody else is going to come up to that slot.
Huh?
Maybe there was someone else that was going to come up to that slot.
Yeah, I think you pay the tax to have them not traded.
Well, the Denver Broncos would be my guess. At
Or
12,
the
they-
Raiders, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of quarterback needy teams right there.
Man, the Raiders, I wanted them to have Penix.
That would have been such a good. It makes so much more sense for them. They have Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, two guys who have short-term futures, and then Michael Penix, who has a long-term future, as opposed to a guy who you just invested so much in. What are they doing?
That's a wild move by the Falcons.
This is the second time. So Raheem Morris is their head coach.
Sure.
This is the second time that he's been a first-year head coach and he's tied himself to a quarterback. First time didn't work out with Josh Freeman. We'll see how it works out this time with Penix.
We'll see, but the Vikings are now on the clock, and the pick is already in, so they obviously aggressively came up to get whoever they're getting, and we bring in Minnesota Vikings legend Jared Allen. The Vikings, yes, please. The Vikings are aggressive as hell right here. You gotta like it, Jared Allen.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to get my cameras, for you guys right now. That's what aggressive is, how big my face is on my own screen. But yeah, I love it. You know what? They need I'm glad that they're getting a quarterback, especially someone that has a future other than a year or two. I thought they did the right thing by not chasing Kurt's contract, and hope that they come up and grab a quarterback, someone that can get the ball out. We got a lot of things in place over there: offensive line, receivers, clearly, and then Coach McConnell, who can do great things with the quarterback. So. I like it. Be aggressive. Be all in. That's my rule.
Let's live in a world where they do take a quarterback. Do you start him right away, or do you give the reins to Sam Darnold for a little bit and kind of let him grow, let him germinate?
I think you let him compete for sure. I think if he's ready, obviously, let him go out there. I wouldn't throw him to the wolves though, but let him compete. But I mean, let's be honest, Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? At some point, you are who you are in the NFL. Very few people make crazy turnarounds. I think Sam will be fine for a few games, but if the pick is McCarthy and the pick is supposed to be the quarterback for the future, make him compete hard. Let the best one go out there and get it done.
Boys, questions for Jared Allen?
Jared, Terrell Lewan busting with the boys. Good to see you, brother. Which quarterback should they take, and why should it be J.J. McCarthy?
I like winners, and I think you look at people. Dude just won a national championship, so you can't say he's not a winner. I think tape doesn't lie. A lot of people get into the metrics and all this crap about all this stuff. I like to look at they work their butt off. Can they win, and have they won in the past? Again, Tigers don't usually change their stripes. And I also would like to see, especially in a 9 pick, right? I mean, now with the NIL, I think it's a little different. Now these cats got money coming into the league, so maybe money's not going to change them so much. But I just want to make sure the guy I'm putting, the faith in of the franchise is going to show up and go to work.
Do you think that his throwing numbers are more indicative of his talents and his skills, or the offense that Jim Harbaugh was running at Michigan?
Well, it's both. I mean, A, the guy's got to be able to, make the throws that the offense allows him to. But B, a good coach is going to do what's best for his player. I mean, look at how many busts have come out in the NFL that can throw the ball a country mile, and it doesn't mean anything. You got to be in a system. You got to be in a system that fits you, and you got to be able to play that system. And so I think McCarthy's going to be able to do that. I think. I think McConnell's going to do a great job of putting him where he needs to be. And then you got Justin Jeffries. Throw the ball anywhere in the world, and that he goes and catches it.
Yeah, he really can't be coming into a better situation with Justin Jefferson and then Jordan Addison right on top of that. Those are two absolute studs who are going to make it easy on you. They're going to run the routes that are going to get open, and that's a quarterback's best friend right there.
So, Che, have we heard anything on this? Do we think it's J.J. McCarthy?
It's got to be J.J. McCarthy. If you're trading up one slot, the only reason to do so would be a quarterback. Yes, it is going to be J.J. McCarthy.
Stop being coy. Stop being cagey with us.
Yeah, you are cagey.
If you know,
Stop this is for the show.
Yeah.
This is for the show. This is for all of us. This is for our viewers.
We're boys.
Steven, this is a team.
We're a team. Be a team player. Give us what you get right away.
J.J. McCarthy, Vikings. The only pick that makes sense.
All right, Taylor Lewan, Michigan guy.
Yeah, I mean, I first off, obviously I came in here with the target on my back with the Barstool boys, Dan, having fun jokes about the last 30 days. I think the Chicago Bears have had a great draft. Unfortunately, now you take a winner like J.J. McCarthy, he's putting the Chicago Bears in major jeopardy of having the success they want because they might not win the division ever for the next 20 years with J.J. McCarthy.
Wow. Because honestly, when you look at the situation that they're in, J.J. McCarthy plus Addison and Jefferson is almost still a better situation than Caleb Williams with Keenan Allen and Moore and Rome Odunze.
And you got Brian Flores, a D coordinator, who helped lift that defense last year. That the NFC North is going to be crazy.
Yep. Brandon,
are there any concerns with J.J. McCarthy and the fact that he can't fucking throw?
That's untrue. You can turn on the Michigan State game. He was absolutely throwing dimes all over the yard. The guy's incredible. Go ahead.
Oh, you're right. He beat Michigan State.
You can throw records out the window in rivalry games, brother. All right.
Slow down.
You can throw records out the window.
Hey, just relax. Jared Allen?
Put 50 on him.
He doesn't even have to throw it that far. I mean, you guys are also forgetting one of the major pieces of the Vikings offense, which is their tight end, right? I mean, they have TJ. He had a phenomenal year. Since he came over from Detroit, he's been great. So now you have a 3-headed monster. You got a running game. All he has to do is not screw it up, and that's really what all Harbaugh wanted him to do in Michigan was not screw it up. And let a guy do that, gain some confidence. Not only is he not going to screw it up, then he's going to make people look foolish on top of it. I think it's a good pick. I like that people are kind of talking bad about him too, because that humbles you versus everybody that says Caleb Williams is the greatest thing on the face of the earth. Caleb Williams, unless he wins the Super Bowl, he's failed already because they've already died. They've already called him the next John Elway. Or Patrick Mahomes. J.J. McCarthy's flying under the radar. No one's expecting much from the Vikes except to be competitive because you get a new quarterback, and everybody's already considered the Bears to win the division. But it's going to be a crazy division, and I like it where their heads are.
Should we talk about the clip of J.J. McCarthy's dad and J.J. McCarthy's girlfriend?
Please.
Nothing wrong with a quick finger slip, brother. I feel
like there is.
You're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer's father. All right.
J.J. McCarthy.
We're talking about the man who put the seed out for Michigan to win a national championship. We're not going to talk nasty about him.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk nasty. I agree. We cannot talk nasty about this man.
Yeah, Ron asked a question. I don't think anybody talked nasty.
He's in a great situation.
Talk nasty about him.
Phenomenal.
Vikings are a tough team.
He is in a good situation.
Because you look at last year, like they started off, 0-4,
Mm-hmm.
all games that they should have won, should have been in, drop balls, turnovers, and then they rattle off a winning streak, and then happen to, fall in the draft and get somebody like J.J. McCarthy with all those offensive weapons. Like he's in a great situation.
There's a come up, and look how high his ceilings are. Look how high.
Yeah, very high ceilings. And he meditates a lot.
Can you just do a little pan of your house real quick, Jared?
Beautiful ceilings. And the lights too. The Jets are in already.
So I have one plant. We haven't moved into the new house yet, but I have one plant left.
Well,
My shells are even
still very tastefully done. Thank you very much to Jared Allen for joining us for that pick. The Jets also aggressive. I guess they knew what they were doing when they made the trade. So the pick is already in there on the clock. I think we're going to New York to bring in the New York boys. We got KFC, we got Clemmer, and of course, we have former dozen, I believe, Vegas winner Gary Vaynerchuk is joining us for the Jets pick, if I'm not mistaken on that one. So the New York boys will join us soon. Stephen Shea, what are the Jets doing here?
They're moving down one spot, so they're not losing out on anything just because they knew J.J. McCarthy was going to go there.
Is it a tight end?
I would look to tight end Brock Bowers, but they also, offensive line's an area they could address. There are a lot of prospects available right here. We got Olu Fashanu. You can go Tali Fuaga right here. The Jets have kind of worked with a Band-Aid solution offensive line. They just signed Tyron Smith as an often injured left tackle, not what he once was. So they could certainly look to address that. I look to be one of those two positions.
All right, there we go. We got KFC, we got Clemmer, and we got Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary, the pick is already in. What do you think?
I think that we made out like a bandit because Atlanta helped us. God damn it. The Knicks-Sixers game's pissing me off. All right, I'm going back and forth between the draft and the Knicks. The Jets made out with the Atlanta pick, obviously gave them the leverage to make that trade with Minnesota. So if we go receiver, tight end, or offensive lineman, it will all be fine, and it will continue this iconic offseason that sets us up for a playoff run.
KFC, thoughts?
I am always a fan of getting more help with the offensive line. I will draft offensive linemen every single time until we have that settled. But a name like Brock Bowers, that's a name that might mean everything. You got a guy named Brock Bowers, that's making me lean that way. Either way, with those two, I'd be happy.
Crypt Keeper, what do you think?
By the way, Roan, kick Joel Embiid out of the fucking league. Get him out of the league.
Wow. Call the cops, you crybabies.
Hey, Hillbilly, you going to apologize to Dave about your McCarthy pick?
Why am I apologizing to Dave? Fuck Dave and fuck you. What do you think about the pick?
My heart wants Brock Bowers. My brain wants offensive line. You got to go with the heart. Let's go with Brock Bowers. Big thank you to Big T. Thank you so much for giving us a fourth-round pick for nothing. Very kind of you. Absolute joke of a franchise, the Atlanta Falcons. What a travesty.
A Jets fan just said that. A Jets fan.
I did. A Jets fan of a team on the rise, Brandon. This is a team that's going to go far this year.
Let's see Bowers. Let's see Bowers.
Yeah, Bowers would be exciting.
Come on, Bowers.
So we're seeing it right now. Roger Goodell telling us it is.
Let's go.
The tackle out of Penn State. Olu Fashanu.
Take it, boys.
A lot of people in that draft party.
Wow.
Smart play.
Let's go.
Look at that draft
His
party.
tiny little hands. Can he even hold his phone?
Solid couch, though.
Let's go.
That's a low couch. Does that bother you all?
He flipped to us. Let's go. Olu.
Yeah,
You can never have enough offensive linemen. That guy, we need the protection. It was a problem all year. Everybody's injured.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good pick.
Look at his anchor. I mean, look how big that man's base is. An incredible base. And you guys are buying in on Aaron Rodgers right now. You're saying, hey, Aaron, you got 2 more years. Let's get this shit done right now.
I like it a lot.
No excuses.
I like it a lot.
At least 2 more years, Roan. He's going to stay with us for a while. This protects him. I like this. This is good. It's smart. Bowers is sexier, but this is fun. This is good.
There's nothing sexier, Clemmer, than a strong, healthy offensive line. A deep offensive line is the sexiest thing in football.
LeJuan, another tackle.
Yeah, we've talked about this guy a lot. I think you saw even in the highlights of him using his anchor, doesn't utilize his length as well as he possibly could. He sharpens up a couple of those tools. He's going to be a force in this NFL.
All right, gentlemen from New York, thank you very much.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers on the ball. Aaron is not historically gets it out quick, but he uses his feet really well to get out of situations.
So we move on from the New York Jets to the Denver Broncos. I am looking at Denver superfan Rudy. Hello, Rudy.
Good
to see you. Nice shirt. Thank you. I like that. We're also welcoming in Denver star Pat Surtain II. We're welcoming him in just a second, and you give him a standing ovation. What do you like for this pick?
I don't know what I like for this pick.
Super.
I would have really liked J.J. McCarthy. I'm getting the feeling that we got fleeced by the Jets, but I will say this.
Just say it, Che.
Bo Nix? Say it.
Bo Nix.
Oh.
12th overall.
Bo Nix.
We got quarterbacks flying off the board.
Wow, we have Surtain. We got Pat Surtain right there. We were going to ask him what he thought this pick could be. It seems like it could be headed towards Bo Nix. What are your thoughts about that?
I think that's a good pick. Shoot, I like his game. I played against him in college, so he can make plays. He's a playmaker. So, if we go that route, that'd be a great pick.
Bo Nix is the kind of guy who jumps off the screen whenever you're watching any type of tape. His numbers speak for themselves. What was it, 45 touchdowns, 3 interceptions?
Ridiculous.
And then you turn on Troy Franklin's tape, and it's almost like this guy is being thrown open every single time. Sure, he might have played for a while. Sure, he might have been in college football for quite some years, but it seemed like he always progressed. He always got a little bit better while he was in college. Super impressive guy, but there's a reason why people don't like him, though, Brandon. What do you think that is?
Because he went to Auburn.
And because he's 24.
That's true.
I mean, does that affect his ceiling? Do you guys think that could affect?
I don't think so. To your point of him progressing, he's a coach's son, so played 6A ball in Alabama. And talking with Tez Johnson this last week, who's the wide receiver at Oregon, the Knicks family adopted him. He said that he is a pro's pro, and this is a guy who literally, anytime he'd miss a throw in practice, Coach Lanning, you were referred to it. Anytime a receiver drops a ball, anytime he misses a throw, he's verbally pissed off about it. And I think too, with Coach Sean Payton, he likes a guy who's more heady, more ready to go, who carries himself like a professional.
But Pat Surtain, he did start his career at Auburn. That's got to be a problem.
I know. That's the only problem I have, man. We got a little rivalry going on, but to each his own, man. I think it's a great pick regardless, but it's definitely going to be some rivalry beef going on for sure.
Che, if this is in fact the pick, and you think it is, that means this is 12 picks in. 6 of them have been quarterbacks. We wondered if 5 or 6 would go in the first round. We've got 6 in 12 picks. Assuming that's going to be all the quarterbacks in the first round, but that's pretty high for the first 12 picks.
This is a crazy draft. I mean, the first 4 picks were somewhat chalk. Alt going to the Chargers was not like crazy out of left field, and now just all hell is broken loose, starting with the Falcons, going with Penix, and everything's kind of gone sideways. McCarthy was expected to go someone in this range, but now we get Penix at 8, Bo Nix at 12. These were guys that were fringe first rounders kind of at best. There was some buzz around Penix being a mid first rounder, but this is quite a surprise. Denver is certainly an interesting move, but Sean Payton wants to tie himself to a quarterback of the future, and this is certainly that move.
Pat, what do we think is a realistic timetable for the Broncos as you guys move on from Russell Wilson? And what's kind of the mood over there in the locker room as far as what you guys can do this year?
Yeah, I just think the ceiling is very high for us. Obviously, we're a young team, but we're looking forward to it. I feel like we got a lot to prove out in Denver. And we got a couple key guys that we signed this offseason that would trend the right way forward for the team. So I'm looking forward to this year. We're obviously looking forward to win many games this year coming up. So I think we're off to a great start.
Is that a terrace above you? Is that some kind of balcony? It looks like it looks like a really.
Nah, it's a wraparound stairs.
Oh my goodness.
Wraparound staircase.
That's sublime.
Was that a dog that barked? What kind of dog is it?
I got a Doberman.
Oh yeah,
a pet Doberman.
Fine dog. Fine dog, Taylor.
Beautiful animal.
Yeah, tough, really beautiful animals.
Rudy, do you have a Doberman?
I do not have a Doberman, but I would like to have one. They're very cool dogs, very protective.
Yeah.
It's a cool animal dog.
Smart, yeah.
Solid
very
dog.
Smart.
Pat, with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen departing for the Chargers, does this make your job a lot easier next year?
It definitely does. Seeing them 2 lead the division, it was definitely a sigh of relief because those boys was definitely getting after it for sure.
Oh, it's a dog. Beautiful.
Oh, so you're training the ears right now.
Yeah.
So you're training those ears to stick up right now because is it really a Doberman if the ears are kind of flopping all over the place?
Turkey ears.
Yeah, you got to have them cropped up. It gives them like the original look.
Roger Goodell is walking through the elaborate tunnel this year, by the way.
I hate it. It looks like Legends of the Hidden Temple. It looks terrible. I don't like the tunnel at all. And you could tell he probably popped another perk after he hurt his back after he got picked up by J.C. Latham.
He's laboring.
He looks out of it right now. This man is in hell right now. He looks like Joe Biden.
Was that a Nickelodeon show, Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Yes.
It was. I knew Guts, but I never knew Legends of the Hidden Temple. And Double Dare, of course.
Of course.
So we find out now who it is. We think it's Bo Nix. Che has told us it's Bo Nix, and Roger Goodell right now is telling us it is Bo Nix. quarterback from Oregon.
Bo Nix is a winner. I mean, when do we start turning our nose up at winners? If we're patting J.J. McCarthy on the back for being a winner, can't we give Bo Nix the same type of treatment? He did great things at Oregon. He did pretty damn well at Auburn as well.
He did, played forever, but I also don't think that's a bad thing either. Like, we point at these guys' ages. Well, you take a guy who's 24, who's 25, you're still getting 10, 12 years out of that guy if he is the right guy. So I don't really have that as a concern. But the Denver Broncos have their quarterback, Pat Surtain. How do you feel?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, man. Bo, I feel like he's going to do great things with us. He's a great quarterback, and obviously I played against him, so I know what his potential. So.
I was hoping that the Eagles were going to trade for Pat, honestly. So, I mean, I'm in a whole different world right
still
now.
might.
You know what I mean? I was hoping for it. But it seems like good things are happening in Denver. You have to be excited about that, Rudy.
I am happy about it. Bo Nix, first of all, very cool name. That goes a long way.
Like very short name.
Bon IX, too. Like good 9.
Yeah.
It's a very cool name. But people are forgetting that we also have the second overall pick as a quarterback option. There's a lot of people in that room that can play quarterback. Zach Wilson
scoffing at you.
Was Zach Wilson not the second overall pick?
Yeah, but it's Zach Wilson.
Well, you know the problem is the Broncos were cooked by Russ. Yes, Russ did the cooking, and the Broncos pretty bad they are looking.
Wouldn't it be a Cinderella story? $85 million in dead money, highest number ever.
All right,
it's going to be a great story.
The Broncos have their quarterback. Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you to Mr. Pat Surtain for joining us.
Good luck on the dog ears.
Good luck on the Doberman. That's a beautiful animal. And Rudy, good luck to whatever you do in your life. Ron, take us to the Raiders.
The Raiders, I mean, they could go a lot of different ways right now because they still need to build as a franchise. But then all these quarterbacks are gone. What are the Raiders going to do? This season, are they going in with Gardner Minshew, the little-ass boy, as their quarterback? He's just a little-ass boy. You're going to run out there with that?
Don't sleep on, O'Connell. Don't sleep on him either. He had a pretty good year.
You really can't. But all this information is in the player bios. And, of course, those player bios are presented by Pure Michigan. See why Michigan is such a great place to live. Work and play at michigan.org/2024 draft. Every time I fly over Michigan, I say, what is going on up here? Why is it so dang picturesque?
I might be vacationing in Traverse City, Michigan.
Beautiful place.
Oh, beautiful place.
Beautiful place. That UP, oh my gosh.
Can't afford Hawaii, so maybe.
It's honestly the Hawaii, it really is. That coastal Michigan sometimes, have you ever seen the drone footage along there?
I've seen American Pie, too.
Is that in Michigan?
I think so. They're on the lake in Michigan.
They filmed it at Michigan.
I didn't realize.
I think all the American Pies
Hawaii
are
of
actually
the
filmed in
Midwest
Michigan.
North.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I think, yeah.
And in American Pie 2, he glues his hand to his penis when he's masturbating.
Who hasn't that happened to?
There's no question about that, brother. You know, you should go, if you're going to go up to Michigan, you should check out the 2024 National Champion Campus, Ann Arbor.
I've been there.
Beautiful out there.
Beautiful, gorgeous, especially get there in September.
The amount of hate that's come towards Michigan over the last year, even within the walls of Barstool, is pretty crazy.
I mean,
people want to punch up. That's what they do. And so University of Michigan, we're the top dogs. I was in Alabama 2 days ago, and people were literally yelling at me saying, Michigan sucks, Michigan sucks. I said, listen, you guys have won 16 in the last 20. Let us get this one. And so people are selfish and people are upset. Let's see who the Raiders.
The Raiders pick is already in. They're aggressive.
I mean, are they going to take a defensive player? Are we going to see a defensive player even taken in this draft?
Maybe it's a defensive player, Ron. It is. No, Brock Bowers. We talked about him for the last 4 or 5 picks. We didn't talk about him here, but I love the phrases that are coming up. Dynamic, yards after catch, and George Kittle. I mean, if you draft a George Kittle clone at 13, you're drafting a hell of a player.
You're reading another network's graphics right now.
Well,
why not read our graphics?
Are you saying George Kittle's not a terrific player?
I think he's a terrific player, but I think that we could even come up with our own comparisons for him.
All right, quickly, give me a Barstool comparison for Brock Bowers. Go.
Brock Bowers, he's got the hairline of Nicky Smokes.
I didn't mean I meant from a Barstool guy, not of a Barstool guy.
Ah, okay. Brock Bowers, really exciting playmaker. He is a little bit undersized. He's 6'3", 240, but I think that he is a really dynamic
He's a big slot.
Yeah.
He's a dynamic run after catch. This is a confusing pick. They just picked Michael Mayer in the second round last year. So they're running a two-tight out.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised with them picking Michael Meyer last year. Yeah, but Brock, he's a specimen. He can run routes. He's a red zone threat. You can throw him the ball when he's isolated on the outside.
He makes it easier for a quarterback.
He does, but again, you have Michael Mayer from last year.
Yeah, but some tight ends is fine, right? I mean,
that's the classic. We don't have a lot of good players, so let's just jam the box with a bunch of guys, run the ball a lot, and we'll throw it a couple times.
Yeah.
No, but they're not going to just. He's not going to be a blocking tight end. He's the kind. If you take him at 11th overall, you're going to scheme him open.
Certainly.
Yeah, they want 115 catches out of this guy eventually.
Yeah.
No.
What if you take him at 13th overall? Then what? Did he block more?
Oh shit! I said the wrong pick.
It's okay.
Damn it!
Well, the show is ruined.
I'm going to go ahead and go.
I guess. No, you're going to stay.
We do have a couple of lovely guests joining.
We do.
Minty, can't wait to hear from you, brother.
Yeah. All right. So we have the New Orleans Saints are on the board. That means we are bringing in Megan Making Money. Hello.
Hey, Brandon.
And Ben Metz. Hello.
How are we doing, Brandon?
Good.
Oh, and we have Cam Jordan.
Oh, yeah, we do have Cam Jordan. They didn't put Cam Jordan on the sheet, but they said earlier this morning that Cam Jordan was going to be here, but then they said Cam Jordan might not be here. But look, he's right there. Cam Jordan.
Hey, Cam.
Cam Jordan, I start with him because you're more important than these other two. What are we thinking about this pick for the New Orleans Saints right here?
Come on the clock. I'm nervous now because now we've seen offensive tackle get drafted in the top 10. I don't know what we're doing here with that. It can happen, I guess. The tight end I was thinking about, he's gone now. So now, that leaves us back at what? Corner? Tackle.
Jay?
QB.
I mean, the Saints have a lot of needs.
Do we?
You're talking to Cam Jordan.
I mean, the division runs through Tampa. It's been pretty clear the last 3 years that.
We had the same record.
Tell him again, Cam.
All right, yeah.
Did you have one of those hard lemonades? Who's sponsoring you for you to say something that's silly?
I'm a Bucks fan.
I think he knows.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think we all knew that.
Yeah, the division runs through us, and we'll see if the Saints can bounce back. They haven't won a division title in 4 years now.
That's not that.
So they're certainly looking to bounce back. A lot of holes to fill. We'll see. Derek Carr was okay last year. Do they draft? There's not really a quarterback on the board here. There's a lot of different positions they can. It seems like the value would be offensive line here. Trevor Penning has had an up and down career in his first 2 seasons. That could be a position they look to address. Talisi Fuaga is available right now. That could be a position they go. Mincy or Megan, is there a position that you would like to see them draft?
I'm concerned about Ryan Ramczyk right now because they're saying he might have a degenerative condition and may not be able to go next year. And if he's out and James Hurst, the backup offensive tackle, just retired, and Trevor Penning has shown he's not athletic enough to play left tackle in the NFL, they might as well have me blocking for Derek Carr he's in his mid-30s and he's not mobile. So Fuaga or Troy Fautanu of Washington, who actually profiles his own blocking scheme, which they're going to be running now with Clint Kubiak coming off the Shanahan tree. So I think you got to go one of those two guys. Dallas Turner's an elite pass rusher. He's the best defensive player in this draft. I know he'd help Cam Jordan out a lot, but you got to block.
Megan,
you got to get a lot of
talk quickly while you have a chance.
No, I echo everything Ben says.
Ditto.
Ditto.
All right.
Dallas Turner would be a hell of a pass rusher, though.
Dynamite input from Megan Making Money. That's why.
I mean, that's why they pay me the big bucks.
That's why you're the best in the fucking business.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Wrong. So we got Cam Jordan here. Che talked shit to him as a Bucks fan. I'm not sure why he did that. It was kind of embarrassing. But Che, any more thoughts about that?
I mean, certainly they could go corner too. There's some needs there, and there's value at that position. Quinyon Mitchell, Terrion Arnold. There's some guys that are available. But I would expect the Saints to go defense in this position if they don't address the offensive tackle.
They're minus 750 to take an offensive tackle, last I saw.
Yeah,
I mean,
I said if they don't take an offensive tackle.
Also, Che wouldn't say this to Cam's face. Just want to throw
I would ask Cam, what do you think of Dallas Turner, though? I mean, he's elite, just a super elite pass rusher. He's the best one in the draft. He's sitting here. I mean, it would be fun to see more defense.
I think that's not the case for our team in terms of needing an edge rusher. You just drafted Isaiah Foskey last year, second round. We just hired Chase Young. You extended Carl Granderson.
Yeah.
I think edge rusher is not the way I would go. But you say D tackle?
No, I said offensive tackle.
Because you have Brian Bazile last year.
Yeah, I said offensive tackle for sure.
This is getting rough.
Yeah, I'm thinking tackle. Whether
It's got to be. I mean, look what happened with Trevor Penning.
I think it's going to be.
Trevor Penning is a flat-out failure of a draft pick.
Megan, what position do you think?
I think it might be a tackle.
All right,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it looks like we're going with Tali Fuaga, the right tackle from Oregon State. So a fun guy for Cam to practice against daily.
A beaver.
Fuaga, though, is a guy with his size.
Look at us getting a super exciting, riveting player in the first round in an offensive lineman. Look at us. Riveting.
Sounds like so much fun.
Those are foundational pieces, Cam.
This is a quarterback and tackle draft.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
With some receivers sprinkled in.
Some receivers sprinkled in.
Watch Brian Thomas get picked next if we're going to keep
It's wild that no defensive player's been taken yet.
None yet.
Zero. I mean, like Michael Parsons fell to 11, and the last time was the longest one fell.
Oh, the pick is in. Frank with his Saints hat on. Where'd you get that hat, Frank?
We got it. We got all these hats. All these
beautiful
hats.
Oh, Macho
Frank,
Man?
have you ever been to Mardi Gras?
I've never been to Mardi Gras. I've never been in New Orleans. The only city I've really been in Louisiana is Shreveport.
Well, Frank,
That's not Louisiana.
we
That's
need
like
a Frank
a Walmart.
Walks. We need a Frank Walks on Fat Tuesday.
I would love that.
Okay.
Oh, wow. The people would.
I would love that.
You should do that. You should hook that up, man. You should take it to the people.
Let's take it to the people.
Cam, the Saints are hosting the Super Bowl next year. Are you guys going to be the second ever team to play?
Third ever. He's in your ass.
Play and win.
Third time's a charm. There was Tom Brady that did it, and there was the Rams, and then there will be the Saints led by Derek Carr and the likes. And the Saints still marching in.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Tell him
Let's
again.
Go. You tell him, Cam. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if you can get that done as a wild card because the division goes through us.
The glasses push wasn't. The glasses push was not intimidating.
Because the division runs through us.
If you want to come, we could give you the address if you want to come here and beat his ass. I think everybody would be all right with that. If you're actually more than welcome to do that.
This is America, baby. We all have a freedom of speech. You know, we can say the craziest things in the world and still get elected president. We can do what we want out here.
That's a fact. That's 100% a fact. You think you'd run for presidency, Jay?
No, I mean, if he's going to come at me, I'll just get Tristan Wirfs right in front of me. He won't be able to touch me.
All right, Jay, just.
He's a guest on our show.
He's a guest on our show.
A guest on our show. You're out of your goddamn mind.
You're getting red over there. You're a little. I feel like you're feeling the pressure right now.
We're just having fun. We're just having fun. I like Cam. Cam's a very
Cam, were you surprised? It's perfectly fine because that was sack number 99 and 100 for me on Tom Brady.
I would drop this mic, but it would hurt everyone's ears.
Cam, were you surprised Michael Penix got taken by Atlanta after they just gave Kirk Cousins $100 million?
Good question.
100, how much? It wasn't just 100 million.
It was 180, I think.
180, right? So now they got $200 million at quarterback. Hey, maybe they're looking at the Jordan Love aspect, like learn from a good quarterback and then take over from there. Luckily I don't ever have to deal with that. I'm just going to sit back and watch Derek Carr spin and see who we pick up. Which you said, have we picked up somebody yet? Like I'm still waiting. I'm re-scrolling on my app here. Like can I get that?
Yes, the pick is in.
It is the Oregon State tackle, Stephen Tate. Tell him who it is.
Fuaga, your newest teammate.
Look at us.
Look at us.
What you guys
look at y'all.
Who dat? Let's go, Cam.
No doubt. We gonna ride it. Look, I said it's gonna be a tackle. D tackle or O tackle. Look at us.
Look at us. We were all right. I knew it was gonna be a tackle.
Is he the one with the wrestling background, Che?
Wrestling?
Not Tali Fuaga, not a wrestling background to my knowledge. He is a Samoan guy though, so he can move some guys.
Do you know something Che doesn't, Ron?
That's racist.
Che, Ron knows something you don't, Che. I think you might not have the right information.
He can move some guys.
Ron, please tell us.
No. So Samoans can move guys for sure. He played incredibly at the Senior Bowl. This is a guy who has multi-position versatility, inside, outside, maybe guard of the present, tackle of the future. You can do whatever you wanted with him because he has that true versatility. If I can get a Samoan on my offensive line, I'm doing it.
You gotta take it.
You have to.
You need one.
You need one. You have to have one, at least one.
Check the box and move forward.
Yep. I love some happy tears.
Yeah.
All right, that is the Saints.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Ben Mintz, Megan making money. That's your only pick tonight, right?
Well, they don't have a second rounder because they traded it to the Eagles in the Trevor Penning trade.
So that's all you'll see of us tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hey, see you
got
guys
more of me
tomorrow.
coming.
Miss you.
I'll miss you. See you tomorrow.
All right, we move on to the Indianapolis Colts, where we have a couple of Barstool guests, but we also have another Hall of Famer joining us on the show. We have Colts legend Dwight Freeney ready to join us to talk about the Colts, and we also have John Rich and Vibbs back in New York City, so those will be joining us shortly. Che, these picks just have me conditioned. Is it a quarterback? Is it a tackle? Is it a quarterback? Is it a tackle? Maybe it's a receiver. When are we going to see anything else?
The Colts are kind of a different animal. They always go best player available. They're a very traity team. They do have a need at cornerback. The two top cornerbacks are available in Terrion Arnold and Quinyon Mitchell. I would think they might go there, but the Colts are a total wild card, it seems like, every year.
But don't be surprised if they grab Cooper DeJean.
This is our second Hall of Famer joining the show tonight. It is Dwight Freeney. Yes, please, Dwight Freeney, legend from the Indianapolis Colts. Dwight, listen, the Colts could go anywhere here. What are you feeling?
Well, I think it's defense. I think they need some more depth at corner, and they need a playmaker at corner. They've been banged up year after year, from the corner position. So I would lean toward the corner, but I do love pass rushers. So, my personal thing is, look, they have no guy that I can see on that defensive line roster that flat out is like, we need to double team this guy, and because he's a threat. His speed is just tremendous. His edge pressure, they don't have that guy. So I think between a corner or a pass rusher coming from the edge, outside guy, I think that's where they're going to have to go. If I'm looking at things the right way, offensively, they're pretty solid. They have a solid. They need a receiver, but there's a really deep class of receivers this year. They'll probably get one in the second round or something like that. But I just think right now you have to go either corner or edge rusher.
Offensive players have been flying off the board so far. Is there anyone that went so far that you kind of kicked yourself and said, ooh, that guy would have looked really nice in the blue and whatever shade of white you guys claim?
Well, the only guy that I looked at, which we had absolutely no chance of getting, was Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, Marvin Harrison playing, in Indianapolis all those years. How great would it have been for his son to play there as well? It would have been great.
Speaking of shades of white, John Rich, you're looking downright ghostly tonight. What do you think?
So I've been operating, first off, thank you. And also, Dwight Freeney, it's an honor to be on here. Congrats on the Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been operating under the impression that they're getting a cornerback, right? I mean, I know they're a total wild card. I'm kind of scared of Cooper DeJean, the white cornerback. That's incredibly unprecedented.
Sounds bigoted.
Shaq, you seem to be ignoring him.
I'm a big Cooper DeJean fan, but if you're talking like the number one, no defensive players have been taken so far.
He's the clear-cut number one, though. If you're going to take a corner,
Bustin's number one player available right now.
Bibbs.
What's up, Brandon Walker?
You like the corner? What do you like?
I think we need to take secondary. I don't hate someone off the edge, but question for Dwight Freeney. What do you think about a defensive tackle? I've heard Byron Murphy out of Texas is very good. Do you think a defensive tackle would be a good pick?
I think that'll also be a good pick, man. I think, look, the more guys to make some pressure on that quarterback, because this is a quarterback league. Everyone understands that. This is what the league is about. So how do you stop quarterbacks? You stop quarterbacks by putting pressure, especially when you play a cover 3 system like they do, where it's just 4 down linemen. They don't blitz much. That means you're going to have some dogs up front. So yeah, maybe a D tackle that can get after it. I like that as well. So I think it's either a corner or a D tackle or edge rusher. Honestly, in my opinion.
So there's 3 edges that are really at the top of everybody's draft board, whether it be Verse, Latu, or Turner. Is there anybody that really stands out as far as their traits that you admire?
I just like the natural ability and explosion of Turner. I think he has it all. He's played at a big school, and he made a lot of plays this year. That type of thing that you just can't teach. That speed, acceleration. He does have to get better at learning how to use moves, but that's with every guy that's coming from the draft. Sometimes you learn those types of things when you get to the NFL.
Frank.
Question for the
why the long
panel.
face?
Nice.
Well, roses are red, the Colts wear blue. If they continue to suck, they might be turned into glue.
That's damn good. That's really good.
All right, so we're finding out the pick very momentarily. Boys down there at the end, we've been doing tackle, receiver, quarterback all night. Is it finally time to go defense?
I think so. Again, you guys know where my head's at.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah. Dallas Turner, I think he'd be fun, to Dwight's point. But let's get a defensive guy off the board. Let's go defense.
Let's go defense.
Let's go
If you
defense.
like
Stop the
defense,
ball.
you have to be loving what's been happening in the draft so far because all the defensive players are sliding down. They can't be all this bad. I think it's just a product of good offensive players.
It is a defensive player. It is, what do you like about this guy, Latu out of UCLA?
He is the most natural pass rusher in the draft. The issue with him is medicals. He was medically retired by Washington. 2 years ago, he transferred to UCLA, and he was cleared to play there. He was very good the past 2 seasons. But I'd be worried. Is this a guy that is going to see a second contract? I think that he is a decent bet right now, probably for defensive rookie of the year. The question with him is shelf life and how long he's going to last.
And shorter arms.
Yes, and he has shorter arms.
Dwight Freeney, nobody knows more about getting after the quarterback than you in Indianapolis. You got the pass rusher here. That's who you said you wanted. What do you think?
Well, I don't really know much about him, to be quite honest with you. He wasn't someone that I sat there and watched and studied his game. But like I said, it's important to get to the quarterback. This is the type of league that we have now, is the quarterback, is the king. So the only way you're going to take that guy down is to have some edge rushers and guys who have some ability to get after the quarterback. So obviously, he has done it. Him being picked at 15, the Colts see something in him that they really do love. He has a good outside move, a good inside move a little bit, but he's not the speed or burner that I thought they would go after. But hey, you know what? A guy to hit the quarterback, I can't complain.
But he has the versatility. I mean, we saw him drop into coverage at UCLA. He had interceptions on obvious passing downs. He's the kind of guy that can kick inside. I think he's the kind of guy, if you throw the medicals out the window, teams are ecstatic to have a stud like that. You watch the tape, he jumps off the screen.
Yeah, when you look at the other 2 pass rushers, Dallas Turner is a really good speed guy. Jared Verse is a really strong bull rusher, power guy. Latu is kind of both. Like he can really finish, and he's got
moves.
Yeah, he's very good.
Jagger,
a lot of moves.
Moves on moves.
Could somebody explain to me what medically retired means?
Means medically retired.
Unfit to play.
That sounds terrible.
Means he was hurt, and they thought he was hurt forever,
His
but then
spine,
he's okay.
his neck.
I mean, I don't love hearing that. I'm just saying.
Well, he's back now. He's standing up there with Roger Goodell.
What did they say was wrong with him? What was this?
It was neck, right?
Yeah. Neck, yes.
Oh, God.
As a football player, you barely need a neck. It's fine.
Good point.
Well, look, obviously with the Indianapolis Colts picking him 15, obviously their medical staff, which I do know pretty well, maybe they felt like it's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, got to trust him.
Bibbs, last word.
Does me holding this football make it look like I know ball a little more?
I'd say yes.
No, I don't.
Yeah? Okay, that was what I was going for. That was the aesthetic I was going for.
Okay. All right, Indianapolis guys, thank you very much. Especially thank you to Dwight Freeney, Hall of Famer, for joining us. We now move to Frank has his Mariner hat on, his Let's Go Out in the Rain
Storm Chaser hat.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it rains almost every day in Seattle.
Is that true? I always thought that was a myth.
No.
It's brief periods. It's like 20 minutes. Yes.
Because Chicago's not actually the windiest city in the country. You know that, right?
Actually, you know what it is? Great Falls, Montana.
I think it's Great Falls, Montana is the windiest city.
It's only been good fall since 1976. You know why?
Why?
Since I left. I was born in Great Falls, Montana.
Were you?
Yes, and I haven't been back since I was less than 1 year old. And one of these days, hopefully, I'll get out and do a walk in Great Falls.
You should do a walk and a raw dogging out there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, in this draft we've got you. In this draft we've got you going to New Orleans, and we've got you going to Great Falls, Montana.
Sounds great.
All right. The Seahawks are up on the clock. We actually don't have anybody here, so we can just talk ball right here, boys.
What if you have to pee really bad and you've been holding it for the last 3 picks?
You pretend that you have to walk off because you're angry and you go pee.
Got you.
Fuck!
There you go.
Damn, Taylor, hopefully he gets that worked out.
It seems like we have something from Nick.
Oh, hey, Nick's in the Verizon
two rainy places.
war room. What's up, Nick?
Correct me if I'm wrong, boys. You cut to me for the Arizona Cardinals pick, and now I'm to talk about the Seattle Seahawks draft needs.
Well, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess back to you.
Thanks, Nick. You're doing a great job down there in the Verizon war room. Jay, what are the Seattle Seahawks needs?
The Seahawks are a team that is almost habitually trading down. Yes, John Schneider, the GM, typically is a guy who wants to acquire more picks, doesn't necessarily care about the top first round, would rather have quantity over quality. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade this pick. The Seahawks have some interesting needs. They have a lot of young guys in the secondary. Devin Witherspoon was obviously a big hit last year. Linebackers in need, but they don't have there's not a really big linebacker class that's draftable right now. Interior offensive line, so you could look to a local guy with Troy Fuatanu, who played tackle but could kick inside to guard. That would probably be my best pick for the Seahawks right now.
Are you taking a guard? Are you taking a guard in the middle of the first round?
So not sexy.
He's got the ability to kick out to tackle, but
Not
they drafted Charles
It's not
Cross.
sexy. It's not exciting. It's not smart.
These
It's
are
not
the sexy Seattle Seahawks.
I mean, you can get guards in the second round. You could get a Cooper Beebe. You could get a Zach Zinter later on in the draft. Why would you? It seems like the pick is in, but there's edges that are you're going to get so much more bang for your buck if you could hit on an edge.
Let's do a defense run.
Why not?
Run on defense.
Time. It feels like time. We need Byron Murphy. What about Byron Murphy?
Byron Murphy, certainly, but they just traded for Leonard Williams, so is that a position they're going to invest so much in?
You know what, Jay? One goddamn time, man. One goddamn time, get on the team.
I'm on the team.
Ron, in the movie Draft Day, the Seahawks got absolutely fleeced by Sonny Weaver. Do you think that has any effect on the play tonight?
I think that they have to be reeling from that. I think that every time that they watch the movie, and if you go to HBO this time of year, they are shoving this movie down our throat. HBO, HBO 2, HBO Family, HBO Espanol.
The entire run of networks.
They're shoving it down our throat. And so if you're a Seattle resident, you have to be sick to your stomach, fam, every time that you see that. So, you want to be more judicious with your draft picks. You want to maybe slow your roll. They hit a home run last year. Let's talk about Witherspoon. And then if you look at the year before, Tariq Woolen was also a stud. Maybe
they hit a lot of home runs out there, don't they?
It's maybe the air quality lets the ball travel farther, but they do well at drafting. You almost have to trust them, and if they are going defense, they basically have the pick of their litter outside of Liatu Latu.
Let's build on the inside.
What about? You want to build on the inside?
Tackle?
Not Cooper DeJean?
I would like Cooper DeJean. I would like Cooper DeJean. You guys know that. But
we just talked about all these.
Hey, where they at corner?
I think you might be able to say it every pick now.
Yeah,
we're past the quarterbacks.
We are getting in the back half of the draft, of the back half of the first round.
So,
but let's go a hog interior.
Hog. I like calling offensive defensive linemen hogs.
Yeah.
Can I talk about
some
names I like from this draft?
Please.
Just plain old names.
The actual names.
The names.
Okay.
Favorite name of the draft?
Chop Robinson.
Cooper DeJean?
No, and no. It's Rook Orororo.
I'm sorry?
Rook Orororo.
Thank goodness you didn't say it when the Doberman was here.
Rook Orororo. From Clemson.
The Doberman recovering. What a look.
Incredible look. I can't believe that he even let that on
he's a
camera.
dog?
He's an absolute dog. He's a tiger, he's a cat, and he's also a dog. If you want to look at cornerbacks, obviously Kool-Aid McKinstry, pretty damn cool name, but also Woo Governor.
Yeah.
Woo Governor. Woo Governor. Like he's cheering on a politician. And then if you're an Italian, there's two that you could love. It's Rocky Lombardi at quarterback. Rocky Lombardi's real nice. And if you're his enemy, maybe Dago Hunter. Dago Hunter is one of the names.
Oh, no.
No, he's literally a running back in this year's draft. Dago Hunter. I'm not making jokes over here. I'm reporting the news.
saying names.
I'm reporting the news, Frank.
That name is very offensive to the Italians.
Italians don't have any names that are
Rocky
offensive.
Lombardi seems fine.
Everything is fine. But Dago Hunter, I mean, that's just a
fun name to have.
Rocky
it's
Lombardi.
fun.
That's
you know
just a
who's
tough-ass name.
That's a
him.
tough name.
If the Giants don't pick him, they're fucking up.
Should he be a boxer, Rocky Lombardi?
It sounds
Lombardi's
nice.
a boxing name, and obviously Rocky being Rocky.
Absolutely.
Maybe an MMA fighter, Rocky Lombardi. Are you stepping into the octagon with Rocky Lombardi?
Are you stepping in with Rook Orororo?
No, 100% no.
Rook Orororo.
Where's he from?
He went to Clemson. He transferred, but he wound up at Clemson. He's a defensive tackle, and he's not bad.
Say it one more time, but this time with a higher pitch.
Rook Orororo. Was that nice?
What's his name? Rook Orororo.
Yeah, kind of like that one.
Oh, like
Say it again, Frank.
Rook Orororo.
Yeah, see? That's
One
a good
more
name.
time, Frank.
Rook Orororo.
I think Lawan might have been doing more than peeing.
If he is, I'd prefer that he hit me up.
Yeah.
If he wants to have fun, I want to have fun.
Frank, hit the music. The pick is in. So the Seahawks could, I don't know, I don't know where the draft really goes from here. Is there going to be a pattern from now on? It feels like it's just going to be hit or miss. Somebody will take a. I don't think there's going to be a run on receivers anymore.
No, but there are
other secondary
receivers.
run.
Yes. I think there's going to be a secondary run on receivers. Once you see, Brian Thomas Jr., if you see Xavier Worthy go, A.D. Mitchell.
Sure.
There's
Xavier Legette has had this massive push over the last couple of days. If you look at his gambling odds, he's like kind of right on the edge of the first round. I think plus 120 to go in the first round.
Yeah.
He's right there, but the first guy who's not positive odds to go in the first round.
Yeah, there are a bunch of guys that could go.
Roger Goodell.
I wouldn't expect the Seahawks to take one. I don't.
Do we know the pick?
I don't.
Do we know the pick?
Jay, the pick?
Let me think about it for a second.
He's thinking.
If it's Ruka Row, we're going crazy in here.
Let's go D-tackle.
Why not? Let's go Hogs.
Let's get a Big Nasty.
Big Nasty's a good name, too.
Goodell's reading an ad right now. It's just
Big Nasty, the Big Uglies, anything to disparage
I like Hog Mollies.
big man.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, we're going big. Compton call.
Byron Murphy, stout, strong, can two-gap.
Oh, look at him.
Can transition into a pass rush.
Now, he looks like he rented out a place as opposed to doing it from his home, unless that is his home, and that's a very intricate ceiling.
Cannot be his home. That cannot be his home.
I don't think it's his home. I think he rented out a place.
I like I like Byron Murphy, but I think that if you pop on that Texas tape, I think that T'Vondre Sweat really. Well, I mean, he's a space eater.
I was shocked T'Vondre Sweat wasn't more highly thought of in this draft process.
T'Vondre Sweat's an absolute beast.
But he was one of the best players in college football last year.
I mean, he's one of the fattest guys going. He's got a DUI.
I thought he was one of the best players in college football last year.
Watch his kid work.
Let's watch him work because. But how much does a 3-tech benefit from a space eater at nose?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking Will. I don't know. I'm asking as a non-football player.
How much does a space eater?
No. How much does a 3-tech benefit from playing next to a space eater that's a nose tap?
Yeah, big time because you're gonna have to double the guy that's taking up space. And somebody like Byron, we're talking about Byron, yes?
Yes.
This, I'm telling you, unassuming, 6 foot. He uses his leverage good. You just saw it on there: leverage, quickness, explosiveness. He's somebody who can manhandle you that you think you're going to block for a minute, and then he's going to get off the block. He's going to run to the football, and he's got tape. Turn on the Alabama tape. He pops in the Alabama tape.
Uh-oh. The Vikings are moving again. So, all
right, Chaps.
Chaps was in here to do the Jags pick, but he is now leaving because the trade has been made. Of course, Byron Murphy is the pick for the Seattle Seahawks, but now instead of the Jacksonville Jags, we have the Minnesota Vikings coming back up. Did they have a second pick in the first round,
They did. They were picking 23, so it looks like they're moving up 6 spots.
But they also already traded to get into the 23 spot by giving up next year's number 2 pick. So it seems like they're really cashing in a lot of assets this year, a la the Texans last year, which makes you think they believe that they're going to be playing for the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
They get the 17 for the 23, a 5th, and a 3rd and a 4th next year.
So they've already given up a 2nd and a 3rd today to do these 2 moves?
They gave up a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th from next year.
Mm-hmm. So they are obviously aggressive. Are they getting somebody for J.J. McCarthy, or are they getting somebody for the defensive side of the ball?
It looks like they're going defense with Dallas Turner.
This is Dallas Turner.
It looks like.
Okay, so this is a guy that we've been talking about for 4 or 5 picks now from Alabama. Obviously very productive down at Alabama, and those guys typically are highly regarded in the NFL draft.
They also just made a kind of interesting move this offseason.
That's fine, Compton. That was fine.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Well, you laughed. You snickered.
Well, I gave a little chuckle.
But
You
it
gave
was a breath
gave
laugh.
a little grin as well.
It was a breath laugh.
You gave a little grin like, yeah.
Yeah, I
rounded that out.
Yeah. Okay, Shay.
You found your way through it.
I did.
Yeah,
we battle here.
Yes,
we fight.
battle.
Jonathan Greenard.
Yes, he's certainly an edge rusher that is going to be competing with Dallas Turner.
I mean,
wow, green suit. I like
green
it.
suit.
Mint green.
Yep.
But they added Jonathan Greenard in the offseason.
Oh, look, he's not smiling. It's all business. It is all business from Dallas Turner.
He's got Hancock's on.
Tough to be all business in a seafoam green suit.
It is, but the face is.
Yeah, but you see the V in his back.
Yeah.
Got a V in
Great back.
Great back.
Great back.
And look at the tailoring on the suit at the top of his thighs.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Great back. Is that something you notice quickly in training camp? You see a guy you're like,
You always
"God damn."
appreciate a nice back. A good V on a man goes a long way.
How many pull-ups?
If I get this muffin top off, I got a decent.
Either you got a good back. Lawan has a back.
Will Compton has a D1 back.
Yeah. solid back. This
guy, he'll have fun in Brian Flores' defense. He gets after your ass. Brian Flores, he mixes it up, especially on third down. I think they got a monster in Dallas.
If I'm a Vikings fan, I got to be happy that my team is just going after it tonight. Like they're attacking this draft.
Yeah. Something makes me nervous about this, though.
What?
Top tier SEC schools, they got that silver spoon shoved away up those guys' asses. And
This coming from fucking Michigan?
Let him cook. Let him cook for 1 second. Jesus Christ.
I just get, based on my experience.
A Michigan guy saying somebody else has a silver spoon.
Based on my experiences with Isaiah Wilson in the 2020 draft, I always get a little nervous.
But that was bad homework.
That was bad homework.
We just came from Bama.
I know, and I'm projecting my fears. I'm projecting my fears because I'm a J.J. McCarthy fan, and now that makes me a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Look at that speed, man.
He's got it, man. He's got the juice. He's got the stuff.
Say, what do you think of Dallas Turner?
React.
He's a very fast guy. I mean, at 17, you're getting an edge rusher that was projected to go top 10, so the value is there. Latu already went, so, versus the other one of the big three that are out there. I think this is a fair move. They obviously didn't think he was going to be there at 23, so they felt the need to move up. I think they were aggressive, and I think it paid off.
You know who's winning right now? Any team that needs a cornerback.
Oh, yeah.
Because the cornerbacks are free-falling right now.
Led by Cooper DeJean.
Arnold.
We need him.
Oh, he's going
nervous. He might not.
No,
let's not put that.
I don't want to be
saw the tweet.
never happen.
You guys saw that tweet yesterday.
That would never happen.
Gene is our Jackie Robinson. This could be history if we
really
get him off the board in the first round.
He really is.
Big glasses from Dallas Turner.
I like it, though.
Is that a problem?
No, I think that's what you want in a defensive end. If he's an offensive guard with big glasses like that, maybe he's too big for his britches.
I don't know. Those were Betty White-ish glasses.
Sunglasses, too.
Tip of the cap to Betty White, though.
Yeah, shout out her. R.I.P.
Big time salute.
R.I.P. all the olds we've lost recently. Bob Barker, Betty White. Yeah, she died right shy of her 100th birthday.
Ah, nuts.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. Good life.
Great life.
Yeah, we got the Bengals. The Bengals are on the clock. Again, we have no Barstool guest here. So
is it a receiver or is it a defensive end? Because they just had a receiver and a defensive end asked for a trade.
That must have been a big reason why Minnesota traded up. Trey Hendrickson just requesting a trade today. He's a very, very good defensive player. Yeah, I mean, they have options here. Brian Thomas Jr. is an option, and his pro comp is T. Higgins, which would be interesting if they end up trading T. Higgins, who had requested a trade, as you mentioned. They've got some needs, but they're a solid team. Once back healthy next year, I think the Bengals will obviously contend right up there with the Chiefs.
Yeah. The Bengals are going to be elite next year.
Yeah, you got Joey B, man.
So we got the receivers on our board here. We got Troy Franklin, Brian Thomas Jr., Adonai Mitchell, Keon Coleman, Ladd McConkey. There's even others. Xavier Worthy's not on that list. So
I'm not a big Xavier Worthy fan.
Okay, well.
But Xavier Leggett?
Xavier Leggett, he's okay.
What?
I'm not big on.
Who do you like?
Wait,
I'm on tape, bro.
Leggett's the kid from South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
I put
rocked
you
up
in
beast
in the draft here right now.
He's a stud.
And I say
true X.
You got to take a receiver. Who you taking?
My next ranked receiver that's available.
Troy? Is that not your rank?
I like Troy Franklin out of Oregon. Brian Thomas Jr., another one. A.D. Mitchell.
You're reading your rankings. It's on the screen.
Yeah, but Che has his own.
I can barely see that.
Che has his own.
You can barely see that, but he can see this. This is the smallest print I've ever seen.
I know it is very hard. It is very hard to see.
But let's look at your team needs right there. It says wide receiver, tight end, DB, and then running back. You're not going to take a running back. Running backs are plus 1,000. There's none of them that are going to go in the first round, though. Tight end, we've already seen our top tight end go off the board.
Yep.
And unless you love Brian Thomas, you're probably not taking a wide receiver, which means this could be DB territory.
Certainly. Yeah.
I don't sleep on Blake Corum for this pick.
No.
Go and get Corum. I mean, why not Junior Colson, though, if we're going to go? Or what about Stanstrel?
Brentwood, Tennessee kid. War Daddy, linebacker.
Or Mike Stanstrel,
Chris Jenkins, get a DT.
Chris Jenkins?
Does an inside backer go tonight?
Brentwood, fine program.
I don't think so. As a backer guy, what do you think? I mean, there's a couple backers, Edgerrin Cooper, Peyton Wilson.
Sure. As you've seen in the past, though, you don't need to go in the first round because you can have some guys who can play about a decade in the league. So you can wait days 2 and 3 to get you in.
Maybe day 4.
Maybe day 4.
Day 4.
Round 8.
Don't sleep on day 4.
Round 8.
Round 8.
There's value in round 8.
There's value in round
linebackers for sure.
So we'll find out the Bengals pick very, very soon. You feel strongly receiver here?
No, not strongly. I think there is value, as Ron mentioned, at cornerback. So I think cornerback or receiver are probably two moves, or they could address the offensive line with Fuatanu.
You two have been on college campuses recently. You've been to Tuscaloosa, you've been to Oregon. You've seen a lot of great players with college programs lately. What's been your favorite place?
Man. Nebraska is probably number one on my
Nebraska's
list.
so nice, yeah.
Nebraska.
Alabama,
what about you, Taylor?
Alabama was very nice.
Mexico City has those beautiful campuses.
Yeah, Mexico City's got a couple of beautiful campuses.
Oregon was gorgeous.
I didn't get to see Oregon. I'm very upset I didn't get to go check that out. I heard Florida State's got that gritty vibe, though, which I kind of resonate with. I love that kind of attitude they got there.
Hey, if we're talking Florida State, I mean, Jared Verse is a stud.
I thought, again, coming out of college football, I thought before entering the draft process, Jared Verse was a surefire top 10 pick. And
he bullies guys.
He bullies guys. He's a grown-ass man. He is old. He's a little old. But this is a guy that I just feel like he dominated in college football when he was healthy. And I don't follow the pre-draft process as much as I follow college football. Where did it go wrong for him? Did it go wrong for him?
No, I don't think it went wrong for him, but just like you're stepping up in competition. You're going against,
it's the Mike.
You're going
Mike
against,
pack.
Not skinny Taylor, but you're going against jacked up Taylor Lewan. You're going against, big time offensive tackles. If you're, 255, you're not going to bully and dog walk those guys back to the quarterback. So I am getting word though that the Bengals are going Amarius Mims, the tackle out of Georgia with 8 career starts.
This is a guy got the body type, everything you want to see out of a tackle, except for playing college football.
Yes. 8 starts.
Like he went to a big-time program, sure.
Yes.
8 starts, couldn't stay on the field for various reasons.
Yep.
But he's also, in his junior year, he's playing against TCU.
Yeah.
He's playing in a national championship game.
He's a stud.
Game after that, and then he's in the. If Dallas Turner was in the same kind of boat, being stuck behind Will Anderson, how much are you going to penalize him?
Yeah, he's massive. He's 6'8.5". He's 340 pounds. He's got 36-inch arms. He's a giant of a man, but to Brandon's point, just
hold the fuck on. Hold on. What the fuck are you two writing down there? What are you writing?
Draft notes.
Taylor had a very important note.
Hard-hitting stuff
just
between
past my desk. There's some very fire pizza outside. Not much left, though.
Would you like to go get a slice of pizza?
I'm okay. I'm in the batter's box.
Was it the pepperoni or the
They got some
sausage?
They got some good ones out there. I'll just say that, and they're big slices too.
They're long but thin.
Yeah, big Sandos out there too, which looks really good. I didn't get my chance to dive in there because the production team came and grabbed me.
The meatball sub was terrific.
Taylor, we need you back. Back on the desk.
Kind of looked at me like, "What are you doing out here?" And then Minty started talking to me, and that was a bit of that went for a while. But I finished the pizza while he.
So how much did you learn about Mincy's life?
He's got a nice big party set up for us next year in New Orleans.
Yes.
There's going to be a place that wants us to do something. Looking forward to February of 25.
All right, Goodell.
Oh, Goodell is laboring. He is laboring.
Brother, he's
a pinch nerve.
Hey, that's me getting off the
zonked right now. He is out of there.
For sure.
My boy's in the clouds.
I know low back pain when I see it.
No, for sure. That's a sciatic nerve right there. It's going down his left leg. I can almost guarantee. Not great stuff.
So let's talk about this pick for a second. 8 starts.
Yeah.
You say he left as a junior?
And it is, in fact, Amarius Mims from Georgia. Go ahead.
I don't know anything about this guy.
6'7", 3.
Body for days. This is I think he was like a 9-star recruit. He was a guy that goes to Georgia. He's a stud. He just couldn't stay on the field, whether it was injury or being behind guys that were also in the league. So it's not like he was behind, paper boys. He was behind Georgia players, and there was injuries. But when he's on the field, he's dominant.
And you see him. This is the other network's clips, but he's absolutely stoning 44 on Ohio State. The same guy that we said was giving trouble to our buddy from Penn State over there.
Check him out in space.
He looks good. That's a dancing bear right there is what that is.
I also don't think you can go wrong at this point just taking a flyer on Georgia players. Like, these guys, they won 2 straight national titles before Michigan won it. Obviously, the Eagles have gotten fat off Georgia players lately.
I would have loved to have Amarius Mims.
Yeah, and this is a guy, he's going to have a pedigree coming from that program, being ready to play NFL football, even if he has only. My God, Frank.
Ram it. We know how to ram it. Let's ram it. We'll be rocking LA all night and all day. So let's ram it.
Let's ram it.
We're gonna ram it.
How many tackles
ram
is
it.
this? 5, 6?
5.
5 tackles.
Many offenses.
6 QBs,
Yeah.
5 tackles,
5 tackles off the board.
2 receivers.
3 receivers.
2, 3?
3.
3
3
receivers.
receivers and a tight end.
Yep, the 2, 4, 6, and 9, and a tight end.
What's the
And
record
2
for
DNs.
offensive players being drafted in the
What's the
first
record for
round?
offensive
I think
players
it's
being
19,
drafted?
right?
Well, the
wouldn't
over-under
go
was
through that.
20.5 this year. So, I mean, it was Vegas already expected it. But the thing that I expect is some darn delicious Pepsi every time that I'm cracking open. I mean, look at Donnie enjoying a Pepsi right there. Chef Donnie's actually serving us some savory carne asada tacos along with an ice-cold Pepsi because every meal tastes better with Pepsi. Pepsi is an essential part of the most undeniably delicious food moments. Let's face it, Pepsi just makes every bite better. That refreshing pop of sweet, fizzy Pepsi bubbles makes even the best food taste better. Grab a Pepsi for your next meal, as every crave-worthy bite is better with Pepsi. I cannot wait for some carne asada. I'm in Fuller territory. Someone tell me to lay off the Pepsi.
So, with the Rams coming up, we welcome now Andrew Whitworth, the King, Thursday Night Football on Prime, Super Bowl champion, and Walter Payton, Man of the Year. Andrew Whitworth, the Rams are on the clock. What are we thinking, Mr. Whitworth?
The boys, I'm good, baby. Listen, I'm sitting in the weight room. We're talking about Pepsi, pizza. I mean, I'm missing out right now. But the Rams, you know what? I got a feeling we're going probably an edge rusher. That'd be my guess. I mean, that's one of the biggest needs for them. I feel like that's probably where they're going to go.
Boys, talk to Andrew Whitworth.
Looks like the UV rays are high out there, Andrew.
Hey, baby. Hey, Will, you know this. Us 10-year vets, man, when you get retired, you're hitting the golf course, you're hanging out. You know what I mean? It's a sunny day out here in California. Starting to have a sunset. It's great, man.
Big Whit, do you miss the game at all, or are you just so happy doing your Thursday night football gig, ripping around, doing podcasts left and right, except for busting with the boys in the last 4 years? How is it being retired?
I don't miss it at all. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'll just be honest. You know, I miss the locker room, the boys. That's it. Outside of that, I don't miss the game at all. I mean, it's an offensive lineman, man. It's gritty up in there, baby. You got to get down and be ready for some physicality each and every week. And I loved it while I did it, but now I enjoy watching my kids play sports, playing some golf, hanging out with the boys, traveling a little bit, doing Thursday night football, and that's about all the football I need.
He looks incredible. Look at his beard.
Look at his chest. It takes up the entire
He's
screen.
happy.
The man is
Look
all
at him.
chest.
He's out of
He's a happy
doors,
guy right there.
enjoying the sun.
He's loving it.
So we just saw Aaron Donald retire into a incredible era out there. Do you think that there's any thought to maybe replenishing at defensive tackle, or is it just, hey, let's get some guys in the trenches, let's get after the quarterback however we can?
I think they're going to definitely probably look edge. I mean, listen, repeating Aaron Donald's probably never going to happen. It's a pretty low percentage to ever have a guy that really had the impact he had on the game of football. But I think they do need, obviously an edge guy. I mean, you look at it last year, they had a lot of success in the draft, a lot of great young players that played well for them. I mean, Puka Nacua, one of my favorite names, not only I got to watch, but my favorite name to say. And, obviously had some success. Steve Avila played great for him up front. You look at that draft, it was really good. The year before, really good. So they're a young football team. They got Byron Young, who also played really well on the one edge, but on the other side, they're looking for that guy to really replace. And I don't think you replace Aaron Donald, but you got Kobe Turner in the middle, who had a great year as well. And they're going to look for that other edge piece, that guy that can help them, that 3-4 front they play a lot of.
So who is it at the edge? I mean, is it Verse? Do we like Chop Robinson? What do we think? It's Verse?
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Verse.
Jared Verse. You look at it, I think it's Jared Verse. I mean, I think that's the guy. I mean, I know they looked at both Chop Robinson and him extensively. It sure seems like it'd be him. And there it is. Yeah, Jared Verse. I love it, man. There we go. Florida State Seminole, baby. Let's go.
That's a very solid football player.
Need him.
Jay, you think he's he's strong. He's great, obviously an edge rusher, but you think strength is his game?
I think the strength is certainly his game. He's a bull rusher, and he's taken a big leap in competition. He's going from the ACC to the NFL. So we'll see how he does. But if he can develop more of a pass rush plan, the sky's the limit for this guy. And obviously the Rams think he's going to do that. So
did you say this guy's the limit for this guy?
Yeah. The sky is the limit.
This guy is the limit for this guy.
the sky's the limit
For the sky. For the sky.
The sky's the limit for the
The ceiling
sky.
is the roof, you know?
Jay, when you're evaluating tape and you say you don't always have a pass rush plan, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, Shay.
Certainly, especially with bull rushers or speeders, if they're going just straight to their one move and then and that gets blocked up, how do they counter? I would like to see him have a little bit more, mix it up, speed rush, power rush, inside move. Can he develop that in the
at the
NFL?
next level, baby, when these hands hit you, there is no counter plan. You know what I mean? That's the problem. You better win from the jump.
Got to win from the jump. And a pass rush plan more goes into before the ball is snapped. What even Jay is talking about is reacting to a set and your hands. How are you going to handle that type of situation? What level of the quarterback are you at when you're going back to make an inside move, whether it be a spin or a rip on the inside? This guy's got the talent. He's got the moves. He's got the speed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we know this both, Taylor. I mean, it's those guys that have a natural feel for it. They have the natural ability to get in the game, feel a rush, and make a move and a counter as that play develops. And I think that's something that you either naturally do or you don't. And if you don't have that, then you got to be great at one thing. And if this guy's got power and he's got ability to stretch the edge, he's got to be able to knock people back into the quarterback and really improve one thing first and then develop that ability to naturally react.
Well, Andrew Whitworth, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate you. And congratulations to the Rams for getting their guy. We got to move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are up next. We have a couple. We have a couple guys waiting for us, including Jersey Jerry, who will be joining us in just a moment. And then, am I skipping one? No, we're good. We're on the Steelers, right? Yeah, Steelers on the clock. We got Jersey Jerry and Nick Terraney, who's in the Verizon War Room, and they're actually going to stay there. And we're also going to join in with Pat Fryermuth, who will be joining us shortly. Nick and Jerry, what are our thoughts?
All right, I'm here with Jersey Jerry. Jerry, thoughts? Who do you want?
I like Cooper DeJean. I think he's the T.J. Watt of DBs. Who do you want?
I want Ladd McConkey. It's somebody I could relate to. He's my Black Little Mermaid, Jer. So I'm excited for that. We'll see who they take though. What do you think? Have you heard anything?
Hey, look. I mean, I know. Yeah, I know. I got the pick 2 picks ago.
You know it?
Yeah, it's Troy Fatnew.
Troy Fatnew?
Yeah, I think it's Fatnew.
Oh, fuck. Guys, it's Troy Fatnew.
Jay, is it Troy Fatnew?
Who knows?
I haven't heard that.
Big.
We got big old Troy Fatnew coming to the Berg.
All right, we got Pat Fryermuth joining us.
Oh, Pat's here too. Here, you want to hear him?
We think we know the pick. I don't know if we know the pick at all. Jerry just said that. What are you thinking right here?
I'm thinking the kid from Duke, the center,
Graham Barton.
But I think it's either going to be a tackle or center guard.
Yeah, Pat. I got bad. Well, not bad news, but the news that we were going to get Barton is not going to happen. We just got, I think this guy Troy Fatnew.
Who's your insider?
I can't reveal my sources, but he works for the Steelers.
You kind of just did a little bit.
No, not really.
No, not really.
Wait, but how does Jerry have better sources than Pat?
I believe he might have got it from Kevin Adams.
Oh,
I'm the one who told him that.
You told Kevin Adams.
Yeah, I dropped the pick.
So you're a source.
Yeah, but I didn't want. I'm not a guy who's going to put out picks.
You just did.
I'm saying I don't want to spoil it for nobody.
You told us, and then you told Kevin Adams.
Fair, but I'm on air. I'm not on Twitter. Big Cat, say what's up, Pat.
Big Cat, what's up, man?
Hey, Steven, how is this guy Troy Fatnew? He's good?
He's good. He's a left tackle. He could kick inside to guard. He is
How old is he?
I
think he's 20.
Okay.
All right, we have reports of 22 and 20.
He might be 22.
Might be 23, turning
5th-year senior.
Could be 21.
He's a very aggressive guy. Really, really good run blocker. He had a highlight earlier this year where he was blocking without a helmet, so I think he's a Steelers type guy.
Do you agree that's the pick?
I haven't heard that, but if Jerry says that's a pick,
it is a pick.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I believe it.
Jay's got sources too. I'm checking sources.
It is the pick. I got it straight from the owner.
Well, you said.
You got it from the owner, Jerry.
Not to reveal sources.
You never said any names.
I never said the name.
Pat Fryermuth, is Jerry talking to the owner?
Steelers have multiple owners, Brandon.
Is he talking to any of the owners?
He's right.
Ravens.
He's right what?
Fatnew. It's Fatnew.
Fatnew.
So it's Fatnew. Fatnew turns 24 on October 11th.
Old as fuck.
Yeah, he's old as fuck.
Pat, how old are you?
We need it though. We need older guys.
Yeah, we need
now,
some
man.
trench work. We need some trench bullies.
Yeah, he's ready. It's bully ball. I mean, you have to be excited about bully ball. You can establish yourself with a nice hard nose. But is he going to play guard? Is he going to play tackle? Where's he going to play?
I don't know. We have a bunch of left tackles on the rosters. We got Broderick, we got Dan Moore, and then we drafted another left tackle. Who knows what's going on?
Is he left tackle or right tackle?
I don't even know. I don't know what he is, Patty. I never heard of the fact.
5 positions. He's a 5-position guy.
Why don't you ask the source?
I didn't ask the source.
LaJuan, you got to be happy seeing all these tackles come off.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Taylor's in there. Taylor, how is this guy?
He's got great feet. There was him and the kid from Oregon State. Those two at the combine, they were just a head and shoulders above in the athletic category. They have great change of direction.
Okay.
And this guy's got a nasty streak too. You're going to have a good time with this dude. This is what you want for Najee Harris. This is what you want for Arthur Smith. I
love that.
He's going to make these guys, when they're running the ball, the zone scheme that they're going to run, that wide zone where they're running off the ball and not just chopping their feet. This is going to be exactly the guy you want that's going to open up holes and get Najee 1,000+ yards this year.
Sounds like a bully.
Sounds like a bully. I like that, Taylor, so I'm happy now.
Pat, what'd you get for dinner tonight, bro?
I'm in Detroit, so I got a chicken quesadilla.
All right.
Why are you in Detroit, Pat?
That's what you got to get in Detroit.
I'm announcing the pick tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So you're in the north part of America and you got a quesadilla.
Good question.
Yeah, there's a little room service.
Okay, I see.
That's safe for the
Hotel vibes,
stomach.
hotel
Yeah.
vibes.
But he did kind of like that's what you get in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm in Detroit, so you know what I was getting.
Had to get it.
Yeah.
I do.
What's up, Pat? Good to see you.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pat, as a winner of the Block of the Year award, is that the most prestigious award that you could have ever dreamed of at this point in your career so far?
I mean, I would like to put it in my office, but I have yet to receive the award.
Oh, look at Cam Hayward.
We don't typically send it. I will get one sent to you. I will get a block.
You don't send it. It's a brick. You could just send him the brick.
Yeah.
It's very expensive shipping.
Brick?
For a brick?
Yeah, by the pound.
How brick? One brick is like what? That's very light.
We'll get it to you, Pat.
When did he win the award?
His rookie year, so 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness!
You haven't sent this guy a brick for 3 years.
I haven't sent anybody a brick.
Pat, I will send you a brick myself.
I appreciate
Quarter
that.
brick, half a brick, whole brick.
I'm out of the brick game.
All right, Jared.
Nick, what do you like Fontenot?
He doesn't have.
I like to do some Duke.
Nick's over there chilling.
Pat, how you liking Arthur Smith, new OC?
Good.
He's great, man. He's what we needed. He's good. I love the offense. Very. I think it's gonna help me a lot. I think it's gonna help the tight end room a lot, and I think it's gonna help. Just get us back on track to what we need: run the ball and play action.
And how about Russ? How much interaction have you had with Russ, and what kind of leader is that guy?
Yeah, I've had a lot of interaction with him. I just got back from San Diego working out with him, and he's been in the building every single day, and he's been great to be around. So it's been solid.
Pat, talk to me about your responsibilities on 19 Zorro.
19 Zorro, I am coming back on the block of the end.
That's why
Correct.
Sift. Yeah. Okay. What about Zap?
Not really.
We haven't installed that yet.
Haven't installed Zap yet. Okay.
What can he look forward to, Taylor?
So what's his responsibility?
It's a front side, outside zone run. The F and the Y are going to work together to the first most dangerous, the Sam on the front side.
We call that quattro now.
Yeah, quattro is when you four-call it and you're moving back one person.
Oh dear.
It's all right, brother.
His name's not Fat.
Once you get that offense, you're going to be running like a dream.
Oh, I love this guy.
You're going to absolutely love it. You're going to absolutely love it.
I can't wait.
Wow,
I can't wait.
Quattro is Mike respotted.
Great grandmother with him.
Tackle, Jerry, you're right.
I know I was right. I got it straight from the source.
Why are you hollering?
This guy looks big. I like that.
He's a tackle.
You need a Samoan on your line.
I love big guys like that. No diddy.
No diddy.
Is he a guard or a tackle?
He is a tackle, but he's most likely going to kick inside the guard in the pros. He played left tackle.
You've said that multiple times.
He says that a lot.
Yeah. You think everybody's kicking inside the guard?
They can, depending on what the coach will
Sure,
say.
I love when Will tests someone by just asking a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little question.
Just a little question, like, hey, what do you mean by that? He got my ass with that last year. It kept me up for about.
Oh, this guy.
Are you talking about the?
All right, Steelers guys, thank you very much.
Thank
Pat
you.
Fryman,
See you,
very
Pat.
much
Guys,
for
have a
joining.
great day.
No problem.
All right, we move next to the Miami Dolphins. And I look to my left and I see Frank the Tank in his finest Dolphins gear. I look to my right, and why are you dressed like that?
I feel like I'm the
Nicky
GM
Smokes.
making the pick today.
Well, the GM that we have actually doesn't have a functioning brain. So
I can't hear him.
I can't either.
He said
The GM doesn't have
The GM doesn't have a functioning brain.
All right, so then picture me as the new GM that does have a functional brain.
You look like a Madden creative.
we've lost
That's fine.
all the good tackles have been taken. We're basically going to get junk.
We're not going to get junked, Frank. We're going to get the best wide receiver in this draft.
Another wide receiver.
We need another wide receiver, Frank.
No more wide
We
receivers.
need a third wide receiver. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle is not enough. We need Xavier Worthy from Texas.
You can't win with just wide receivers. You need blockers. You need
No,
defense.
we need more speed.
Oh, Xavier Worthy would be a
No
bad.
one's ever won with speed.
He runs a
This is a
4.240. You pair him with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, no one can stop us, Frank. We need more
They
speed.
didn't stop us last year.
We need more speed.
Professional. Ever the professional right
A
there.
wide receiver would piss me the fuck off.
Well, get ready.
How do
Get
you
ready.
feel about Lad McConkey?
I don't care. I want Xavier Worthy from Texas.
Well, they already have Braxton Berrios.
Yeah.
Kind
We
of
don't
the
need
same archetype.
Braxton Berrios.
Well, you already have.
We got enough receivers.
I'm saying this guy is way better than Braxton Berrios.
Do you?
Surplus receivers.
You think Braxton Berrios would be better than Xavier Worthy?
He said it, not me.
You don't know the Dolphins.
Well, what about what about Chase Claypool? What about all the resources you guys?
You did not just name drop Chase
But I'm
Claypool.
saying, look at all the resources you guys have invested at wide receiver. Is it time to maybe spread the wealth around?
I think what the gentlemen are saying is we got enough receivers.
What about
Let's get
Graham?
something
What
else.
about Graham Barton? What about Jackson Powers Johnson?
Defensive back or line. That's it.
What about Cooper DeJean?
I can fuck with little Cooper DeJean, but we're set at safety and we're set at corner.
Well, he's a corner.
Then we need to depend.
We're set at corner.
Are we set at corner?
We got
Offensive line, the
Fuller from
best
the
fucking
Commanders. We got
offensive line
Jalen
after that.
Ramsey, Jordan Poyer, and Javon Hall.
All right, Frank. Perfect world. Who do you pick right here?
The best offensive lineman that's left. I wanted.
But you can get that in the second round. There's no one left.
I don't think you could get
Graham Barton is a
The
five
Dolphins-
position
We picked
guy.
like so far
The
down.
Dolphins
We're gonna get nothing. We're gonna have the weakest line. Tua's gonna get killed. We're gonna be watching Mike White next year.
The Dolphins haven't drafted an interior offensive lineman since 1989.
And that's why they haven't done anything.
Mike
Since
McDaniel
1989.
loves speed.
That's not right.
Interior offensive lineman, not tackle, interior.
You mean in the first round?
Guard or
Jackson
center in the
Powers
first round
Johnson?
since 1989.
Jackson Powers Johnson sounds nice.
Didn't they draft him?
Little interior cat, center,
Not in the first
guard.
round.
We need to protect Tua. We need to have him step up. Our offensive line was terrible in December.
You can't even
Oh,
name
okay,
the offensive lineman that they were drafting.
Time out. Frank, what about the defensive line?
That would help too. I wouldn't be too upset about that.
What if I told you?
It's been pretty banged.
What about Chop Robinson from Penn State?
Who?
Nah, I want Xavier.
Chop Robinson from Penn State.
It's already in.
Are you?
Is it in? Do you know what it is?
Chop
Robinson from Penn State.
That's the official
Yes, we
pick.
took it fourth round.
You just said you wanted a lineman. Frank, your Dolphin had his own, but I'm looking at you. You just said you wanted a lineman.
I wanted offensive line.
But I said, what about defensive line? You said, oh, yeah, that'd be okay.
Wait, we went.
Is this guy any good?
Yes.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
All right, I cashed my bet. Good. Win.
You had a bet the whole time?
Yeah, I had them to go DN. But then when Verse came off the board, I pivoted to receiver.
Does anybody understand what's happening here?
No, they've.
I cashed my bet. The Dolphins got a dog, and like everyone's happy.
But you
except
came
Frank.
in saying Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, but I cashed my bet, so like it all balances out.
I don't think you had a bet.
I'll show you it. And Stephen Che, by the way, you're built like a fucking.
At least he's not a wide receiver. God forbid it be a wide receiver.
What is built like a?
He's a square. He's a Lego.
It's hard to argue.
Position. Defensive end.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chop Robinson. What do we think, Che? Not a lot of production, a lot of traits.
A lot of trade.
Pork chop. When he was a young baby, his mother said he looked like a pork chop.
That's like Womack.
The size of Trent, I believe, at birth. Very similar.
14 pounds.
Yes.
How big is he now?
More than 14 pounds.
255-ish.
255. Is he at least 6'3"?
I think he's 6'2".
Have you not looked into this at all?
I mean, I did not have him on my draft board. No, I didn't.
You didn't have, well, everybody else
No,
did.
I had Jared Verse, Xavier Worthy, and then I had Latu, and I just looked at all the other guys that
How'd you
had
go about putting this draft board together?
players that had severe injuries that would like affect their longevity. That's what I put on the Dolphins draft board.
Why?
Because
that's all they
Jalen
take.
Phillips medically retired. Tua had a broken hip. We just love drafting guys that are injured. Jalen Waddle was hurt coming out of college. All we do is draft injured players. So I figured we'd continue that trend and keep drafting injured players. And
Bussin' boys, defense.
We did.
I don't care about defense.
I thought we were rooting for defense.
We're rooting for some defensive players to get off the board.
Yeah, when you were gone, Compton was all defense, defense, defense.
Well, Compton's a defensive guy. The guy played nearly a decade.
I guess I should have said Bussin' boy, not Bussin' boys.
Yeah.
I apologize.
It's always exciting when a defensive player comes off the board. I think these guys should be excited.
Woo! I don't know if Frank's excited, though. He looks dead.
Frank, you said, I asked you, I specifically said, Frank, what about...
This guy better be good, I tell you what. I'm tired of this GM, Chris Greer, who's had a job forever and has produced nothing. I am sick and tired of watching that logo. And we need the throwback logo.
It does. We do need the throwback logo.
That's fine.
And this guy better not miss because he's missed a whole lot.
He's done pretty good, too.
Odds are he's going to miss.
Why? Is that
We haven't won a playoff game since I've been alive.
We've had teams all night, and you guys are the first negative fans we've had.
It's been 23 years since we won a freaking playoff game.
24.
You're damn right we're negative.
Amen, Frank. You're a fucking Dolphins fan, or so you claim to be, and you're wearing a fucking Chargers jersey on draft night.
It matches the jacket.
I don't give a shit.
It matches the jacket.
It's either you're a Dolphins fan or you're not.
You guys are trending up.
I think so too. Playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and 0 wins. Both blowout games. Not even close.
You guys are really injured going.
Actually, no, the Bills game was close.
You guys were injured going against the Chiefs, and you had to play in 0 degree weather.
It's just not fair when
No,
they have
actually,
to play
0
against
degrees would have been an
All I'm
improvement.
saying is you're on the
-20.
ups.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
be
I don't know about
excited
this pick, but fuck it. I'll trust them. We have no choice.
No
All
choice.
right, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Frank, you're going to stay here. You're going to get the fuck out.
But we definitely are excited about the cheesesteaks that are coming up because the Eagles are on the clock. If you're the Eagles, how excited are you? Every cornerback has dropped. Quinion Mitchell dropped. Terrion Arnold dropped. Cooper DeJean dropped. And if you are obsessed with an offensive tackle, good luck. You can still get Tyler Guyton. And even better, you can always get a Pepsi and you can always get a cheesesteak because Chef Donnie is in the lab with the pen and the pad right now, chefing up some Philly cheesesteaks along with an ice cold Pepsi Zero Sugar because every meal tastes better with a Pepsi. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar for your next meal as every crave-worthy bite is even better with a Pepsi. How good was that last one that he served up to us? I think I still have carne asada in my teeth.
I tell you what, nothing pairs with cheesesteak better than Pepsi.
That's an absolute fact. Right now.
You know, I have my soda pairing game, and the perfect pair for cheesesteak is, in fact, Pepsi.
Well, we have a lot of guests with us today. We are joined by Smitty, Gilly, and Shady, Mr. LaShawn McCoy. Fellas, we'll start with you, Shady. Who do you think we should be going with this next pick that we have for the Eagles? All the cornerbacks are available.
You know what? It's a trick one for me because I don't want to pick the wrong one and it'd be a whole issue. So I'm going to let y'all go first. See what y'all think.
Okay, Gilly, what do you think?
Me personally, I think it should be Cooper DeJean.
Trying to put mustard on his jacket.
Did not see that coming.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because we had a LaShawn who was really good, and we had a DeShawn that was really good, and that rhymes with both of them.
That makes a lot of sense. He's big, he's strong, he could play, safety, he could return punts, he could do it all. Smitty, are we agreeing? Are we all in agreement?
Hey, I'm fine with Cooper. I'm fine with Cooper. I'm fine with Mitchell. I'm fine with Arnold. I'm not fine with any offense. I'm not fine with anything else. If they don't go defense here, it's like, come on. Like, what are we doing?
If they don't get a cornerback, they better get a linebacker.
Yeah, I would say linebacker too, though, man. That shit was terrible last year, man.
Worse.
You're not wrong, Shady.
Talk us through the night of the Ryan Garcia fight.
I mean, I thought it was a layup. You know what people don't know is that it was like you put a big purchase like that, you get big bonuses. So I'll put like another 60 on what's it called, to go the distance, right? But anyway, I still lost, but not as much. But anyway, I thought it was a layup. I bet on fights like that. Like I do them all the time, little 200, 300, 400 that win like maybe 50, 100. Like I do that.
Yeah.
Some of them be layups.
You saw the night. You saw his bet the night of the fight.
The problem is
against
he
Ryan,
stopped boxing him. He
$250 million to win like 20.
Oh, to win 20?
I think so. Was it $250,000 to win like 20,000?
25.
Yeah.
But I told you I offset it with the go to distance.
Yeah, with the bonus bet. Yeah.
And he's lucky that he went the distance. So, Gilly, Smitty, before we get this pick in, is there any chance that they go offensive line, Tyler Guyton maybe from Oklahoma, tackle of the future to back up Lane Johnson? Do we like that at all?
Hey, I was fine with that. I was fine with that. Was Mims kind of a project for Stoutland? Now you go corner. You go corner. Why even think about it? Just go corner
right now. You don't waste no time.
Also, all you freaking frauds on the panel coming at Joel Hans and Bede tonight, trying to eject him from the game when he's coming out and putting a 50 burger on.
I didn't.
First of all, we got Baby Bubba right here.
Well, he's a dirty player.
Bubba, look.
He should be suspended.
Baby Bubba, show us the hair. Oh!
Braids. Right.
He's got the Iverson braids.
He did score 50.
The hands. Ooh. Right. Just so you know, this the height size. This the height difference. Yeah.
And we saw him in Rough and Rowdy.
Yeah, Baby Bubba. Yeah.
We know he has hands too. Joel Hands and Bede.
Hey, Joel, we'll be some bread tonight, baby. Little 15 piece.
I think if we're going cornerback, obviously we all want DeJean, but another guy who I think would be an automatic winner in Philly is Terrion Arnold. This guy has a great attitude. Anytime he's in a press conference, he's saying the right things, and he is locking people down in coverage.
I'm reading Quinion Mitchell.
Quinion Mitchell, is that a lock?
Good player.
Yeah.
I mean, Quinion Mitchell dominated at the Senior Bowl. Quinion Mitchell is the top cornerback on a lot of people's draft boards. Quinion Mitchell might have played at a small school, but you know who else did? Sauce Gardner, and he turned out pretty good.
He pivoted well there.
That was incredible.
What school went to? Akron, right? Akron?
Toledo.
Yeah. Toledo.
There's a rocket.
Toledo, baby.
Toledo, yeah, Toledo. That's what it is, yeah.
What do you think? Are you, LaShawn, are you worried about him playing at a small school if that is indeed the pick?
I absolutely, positively am. I could run a goddamn route on the cornerback for Toledo.
It's different levels of it. You know what I'm saying? It's small, like good schools. You play Toledo, you got to prove yourself.
Who was the running back before you, LaShawn? What school did he go to?
Ryan, he was at Villanova, but he had to prove it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, why can't Mitchell prove it?
Yeah, but Toledo is a MAC school, but it's not like a small school.
Yeah.
I mean, you asked my word. Hopefully it works out, but you asked me, am I concerned? I'm saying, yeah.
No,
it's some good like that
probably came out of Toledo, but what I'm saying is I just trust more the guy that was playing better competition.
Right. That's all.
Cooper.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Because the guy coming out of Toledo may be really, really good. I don't know. I haven't seen him, so I really can't judge him enough to really even have a comment on him.
Great players in the NFL from the MAC.
We know he ain't going against no wide receivers like Marvin Harrison Jr. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the Senior Bowl, he was playing against the best competition, and by all accounts, he was the star of the Senior Bowl week. And he's also a guy who ran a 4.3, whereas guys like Terrion Arnold maybe would have been more in the 4.5 range. I don't know if that 0.2 seconds really factors in.
Let's see, baby, right here.
That's Senior Bowl.
Are you guys Eagles fans? Are you guys shocked Howie actually stayed at 22 and kept it in his pants?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm very shocked Howie kept it in his pants.
Yeah, you would have thought he would have traded up, but at the same time, with all these defensive players slipping, it was almost like he had his pick of the cornerbacks. You would have thought he would have traded up for a cornerback, and now someone's making a draft pick from the Cliffs of Moher. Who is that?
Jordan Mailata.
Jordan Mailata picking from New Zealand or what? Australia?
Yes.
Take your time, brother. A little bit of suspense never hurt anybody.
Getting there.
Quinion Mitchell from Toledo, top cornerback in the draft. They picked who they wanted to pick. Shady, what do we think?
I'm with it. Fly Eagles fly, baby. Let's go. I'm with it.
Fly Eagles fly.
Playing against the best competition in practice.
Okay, this is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying.
Uh-oh, helmet's off.
Fair.
I don't know the kid, right?
Right.
But this better not be no damn Justin Jefferson, Jalen Reagor shit.
That's true. They went for Jalen Reagor when it seemed like there was a big school player that was available right there. And at the same time, Gilly, we saw what you said in the locker room to James Bradbury at the end of the season. You said, hey, you better step up and play well. He didn't play well. You said, I need him off my fucking team. So you're not going to be afraid to let these guys know what's up.
Absolutely. Come on, Quinyon Mitchell. Let's go!
Is this the first non-drama-filled Eagles draft since?
Well, draft ain't over yet.
True. But this is, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, Smitty, what do you think? What do you feel about this pick? Apathy so far?
No, there's no apathy. They got the top 3 cornerbacks are still on the board, and they actually got a cornerback. I mean, this is a situation where the top 3 cornerbacks are on the board. They need one, and Howie would maybe not a kicker, but like there's something so off the wall that it just doesn't make sense. They actually did what they were supposed to do again. So I'm happy. It's just, I'm used to the drama.
Well, their whole draft room is cheering right now. Jeffrey Lurie clapping, high-fiving with Howie Roseman.
Yep.
It seems like this is the pick, but does that mean James Bradbury is a June 1st cut? Is he going to be off the roster, and are we going to see Quinyon Mitchell starting week 1?
He absolutely, positively is a June 1st cut.
Oh,
I'm just telling you, insider. Yeah.
He's out of here?
I mean, when the higher ups say, he just can't run anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it. You can even see it.
Y'all are depressing the shit out of me, man. You just got a cornerback in the first round. Let's be happy.
Yeah, I'm depressed about James Bradbury.
And did you see how the season ended, Brandon?
Yeah, but
you got to
same
prove
way
it.
season's
You
ended
got to
for the
prove
last
it
40
back.
years. Except once.
No. They were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Right. He was supposed to be a shutdown cornerback, and
with a loss is what I meant, Taylor.
Yeah,
with a
but
loss.
they went to the Super Bowl.
They just went to the Super Bowl with the same cornerbacks,
With a
and
loss.
one of them was all pro, and the other one was in the Pro Bowl.
I've been very nice to you tonight.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Fellas, I think that this is a cool pick for the Eagles. I think that time will tell whether his small game experience will translate to being a pro in the league. But right now we have some cheesesteaks going in.
Oh.
We have to be fired up about this. With some Pepsis too. Come on, Spider. Fire me up.
Oh my goodness, look at these things. I got it right here, Spider.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Delicious Pepsi.
Donnie might be the best kept secret at Barstool.
Yeah, Donnie's MVP of the night. We have Jacksonville on the clock right now. Jacksonville traded back, and they're on the clock. They wanted a cornerback earlier, and it seems like they're going to be able to get whatever cornerback they want right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Terrion Arnold. Then it's setting up for Cooper DeJean to the Packers. Cooper DeJean to the Packers makes so damn much sense. I think we have to, right? It's a premium.
The Packers makes too much sense.
Makes so damn much sense.
I'm hoping Cooper DeJean falls to my Bucks.
Do you think DeJean might not go tonight? Because that would be very
Bob
depressing.
Picture did the same thing. I said that, and you do like, hey, watch.
But I thought that was early. Now we're getting late.
I was getting scared.
There's a lot of ball.
You know what, guys? Let's believe.
Gotta believe.
We're gonna believe.
Now the Packers are by far the team that would draft the white corner.
Yeah. Right. Hey, chaps. Jacksonville Jags.
So the biggest needs, I think, corner. The kid Mitchell from Toledo would be great. But the biggest need, I think, overall is wide receiver. I would have been thrilled with Thomas at 17. So I think he's the guy because we need somebody to take the top off. He's a 4.35 dude, 15 touchdowns at LSU or 14, something like that this year. Contested balls in the end zone. That's my guy, I think, Brian Thomas.
Did you see your owner take a pile driver last night?
I did. I love that. Anytime you can be worth like $8 billion and get power bombed, you got to do it.
Yeah, he really took it well, too.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a neck brace at the War Room tonight? I'd like to see that.
Probably.
There it is. Oh, he is wearing a neck brace. Wow.
I love that.
That's good.
So he's just keeping it going.
Yeah, no, he's selling the storyline. I like that.
Are you Calvin going to the Titans? We definitely have to go first or second round. Got to get somebody that can stretch the field.
Yeah.
Are you worried about the AFC South and how strong it is now, and that the Jacksonville Jaguars should have absolutely won the AFC South and just couldn't come away with it because of the Tennessee Titans?
I didn't want to trade out at 17. When Dallas Turner went down, I thought that would be great because then you could bump Walker inside because we didn't have any interior pass rush.
You want to know who it is?
Yeah.
Tell him, Jay.
Brian Thomas.
Knew it.
There you go.
Knew it.
Exactly who you wanted.
Yeah, exactly who I wanted.
I think you're the first guy who's walked in here wanting a guy, and you get to walk out with him.
That's great. Good for me.
And the trade down, you guys stack some assets.
Yeah.
And you're getting a guy who is not in that first tier of the 3 wide receivers, but he's also he's right there. I mean, he if he's not on the same team as Malik Neighbors, this guy is in the conversation as one of the better receivers, and he really benefited from having good quarterback play. But he's a stud, and he can create separation on his own.
One concern I saw about him, Che, his numbers against the elite teams that he played last year. Yep. He stacked a lot of numbers against the bad teams that he played. The Georgia States of the world, stuff like that.
Sure. He's an explosive guy. He did have Malik Neighbors opposite him, so he wasn't facing typically the best cornerback, but he led all of college football, 17 touchdowns. He had 8 catches of 40 yards or more, which shows his explosiveness. I think he's going to be a good player. Obviously, Chaps mentioned they lost Calvin Ridley to the Titans, so they had a hole to fill. And it looked like they looked to the draft to do it, and they got their guy.
And then
I also think with the extra picks that they got, word on the Jag Street is they're trading for Ayuk. Like that's going to be the move. Yeah, with the third, fourth, a third this year, and a second next year too. That's the word on the Jag Street.
That would be a massive. And then you add Gabe Davis to that. Suddenly the Jags
still
have a lot of
Christian
weapons.
Kirk and Evan Ingram. Be a nice little skill set.
You look lean.
You really do.
Well, I'm back on Vyvanse, so that's helped a lot. I'm not
changes
working out.
everything.
Never will. Yeah.
How's your mood?
Not good. Not good. Not good. Better
Really
now
negative?
with Thomas. I'm doing all right.
Good.
Yeah.
But Vyvanse does wonder. It really does wonders. You won't be hungry and
ever.
Yeah, you really just won't be hungry at all. It'll snatch your jawline back from. It's the jaws of life for the jawline.
Yeah. Last time I shaved, I had the little gullet. I'm looking a lot better this time.
You do look good this time.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Does you look
Nice tits
dangerous.
too.
Thank you.
See, that's mutual respect between brothers.
Yeah.
It really is.
Two brothers. Wow. What a night for Chaps. I feel like things are really going. And imagine if they can land Ayuk. I mean, 49ers fans are delusional. They wanted, I think, a top 5 pick for Ayuk or something like that.
That ain't happening.
That's not going to happen.
No.
What was the package looking like?
This year, third. Next year, second, third, and fourth.
That's a lot of
That's a lot, too.
It's a lot of picks, yeah. And you got to pay him.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Well,
got to be fired up about it.
But
Not
Trevor's
only
about
takes
to
the
make
top off.
$500 million too, so you got to win now.
Yeah, if he's the guy.
so we got the Cowboys coming up on the clock. Cowboys are coming up. Thank you very much, Chaps.
Yep. Slim ass.
Cowboys are up. Stephen Che, tell us about the Cowboys pick right here.
Chef Donnie's serving us, or no. Chef Donnie's serving us some delicious enchiladas along with an ice cold Pepsi with wild cherry zero sugar because every meal tastes better with Pepsi. Pepsi is an essential part of the most undeniable, delicious food moments. Let's face it, Pepsi just makes every bite better. The refreshing pop of sweet, fizzy Pepsi bubbles makes even the best food taste even better. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar for your next meal as a crave-worthy bite is better with Pepsi. I got to agree with Frank. Cheesesteaks, excellent with Pepsi.
Excellent. Everything is excellent with Pepsi. I do got a question because we go from one Pepsi pick into another Pepsi pick, and they took my Pepsi away from me, and I assume they're going to bring me another Pepsi, but I was enjoying that Pepsi. And
Pepsi Zero for the boys. Bring them out.
Yeah, bring them on out here. But
Wild cherry Pepsi?
Yeah.
Wild cherry Pepsi is without a doubt the best soda. It's a 9.9.
Wow. Let's go, Frank. The Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. That always brings a bit of intrigue to any draft. They're one of the teams that everybody gets all up in arms about. We're going to bring in Casey Smith, of course, the Texan herself, and we'll bring in our guest from the Dallas Cowboys, Eric Kendricks. I will start with Eric Kendricks. Cowboys, we haven't really talked about what they might be doing right here, but what do you think might be happening right now? That's Brandon Cooks. Okay.
We switched it up on you.
That's
Gotta throw a wrench into Brandon Walker's plans. Tough.
So
Tough for you.
So everyone looks.
So that's that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Casey's here and Brandon Cooks is here. Welcome to the show, Brandon Cooks. Listen, Brandon Cooks, and I would ask Eric Kendricks the same thing. We don't know what the Cowboys are doing here on the desk yet. We haven't talked about it. What are you feeling about this pick?
That's a great question. I think last year you look at it, we couldn't stop the run, right? And that was one of our big things. So I think we go, interior defensive lineman or backer is what I'm feeling.
So obviously there's a lot of interior defensive linemen, and you guys went the same direction last year with Mozzie Smith. Is there anybody that you have your eye on? Are you in the scouting, or are you just saying, hey, I'm going to trust my guys, and they're going to go ahead and make sure that we get the right person for our squad?
No, I definitely I'm in that trust mode, trusting the Joneses and Will McClay to make that decision. I mean, they do a great job drafting, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at it from a standpoint on what hurt us last year. From a defensive standpoint, like I said, couldn't stop the run. Offensive standpoint, we lost Tyron Smith, Hall of Famer, so maybe we go offensive lineman as well. So those are two things that I look at.
Hey, Casey.
I was going to say, Brandon, Hi, Brandon. Way to fuck that one up, huh? Brandon, a lot of people online are talking about going
Brandon
offensive
Cooks.
lineman. I know. Brandon, he's going to blame everybody else. We all know that it's always his fault. But, Brandon, a lot of the fans on Twitter right now are looking at guys like Graham Barton from Duke, a lot of offensive lineman guys. And we know the Cowboys love to draft offensive linemen in the first round. You said that you think that would be, is it a trade?
Let me stop you, Casey, because everything we're talking about Dallas no longer has the pick. The pick now belongs to the Detroit Lions.
Jesus.
What happened? What'd they do?
So the Lions
Who'd they trade to?
The Lions. They're
at 29, so assuming Dallas is falling back to 29, right?
We'll get details, but that would
probably take a third-round pick or so, late third.
Probably like a late third.
So the Lions have already made the pick, so they've come up and got exactly who they want. Chase,
they need a cornerback.
Thoughts?
They need corner help.
Say it.
Cooper DeJean?
Could be Cooper DeJean.
I think could it possibly
be the moment,
moment,
boys?
God, that would be huge.
He seems like a knee biter.
Because they could be jumping up ahead of the Packers, too.
Right, because they know.
Imagine
such an NFC North thing.
It's this fight for DeJean. Everybody wants DeJean. Is it time to take him? Is it too early for DeJean?
Frank, is that a lion?
It is a lion.
That's not. Did something happen to that lion?
Boys, we really could be looking at Cooper DeJean here. We got to kind of feel.
Yeah, you're right. Focus.
We're in DeJean
This could be the moment.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
I caught it.
All right, I'll hit this one again. Chef Donnie serving us some delicious enchiladas along with an ice-cold Pepsi, wild cherry, zero sugar, because every meal tastes better with Pepsi. Pepsi is an essential part of the most undeniable, delicious food moments. Let's face it, Pepsi just makes every bite better. The refreshing pop of sweet, fizzy Pepsi bubbles makes the food taste even better. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar for your next meal, as every crave-worthy bite is better with Pepsi.
They smell so darn good.
Lions are happy.
Unbelievable.
The Lions.
So they just got Carlton Davis.
They did, one of my favorite players. Yep.
But at the same time, they need cornerbacks. They need corner help. Is it DeJean?
No, it looks like they're going Terrion Arnold.
What a great pick from them.
It's a good pick. Good, solid pick. Good player.
Another corner off the board.
All the more closer to Cooper DeJean.
We really are in DeJean territory.
Yeah.
Terrion Arnold, I mean, if you watched his interviews at the Combine, he was the all-star of the interview portion. Winning smile, said all the right things. Smart. Articulate guy, smart. It seems like he would be able to figure out whatever scheme they're throwing at him. Now, was he the shutdown corner at Alabama, or was Kool-Aid McKinstry getting a lot of that work? Is he a little bit grabby? Maybe there could be some of that, but in the NFL, it's a completely different game. He was playing against high-level competition. It was the whole enchilada that they were throwing out there, and that's just off the top of the head. Incredible stuff to watch anytime you turned on that Alabama tape, but there was a reason why he jumped over Kool-Aid McKinstry to be the top Crimson Tide cornerback that came off the board.
What do you like about him, Shay?
So he's a two-sport athlete. He almost played basketball at Alabama as well. So
I hate that as a fun fact that someone played another sport.
Like
That's
at a collegiate
the most
level?
common fun fact.
Do you have a fun fact about him?
Let's see.
Yeah, you have gifted his high school janitor one of his Alabama jerseys for Christmas. That's a better
fun fact.
Yeah, but here's
and then he
one.
played
he got another one?
sport.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
No, go ahead.
No, he's got another fun fact. Let's see if he can one up the fun facts.
He's actually the son of NFL running back Leon Washington.
Oh dear, that's kind of fun.
That was pretty fun.
Do you have a fourth fun?
I don't
fact?
have
You got the accolades.
I don't have a more fun fact than that, so I will cede this round to one Mr. Stephen Che.
Wow, Steven.
Well done,
How
Stephen.
are the enchiladas down there, boys?
Unbelievable.
You guys look like you're enjoying them. Those look
You
awesome.
gonna eat the whole thing?
I'm getting full, bro.
Oh,
not
you
gonna
better
eat.
relax, kid, because I'm gonna take that down.
And
Joey Harrington, what's up, brother?
Oh, we got Joey Harrington here.
Uh-oh.
He's talking.
We there? We good?
We got you, Joey.
Gotcha.
Hey, I said, what the hell just happened? I was sitting downstairs and watching the draft with my son, and then all of a sudden I see Detroit pop up. It's the first crazy thing to happen tonight, except for that whole Penix deal.
Yeah, the Lions got aggressive and went up, and it looks like they're selecting Alabama cornerback Terrion Arnold.
Okay, there you go. You know, that's, I like it, actually. I mean, what other needs do they have, really?
What other needs did they have, Jay?
Pretty covered.
The Lions' top needs were cornerback and edge rusher. So getting a cornerback here. Yeah, getting a cornerback here, especially one that's arguably the top-rated cornerback in the draft with Quinyon Mitchell, I think is really good value.
Are we done with the high-quality edge rushers for right now, or are there still more on the board to be had in this round?
That are available.
It depends on how much you like Robinson out of Missouri.
Sure.
I think he dominated at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, no, he's a bigger defensive end. He's kind of in the Cam Jordan model, like a 4-3 defensive end. He's like 280
He
something.
can kick inside, yeah. Some people have him as a defensive tackle.
Yeah, Marshawn Nealon out of Western Michigan, if that's your flavor.
You know, we're a year removed from the Lions just absolutely dominating this draft.
Yes.
They were very active last year. They did a lot, and they came out with the exact players they needed. You have to assume after doing that, you got to trust that they're doing the right thing here, too, trading up to get Arnold.
They had some picks out of left field, too, because nobody expected Jahmyr Gibbs to go at 12.
It was a good pick.
And then Campbell, Campbell, nobody expected him to go whatever it was, 18. So certainly they're capable of.
And they killed it with Laporta.
Yes.
And then Brian Branch was also a stud.
Yes.
I mean, these are four studs where they threw positional value out the window.
5 picks here? They trade up 5 picks to get a starting corner, which is really one of the only needs they had on the team. I mean, it's not like they're going from 29 to 9. They went from 29 to 24. I love it.
Joey, this offseason is obviously different for the Lions. You know, they're not somebody who's chasing it right now. They're somebody that got right to the brink of getting to the Super Bowl. And usually they come into this draft with a lot of needs, and now they directly address one that could possibly put them over the top. How is it being a Lion right now?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been a Lion for about almost 20 years now. But, you know, the people I talk to, they're excited. You know, that's like, it's funny. Even I was sitting on the couch just last year watching them and just excited and happy for them. Like, this is crazy. Like, you have to imagine when I was in Detroit, it was Red Wing and it was Pistons and it was, Chauncey and Rip and Stevie Eiserman. And then all the Tigers were terrible. But then like the next year, they go out and win 100 games. Like literally every single sport in Detroit was winning except for the Lions. And the Lions just wanted it so bad. And the Lions fan base just wanted it so bad. They are that close away from achieving something that they have been working for we're talking like a half a century.
Joey, you talk about it being 20 years since you played for the Lions, but then we see you on camera and you're glowing.
Yeah, you look great.
Can you drop the skincare routine? Because we're all over here wondering. Everybody's wondering, is it just hydration or are you using any type of topicals?
Well, you know what? I spent the last week in Kentucky drinking a lot of bourbon.
There you have
it. That was, we had got to get ready for next year's foundation fundraiser. So, had to go out and drink a lot of bourbon. So that's probably what the glow is a post Kentucky Bourbon Trail glow. But, hey, we can mix in some skincare if you want.
I'm reading between the lines. You said foundation, and I'm picking up what you're putting down, brother. I appreciate it. And I'm definitely going to lock in.
Joey, first of all, we got to compliment the beautiful shelving behind you. It's simply fantastic. But you obviously played at Oregon. Bo Nix went 12 overall. What are your thoughts on Bo Nix as a quarterback and starting quarterback in this league?
Love the fit. I do. I played for Sean my last year in the league when I was backing up Drew, and Bo reminds me a lot of Drew. Like, he's no nonsense. He understands every little piece about playing the quarterback position, right? A lot of guys just get in there and they chuck it because they can't. Like, they're these incredible athletes that can make up for deficiencies. Drew knew every single player, their job. He knew when they were going to be there. He knew why they were going to be there. He knew what every defensive player was going to do before they did it, and he had complete control over the line of scrimmage. That is the type of player that Bo is, right? He's just a gym rat. He's a guy who will study and study simply because he loves playing football. And Sean Payton, he's just going to eat that up.
Well, Joey Harrington, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. Good night for the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions pick is presented by Pure Michigan. Emmy Award-winning actor Sam Richardson is back in Pure Michigan and his hometown of Detroit just in time for the 2024 draft. All of Detroit is on the clock, and Sam is doing a draft of his own. Detroit is a great sports town with 4 major pro sports teams, tons of upcoming sporting events, and unique teams. Join Sam as he takes you to some of his top picks in the city, showcasing that unmistakable Detroit swagger you won't find anywhere else. NFL legend and style icon Barry Sanders even drops by to help Sam get suited up for the draft. Check out Sam Selects and see why Michigan is such a great place to live, work, and play at michigan.org/2024 draft. And
great place to live, work, and play.
Shout out Joey Harrington. He joined us. He was talking to us about the Lions pick, but shout out his second annual Sneakers for Scholarships, part of his Joey Harrington Foundation. So shout out to that. Now, we move on to the Green Bay Packers. Boy, I love that look from Taylor Lewan.
Is this it?
Could this be it?
It's not?
It's not.
It's not.
What's wrong, Taylor?
I didn't say anything. I don't know.
All he said was, is it? Who is it?
It is Jordan Morgan.
Jordan Morgan, guard out of Arizona.
Yuck.
Which sets up beautifully. You guys all called me morons for having Cooper DeJean at 26 to the Bucks. He is available.
But what if they don't pick him? Then you are a moron.
But you guys told me there's no chance he makes it.
You have a chance to not be a moron, but they got to pick him for you to not be a moron, because then you still got it wrong.
Taylor, you'll love this.
Go ahead.
Stat from Stephen Che has tattoos of Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, and Michael Myers.
Gotta respect all of those. Loving the horror films. This guy's gonna be a star.
Horror. Do you guys? I don't really like horror films. You guys big horror films guys?
Spooktober.
The classic slashers. Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, Pennywise, obviously It, and then what was the third one? Oh, Michael Myers, Halloween, one of the OG slashers out there. It's fun. It's a fun time because you're not too scared, but you really get to embrace Spooktober, which is 159 days away. It's going to be a great year.
Not a classical horror movie, but did you guys see the movie Talk to Me this year?
No, talk to me about that.
Oh.
One spot we struggle in Spooktober is the newer horror films. Because we always stick to the classics so much, but I do think we need to open up our bag a little bit and get into those.
Let me put you on to it.
By the way,
this year.
Abysmal writing and an ending to Michael Myers' journey.
Oh, God, yeah. Halloween, the final chapter.
Yeah. But let me ask you something.
Absolutely disgusting.
Is Spooktober?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Hubs.
Could we talk about the Packers pick, baby?
No, we're talking about fucking horror movies.
One second, Brandon,
fuck horror movies.
Spooktober, is that something you guys get together and just watch horror movies? Is that something the bussin' boys do for the, what is Spooktober?
Like, there's a lot of rules to Spooktober. Technically, only a few rules, easily followable rules. Spooktober is not only a great holiday, in my opinion, the best holiday, it kicks off the holiday season. Right when you get into Spooktober, the weather's changing, the breeze starts to hit, the leaves start to fall down, and then you get to walk right into Thanksgiving, which brings you to Christmas, if that is what you celebrate, and then obviously rounding it off with the New Year's. So it's really like the kickoff ceremony party to the holiday season.
This is passionate. I like
it. It's an incredible time, truly.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, Hubs. All right, Hubs.
Hey, Brandon.
Go ahead. Fucking interrupt us. We were having a good conversation. Go ahead, talk about the fucking Packers pick.
Yeah, I really wanted Cooper DeJean. We need a secondary help. I don't know anything about this guy. Tell me something about him.
Jay?
Big fan of horror movies.
Yeah,
he's
great.
He's a guard. He's a very good run blocker, but he's a guard. I mean, that's probably the least exciting first-round pick you could possibly have. That being said, that is a need. He played left tackle at Arizona. He
looks
projects.
fat.
He projects. I mean,
he's a big
6'5", 311 is a fair weight distribution.
Struggles versus power.
That's not good.
Yeah. So. I would imagine him being kicked inside the guard.
Ahead of
David Bakhtiari is a guy they do have to replace.
But ahead of Jackson Powers Johnson?
Mm-hmm. Jackson Powers Johnson.
Ahead of Graham Barton?
Ahead of Graham Barton. Yeah, but Graham Barton is a guy.
Ahead of Cooper Beebe?
Some people project as a.
Ahead of Zach Zinter?
Take him to school.
Yes. Yes, ahead of all these guys.
I mean, you know.
Hubs, now you know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of protecting Jordan Love. I would have loved secondary help, especially with bringing over Halfley from Boston College. He could basically transform anybody into a star, and Cooper DeJean is already a star, but not meant to be. But I'll take a Mauler, protect Jordan Love, and he'll be a star.
Wow, we'll get to the Bucs in a minute. The pick is already in.
Ran it up.
We haven't officially found out the Packers pick, have we?
Yeah.
We said it.
We do have it.
The Packers?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm focusing on a lot of things. We had Spooktober. Just a lot.
Because of Jordan Morgan.
Do you want to round that out?
Michael Myers.
Do you want to round out Spooktober, or are we just going to move on from that?
If you
we should land a plane.
Is there more you need to hit?
There's like rules and regulations to follow, but we don't have to.
Because Hubs wanted to talk about the fucking Packers.
Well, I mean, it's great. He got a guy rocks sevens. He has horror characters on his leg. He's got the molding just based off those two things to be an elite left tackle in the NFL. We're looking forward to seeing what he does. Comes out of University of Arizona, historically not a great football school, but a great state. So we'll see what happens.
Bert! All right, so we move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's already on the screen. There's Bert Kreischer. Bert.
Throw another one in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll put two in, boys. I already know who the Bucs are drafting.
Who?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, you can.
I got the GM. I got the fucking owner. I got Baker on my line. I already know who we're getting. I'm so fucking excited.
Break it on the show.
Bert.
No fucking way.
It's already Bert, it's out on Twitter already, brother.
Graham Barton. Graham Barton out of Duke. Potential center or guard. Both somewhat needs. Left guard is a need. Center is a need. So Graham Barton is likely going to fill one of those two roles. Swiss Army knife out of Duke.
I will just simply say that I would be so excited to get an offensive lineman because I think in the playoffs Baker got fucking worked by the defensives, and I would love to see him get a little more space to be Baker fucking Mayfield, slapping asses, yelling fucking wild shit from the sidelines, telling people to suck his dick. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Bert, what's your pants situation right now?
Question.
No pants.
Show us.
Zero pants.
Prove it.
Didn't we see the shape
By
of
the
his
way,
dick
I'll
last
take
week?
them off and show you my dick. I put my dick on Instagram the other day.
I know. That's what we wanted to see again. We wanted to know if we could get an exclusive of
It's
another.
a good piece, man. I really am in love with my dick lately because I lost weight.
Yeah.
I fell back in love with it.
Is it improving, you think?
You get an inch and a half, yeah.
Yeah. It was like a squatter in the middle of a bustling city, and we kind of sized down and gentrified the city, and now you can really see how beautiful this building is.
Gentrified the city.
Yeah, it looks incredible. Yeah, offensive lineman has to be exciting. A little bit disappointing that you don't get a white cornerback, though, no?
It would be great. It would be really great to get a white.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's why it's disappointing.
Hey, how do you feel? You've had all the stats, you've had all the info. You're a little quiet right now with the Buccaneers pick.
Sure. I mean, Graham Barton is a very versatile player. He can fill a couple positions, and it is a need. Offensive line is a need. I thought that we were absolutely a Cooper DeJean team based on the way that Todd Bowles likes to be flexible with moving guys from corner and safety and guys that can play both. It seemed like a natural fit, especially because they dealt Carlton Davis, who is a cornerback who didn't have a lot of on-ball production. I would have thought DeJean would have been the move there, but the brain trusts over there, Jason Light, John Spytek, et cetera, are much smarter than I am, and I trust in their vision.
All right, let's talk beer.
In from Rondé Barber with his guest right now.
Oh, it's good.
Ron, don't do it.
Go ahead.
Should I? Can I?
Go ahead.
What?
Yeah.
Can we talk beer Olympics?
You cunts.
Hey, he doesn't know. I just tried telling him.
I don't know.
This is going to hurt, but go ahead.
Oh, no. Are you not?
Don't.
Are you out?
The only reason I'm on this goddamn show.
No, you're out.
Taylor's the slipperiest motherfucker.
Me?
He thinks it's a setup.
No, we did not say anything. But I will tell a fun story about Bert Kreischer. I'll take you back to the Super Bowl week in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I go to the Aria because I'm invited by Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura for the Osos kickoff poker party. I walk in there. The energy is high. Bert's in the corner being his birdie self. And then who walks in? Jason Kelce. Now we're working on Jason Kelce to try to be a part of Beer Olympics. And Bert comes in as our ultimate salesman, looks at this guy and goes, "Are you in?" And Jason goes, "I'm soft in right now." Bert looks at him right in the eyes and goes, "I'm hard in. I'm all in." And Jason goes, "Fuck it, I'm in."
Then they start embracing each other.
Damn.
We win thousands of dollars that day. Fast forward, it is now what, April 25th?
Yeah.
Both those gentlemen are out of Beer Olympics.
Oh no.
No, hold on. Wait, Jason Kelce's out?
Jason Kelce's out. Yeah, Jason Kelce's out. And you won't believe it, Travis Kelce's out too.
No fucking way. Let me tell you. Listen, I'm not totally out. Do not count me out.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Please,
bro,
put a gun to
our head and put us down right now.
No, I can't. You know how I feel about what that event means to me. You know how I feel.
Actions speak louder than
I'm
words,
getting ready
Bert.
for my special, and I might need to decompress. I'm shooting my special the very next week. I'm supposed to do a comedy club or a theater in Ohio that evening, and if I can get a private to get me in, start the Beer Olympics, have some moments, and then get me out to the show, then I'm in. Let me. I've told you, I'm trying to work it. I'm trying to
Get this guy a private.
I'll work on my contacts with the private. I'll get back to you.
Guys, you know Dana could easily pay for a private.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get Dana. Let's call Dana.
More for me than
All you got to tell Dana is like, dude, I love Gary Brecka. Can you get me a private to get me in and out? And Dana will do it in a heartbeat.
Let's get this man a private. I think that we need to quit fussing about and let's get this man a private.
Let's look at the Buccaneer selection that we already know and try to decompress from what just happened.
Graham Barton.
An official.
Here it is.
Graham Barton.
That's Graham Barton.
Out of Duke.
Swiss Army knife out of Duke.
Yeah, they're listing him as a center here. He played all over. This has been an issue. Robert Hainsey hasn't.
You guys lost another guy at the Beer Olympics?
We did.
When you started to say that, I thought to
I
myself,
literally had no idea because I
no.
saw him on the list. I saw him on the list.
Yeah, he's on there. He was bolted.
How long were you squatting on this news?
Did we squat on it? It was kind of just happening very.
It's like a Friday news dump.
What happened is
you could have done it all at once.
Yeah, again, we did the Osos Blackjack. We did their the football challenge. And then his wife, she's like, "Hey, I'm coming to Nashville. Where'd you guys' wives want to do my live show?" Bert, anything for you, brother. I shoot him a message earlier that day.
Bert's all you fucking asshole.
And then I see him in the hallway. I'm like, "Hey, just
wait, hold on.
be
I was
honest."
texting with Shane today. Is Shane in?
Shane's in. And
No,
the
he's
guest he's
not.
bringing is elite.
No, don't say that. No. He said maybe. Oh no, they're on the phone right now.
Today I said,
We
"Are
saw
you in?"
Shane in
And he goes,
Nashville on Sunday.
And then he goes, maybe.
No, he's in. You better FaceTime him right now.
Because I heard you guys tell the story.
He's shooting a movie.
Oh, he's shooting a movie? Oh no.
Dude, he's so much bigger than us now. We can't get him to do anything.
He's so
Dude,
big.
he is. He tells you.
No, he doesn't. No. Did you see the new trailer for? Hey, is that Frank?
That's Frank.
Buddy, hey, congratulations on the weight loss, man. You look fucking great.
He does. Weight Loss Brothers right there.
Thank you.
And Bert, I mean,
coming
would you
on
want?
5K
You know, I'd love to
in May.
go on a walk with you one of these days.
Come do our 5K out at the Rose Bowl for the Netflix and Joke Festival.
Oh no. Yes,
I'll fly you out,
it.
brother. I'll fly you out first class.
Just
I'll fly you out
send me an
first
email
class.
and we'll try to figure out how to get out there.
He said he'd fly you out
Send
first
him
class.
an
When you
email,
figure
Bert.
it out.
Well, we just got to
Done.
figure out
I
what our
got it.
scheduling.
Yeah.
Cardinals
Figure it
picks
out.
in. Can the Cardinals take Cooper?
Are
The Cardinals are taking Darius
They're
Robinson.
taking Darius Robinson out.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
He's going to slip. He
Think
can't
about the
slip.
moment, though. If it goes to the wall.
All eyes are on Cooper DeJean right now. All eyes.
Did Jacksonville traded back, right?
Go.
Who traded back?
But Bert, you don't want these guys to make your special worse by making you go to the Beer Olympics during that time. Like you need to
Can I
make
tell
sure.
you that the only thing Leanne's worried about is my voice. Because you get loose there, and she's like, if we go there, you're gonna get fucking wasted. You're gonna lose your voice, and you're gonna have no voice for your special. That's her biggest fear.
We need a sign language interpreter or something along those lines. Maybe somebody who's to speak for him.
Can we get a narrower shot on Bert? He doesn't deserve to have his shoulders shown right now. He's got phenomenal
They look good,
shoulders.
though.
He's got a. Can we zoom in on him at all?
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Guys,
good hat too.
I feel fucking great. I'm on so much testosterone right now.
God damn, he would have done so well at the Beer Olympics.
Yeah,
what a massive loss.
been a career performance.
That testosterone add to the BOs.
Yeah.
Not only did that happen, but he also walked in here, ended up giving up the news that he may or may not make it, giving us false hope, and then tries to tell us that Shane may or may not be out.
Pulls out
After
one of your sure guys.
Shane shook our hand on Sunday and confirmed that he is in.
Now it's a may because of a movie. Oh, God.
I gave a genuine, I'll be the boys off.
Well, Shane's probably a better source on this than Bert is. Bert's probably just fucking.
No, he didn't answer the phone. They just tried to call him. He wouldn't answer.
Maybe Bert's just trying to get the target off of him.
It's pretty late. It's
yeah.
11:21.
No, he's up. He's shooting a movie right now.
No.
FaceTime him.
Oh,
you're saying Che. Talking about it being late?
Yeah, he's saying it's late.
Prime drinking hours for Shane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Shane's
not.
No, Shane is wide awake. He's shooting a movie right now. FaceTime him. FaceTime Shane.
I tried.
He just tried to FaceTime him. He struck out.
Cardinals picked Darius Robinson.
You try.
Oh,
I just tried. I'll try again.
No one can get in contact with him. He might be on stage or something.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah. Shooting a movie.
He's shooting a movie, I believe.
Doing stand-up comedy. Or...
Is it the Quentin Tarantino movie?
Oh, wait, did he? What are we looking at?
That's
his TV.
FaceTiming Shane right now.
Okay.
If he picks up, this is bad.
This is a bad look. Picks up, boys.
You better just pray.
I think you're okay, though.
I am. I'm praying a little bit. Like I'm gripping my hands.
You know how pissed he's going to be when he finds out he's on the podcast?
Yeah.
I think you're out of the woods.
I think you're fine.
You're good. You're good.
All right.
You only lost one of your biggest guests today. That's massive.
We knew Bert was out.
You shook Shane's hand. I think Shane's still in. Boy.
All right, you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right.
He's unavailable.
All right. Well, thank you, boys. Thank you, Bert.
Love you, Bert.
Love you, Bert.
Am I done?
Well, we've skipped through a couple of other picks. We were supposed to do you for the Bucks pick, and now we've gone through the Cardinals pick and the Bucks pick. You can stay the rest of the time if you'd like. Buffalo's up, and we don't have a guest if you want to hang out with us.
Buffalo's trading the pick.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see who Buffalo picks.
They just traded the pick, so that fucked up everything.
Cardinals, Darius Robinson.
Yeah, well, we got that one. Now, Buffalo's trading with somebody here to Buffalo's at 28.
Chiefs.
Kansas City is trading up.
Maybe wide receiver?
From 32, maybe wide receiver.
Could be.
Xavier Worthy, Lad McConkey.
Do the Chiefs three-peat this year?
If they take Xavier Worthy, that's not going to help them three-peat. That dude's not that good.
I agree.
Why do you say that?
200 yards.
Yeah, you guys are really against Xavier Worthy.
Just from watching the football games, really. I think people who
watching the film has really made me choose not
I
good.
should step out right now. I don't know anything you guys are talking about. I love you guys so much.
Love you,
Thank you,
Bert.
man.
Hi, Bert. Love you,
I love
Bert.
you guys.
And he's going to try. Get him a PJ. He'll try to be there.
I think Adonai Mitchell's a better Texas receiver, but at the same time, people are excited about Xavier Worthy's long speed and what he can do to, take the top off of a defense. But
still got the Oregon receiver, right?
Troy Franklin's also really fast. I like him better as a deep threat. I don't think that
Xavier Worthy.
He's fine.
Is that who it is?
It is Xavier Worthy. Jeff DeLoe's here.
Did somebody just back out of the Beer Olympics?
Yeah, but well,
you're moving up the list.
Oh no!
No, because we're already. Nobody can do it mine now because it's Father's Day. We both suck. That's the problem now.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
Both shows are a disaster.
The Dozen's a disaster now?
Because nobody can do Sunday for Father's Day. Yeah. Tough.
Well, Jeff, hold on.
Cardinals.
Listen, I don't know about your show, but our show is not going to be a disaster.
Ryan, we're talking to Jeff. He's fine. He doesn't have to leave.
We're going to persevere.
This is madness back here.
Yeah,
This is
Mintz,
like-
come
it's
on
like
in.
the craziest thing I've ever seen.
He's trying to tell Jeff to get out of here.
I just wanted to give him a little rubbing about.
Mintz, you're supposed to walk behind.
Behind the Chiefs thing? That didn't help.
Jeff, your show's going to be great. Our show's going to be great.
I agree. Both shows are going to be fantastic. I think Jeff's leaving.
Olympics of all
Okay.
time.
One guy that could make Xavier Worthy really good, though, I think, is Patrick Mahomes, probably.
Yeah. I love your option. They need it, though. They needed a wide receiver. I was really hoping before that pick got announced, they lost Snead to the Titans.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean market.
Are you here?
How are we feeling about your Chiefs?
Are you here as Patrick Mahomes?
Well, we need some receiving help. I mean, you see the dusty receivers I was talking to last year and carried them to the Super Bowl?
But you're not even trying to do a Patrick Mahomes voice right now. Your voice.
Our voice sounds the same. What's the problem?
You just smell like Kermit the Frog. I've won 3 Super Bowls in my career. I'm got the Super Bowl MVP 3 times. You know, it's not easy being green. And, I've always had the rainbow connection.
It's a spot on. Do that.
Well, I just know that I need some damn wide receiver help because I was throwing to crap all year last year and carried them to the Super Bowl championship. We got the need for speed. Xavier Worthy could come in here, stretch the field, hopefully give us some of what Tyreek Hill we lost when he left. So I think it's Xavier Worthy. That's what I think.
What? Are we at 28? Where'd the Buffalo Bills pick and the Chiefs have it?
Chiefs traded up.
They just traded up.
Okay, very good. The Chiefs have it.
I think it's going to be Worthy. I heard y'all saying that.
Yeah, Jay already said it's worthy.
No, Will said it.
Will said it was worthy.
Okay.
Sorry. Credit to Will who broke that story on this show. We are torn on the desk about Worthy. Compton likes Worthy. I like Worthy. These two don't like Worthy. We haven't gotten Taylor Lewan's opinion on
I like Worthy. I like Worthy.
We like Worthy. Do you like Worthy?
Yes, because he's fast. He can stretch the field, and I could. The cannon I have, you're free to keep scoring a ton of touchdowns. Yeah.
Okay, you're not really trying to do his voice. You're just talking just like you. You're not even.
But I think that's the point that his voice.
But I don't think it does that much.
I think Frank did a really good job. Frank, do you want
Frank, hit.
Oh, we definitely need a receiver. I need to make some more rainbow connections with my passes, and all these championships I'm ringing, I really need someone that could catch the ball. I mean, the bums I had last year, we still won the Super Bowl. It's incredible.
Thoughts?
Pat, that's kind of nasty.
It's true, though. I mean, we did have a bunch of bums last year, and still carried him to the Super Bowl.
Well, Rasheed Rice was one of those guys.
And now he's got some legal, misunderstandings.
A couple blemishes.
A little tiff, a little dust up.
Yeah, just.
There's nothing more fun than getting excited about a fast wide receiver.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like
true.
that.
Who knows if he's going to be good or not? And honestly, who cares? Because right now on April 25th, we get to sit there and be like, guy takes the top off.
Yeah.
We're going to be different. This is our next Tyreek Hill. My God, it's going to be amazing.
Speed is the most exciting
Yes,
skill.
it's just fun to talk about.
But
the options
speed
there.
is kind of overrated because if they have hands of clay and the ball bounces away, if they have the Venus de Milo type receiver, I mean, speed doesn't mean anything.
Speed kills.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, we have enough speed.
You have lots of speed.
Yeah, and we don't have a lot of toughness and strength. We need toughness and strength. We need offensive line. We need interior. We need.
These are nasty dudes.
Yeah.
Well, we took a defensive lineman, hopefully to get toughness and strength, and you were furious about
it. I just don't. I don't trust the GM.
All right.
It's so crazy how the Chiefs have put themselves in a position to always be able to add receivers just by shrewd drafting across the rest of the board. If you look at the last 3 drafts, they got Xavier Worthy this year. Last year, they got Rasheed Rice in the 2nd round. The year before that, they got Sky Moore that they drafted in the 2nd round.
Who's been atrocious.
He's been atrocious, but they're putting themselves in a position that they could take cracks at this, and that's by drafting so well at guys like Trent McDuffie or George Karlaftis. You're building a roster where you don't have to pay a wide receiver like Tyreek Hill a ton of money. You can try and find another Tyreek Hill that you can get on a rookie contract.
What's very interesting about this pick and trade is that the Bills and Chiefs are arch rivals in the AFC. Both teams have a need for a receiver. The Bills must have known who the Chiefs are going for and were okay just trading back a couple spots. They're moving back to 32, but they're letting the Chiefs have Xavier Worthy, which is kind of shows me what they think of him.
Do you call it a rivalry when one team always wins all the games that matter? Just my thought. Just my thought.
Patrick. Ohio State. I get what you're saying.
Mincy just sat you down, brother.
I mean, the Bills have gotten us to the regular season a couple
Well, just
times.
like Buffalo after October, the window's closed.
Wow.
October.
Yes. Spooktober. Wait, what is Spooktober again?
October 1st to the 31st.
I watch a scary movie every day.
Oh, nice.
Scary movie every day.
Every single day, 31 days?
31 days. It could be 10 minutes long. You can also have to go to some sort of spooky event, too, or do something spooky.
A haunted house?
Yeah.
So like Stephen
Spooky
King
movie every day.
Yeah.
Haunted house, whatever, fun activity on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then decorate.
Now, what do you guys think of pumpkin patches in the fall?
Love them.
They're solid. They've gotten expensive.
Yeah.
Last time I took my kids, it was $82 to take them just to walk out and pick some pumpkins.
How about a hayride, though? What about
Hayrides are good. Hayrides are good, solid fun.
What about a classic pumpkin spice latte?
Please.
So good.
Seasonal.
So
Seasonal
good.
beverages.
At the end, around August, I started to get so excited for the pumpkin spice flavor.
Yeah.
Just to be able to taste it a little.
The
pumpkin
appearance
pie
of a
fan?
pumpkin makes me feel good in the fall.
Right? Okay, good.
Pumpkin
You're starting to
pie?
buy it.
You
I
like
can see
pumpkin
you
pie?
embracing the spook.
Oh, I love the fall. I just never been a spooky guy. Never been a horror
well,
movie.
in Chicago, we should go to a haunted house one night.
Halloween Town, that checks out.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Pumpkin coffee, pumpkin beer, pumpkin bread, pumpkin cookies.
Xavier Worthy making it spooky for the rest of the AFC West.
Now we're just tying everything together.
Yeah, they're.
Look at that. That is the crispy.
They're in
out
trouble.
of a break.
Mintz, thank you very much.
That was nice.
Thank you, Brandon.
Art Mahomes, thank you very much. We're going to bring back in someone who's definitely not Eric Kendricks. He is, in fact, Brandon Cooks, and he's going to be with Casey as we welcome the Cowboys back to the draft party, who also traded back Mr. Brandon Cooks. You're back. Sorry, we haven't seen you
Good job, Brandon. Good job.
Casey, relax.
Hey,
Okay?
man, we back.
Doing my best. All right, you traded back. Now, where do we think the Cowboys' heads are at?
Cooper DeJean.
I think offensive lineman, and then with a lot of receivers left on the board, I wouldn't be shocked at a receiver as well, like a big body type.
What do you guys got?
Awesome.
Break it, Will.
It's got to be an offensive
Has
lineman.
Will taken over the breaking news from Shay?
Yes.
Yeah, no, seriously, has he?
Yeah, I think he has.
Tyler Guyton.
Tyler Guyton. That's an offensive lineman, right?
Big time.
Yes.
Oklahoma athletic.
Boys, we only have a couple more picks before our hopes and dreams of Cooper.
You know what?
Are over.
We're holding on to the bitter end. We'll never let go. We're like Jack and Rose.
Mr.
Hey,
Cooks.
Taylor.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead. No, I was going to ask you why you didn't give Brandon more shit about J.J. McCarthy. This man said he wasn't going to get drafted at all.
After he wins a couple of Super Bowls, there'll be nothing to say. We're fine. He's a winner. J.J. McCarthy's a winner. Brandon loves to hate. Obviously, that comes with the territory. Brandon, let me ask you this. Cooks, not Walker.
Yeah, thank you.
Every year, the Dallas Cowboys are in the mainstream media. People are sucking them off left and right, yet we just can't get over the hump. No disrespect, just kind of what's happened. What do the Dallas Cowboys need to do this year to finally get over that hump and compete in a Super Bowl?
I think the biggest thing is we just need to tune out the noise from inside. Obviously, as you know, being in the league for so long, the Cowboys are going to be talked about regardless. But somehow, some way, inside that building, we need to tune out those distractions and focus on us. 1 week we the greatest, next week we the worst team. So if we can tune that out and just be consistent, I think that alone can get us a lot farther than what we did.
I love that answer. Do you believe that the 2014 draft class is the greatest draft class in history?
No question about it.
I agree, sir.
It seems like a lot of money has been getting thrown around for wide receivers recently. Any insight as to whether your battery mate over there, CeeDee Lamb, is about to get a bag?
Oh, I mean, there's no inside, but there's no doubt. I mean, we'd be silly not to. He should be the highest paid receiver in the league. No question asked, between him and Jefferson. So I think he's sitting back smiling, seeing some of these deals get done because his price just continue to go up, it seems like.
So what does that look like, 35 a year, 40 a year? I mean, it seems
So what's the latest, 32? That was 32, A.J. Brown?
Yeah, it was 3 years. 90.
Seems like you know exactly what it was. Seems like
You were dead on right there.
He's just guessing. Guessing.
I'm thinking 35, 37. It's going to be between. If Jefferson goes first, then, CD got to, top him.
That's a lot of money.
That's
That's so much money. That sounds awesome.
That sounds cool.
For a marquee, cool position, too.
Yeah. In Dallas,
Flashy.
too.
Yeah. In Dallas, with no taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows all the money facts. Of course, he would. Makes sense.
No state taxes in Texas. It's an important fact.
Why did you leave Texas, Casey?
Work, Brandon. I had to make money somewhere else.
Where you at?
I'm in New York City, but I moved to Boston for that. Brandon knows that. He's just talking shit.
I asked a question.
You know that answer.
Simply asked a question. All right, so we see Jerry Jones and the boys. They're excited about beautiful draft room. I love their work. They don't get enough credit for their draft room.
It looks like a movie.
Yeah, it's an awesome
Every time.
place. Really says a lot about a team. Actually, it says absolutely nothing at all about a team. But they look excited to have.
Remember when they drafted Deuce Vaughn last year in that room, though? That was exciting.
Yeah,
that was a great clip.
Oh, there's the Cowboy cheerleaders.
Yeah, so
Brandon, I have a question for you. You said earlier that you guys like to block out the noise, but obviously, like we live on social media. We see how much fans care about what you guys do. Like you guys traded out of the pick and people lost their minds. You still want a little bit of that, right? Like as a player, you want people to care that much about everything your franchise does.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the Dallas Cowboys, that's never going to stop. I mean,
yeah, never.
Fans are worldwide, so
That's another one.
Oh, it's not? Okay. All right, Brandon Cooks, Casey Smith, we got the Baltimore Ravens. They've already submitted their pick, so we're going to have to chase this pick now.
All right.
So thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I think it's safe to say that of all the teams to pick Cooper DeJean, Baltimore just feels like the least likely.
Yeah, DeJean.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Cat.
Stephen Shea's the worst fucking insider of all time.
What did he do?
He told me the Chargers were going to take a wide receiver. He told me the Cowboys are going to take a wide receiver. He told me the Steelers are going to take a wide receiver. How many wide receivers did those teams take?
0.
Zero. You have no sources.
I said very light sprinkle on those.
You told me that.
They're very big long shots.
Also, Shane Gillis and Burt Kreischer just dropped out of Beer Olympics.
Oh, my goodness.
No.
How do you know about Shane?
That's what the streets are saying.
That's what the show just said.
But you haven't talked to him yet.
That's what the streets are saying.
Have you spoke to him?
I can speak to him right now if you want me to.
Call him.
I was just curious if that's
Oh,
you heard.
no.
I'm trusting what you're saying.
That would be
The streets are saying.
We got the Ravens.
I know the streets are saying it, but streets can be wrong.
We have
Are we going to cancel this?
We have
whole thing?
Terrell Suggs joining to talk to Ravens.
We
boys.
cancel it?
Yeah,
Should
no,
we
you're
just
going.
cancel
No,
it?
Be the best,
Flip
be the
cup.
best Beer Olympics of all time.
Even if it's just us.
Terrell Suggs in the
One-on-one.
building.
Terrell Suggs
All right,
is in the
okay, bye.
building. Terrell Suggs, the Baltimore Ravens. Is this defense right here, boys?
Yeah, it's Nate Wiggins' corner.
Oh, it's a cornerback. Hey, it might be a cornerback, Terrell Suggs.
Hell yeah. We need one to cover the tight ends on the inside.
It's a good hat.
You see how Travis Kelce stored up.
Nate Wiggins, pretty much the opposite body type as you, 170 pounds. Are you worried about that on the outside as far as his ability to man up against bigger wide receivers?
Nah, you can't touch him anyways. So
that's a good point.
It doesn't it doesn't matter. So as long as he can tackle, but they're gonna buffing him up. You know what I'm saying? Harbs is real big on, us getting in the weight room. So it don't matter at this point. He got 5 months before he got to line up against any real and Calvin Johnson don't play anymore. Andre Johnson don't play anymore. So they're all pretty small receivers. You can't touch them anyway. So he'll be all right.
He ran a 4.28 40. Do you think speed is an overrated part of player evaluation?
Oh, no, you definitely need speed. You definitely need speed. How else you gonna cover Jamar Chase? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't, like I said, you can't touch him. So you got to do it with your speed. You got to do it whatever tools you got. And with the kid running 4.2, with Zach Orr, being the defensive coordinator up there, he's probably he's gonna be well studied. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely got to get in his playbook and understand what's coming.
Will, why did you cringe at that?
I'm just for corner.
The speed if speed's overrated.
Speed's not overrated at cornerback.
Terrell, this guy's a very
semi-middle.
I'm talking about 40 times speed.
Steven, this has been a tough back half at the
Yeah, but for a corner, if you're running a 4.2 as a corner, like it.
Terrell, this guy's a very good football player. Is being a very good football player overrated in the NFL?
No.
Okay.
You need to be a very
I'm talking about
good
40
football
times
player.
speed.
No, you need to be a very good football player to stay in the NFL. I mean, get in there, getting drafted, that's hard, but staying in the NFL is harder. So.
How much do you miss walking out to M&T Bank Stadium wearing the Bane mask with the fire going off? That was one of the coolest intros of all time.
I miss doing stuff like that. I miss the locker room, but I don't miss playing that much. Really, I don't really miss playing at all. I'll be totally honest with you. My body took it a pounding. I'm just kind of enjoying just being a dad right now, man.
I feel like I read a Sports Illustrated article when you were still at Arizona State that said that if you didn't become an NFL player, you wanted to become a teacher. Is that still on the radar at all?
Nah. I guess my dream job right now would be a filmmaker. Get back into the films. Kind of take the Rock's path the way he did. So either doing that, or I might, dabble in some commentating or coaching. Who knows?
Do we have any acting opportunities in the pipe?
Nah, not right now. Like I said, man, my daughter, she a sophomore. She's 6'2". You know what I'm saying? And my son, he a freshman. He's 6'3". So they in the basketball, and I'm really just focused on. I'm really enjoying being able to go to these basketball games, these sporting events, and supporting them. So, yeah, that's big on my priority list right now, being dad.
You won't be a teacher. The kids are fucked.
Teaching stuff.
They don't want my sense of humor anyway. You can have my sense of humor these days. I get fired in the first day.
You just come work for Barstool.
This week, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. There's always jobs at Barstool. Well, we appreciate you. Big pick for the Ravens.
Right.
A fast cornerback.
Thank you, Terrell Suggs, for being here. And good luck with your film career and everything that you choose to do. The 49ers are on the clock. We got 3 minutes and 13 seconds till we find out the 31st pick of the draft right here. Boys, let's just be honest. Let's look each other in the eye. We got 2 chances at this.
2 shots.
We got 2 shots. Now,
49ers would be nice. Imagine if they have McCaffrey and
white running back, white cornerback. Kind of works. Kind of works.
Kittle? Yeah, what?
They already got Kittle, Iowa guy.
Yeah.
Things are making sense. Don't know if they have a big need at corner, do they? Okay,
They're stacked.
Jay? Don't know if they have a big need at corner, do they?
I believe they do.
The 49ers have a lot of needs,
Secondary,
especially defensive tackle. They lost Eric Armstead.
Now you do the thing.
Okay, the streets might have been a little incorrect.
Oh.
So I asked Shane, he said probably.
Thank God.
So we're good. We're good.
He answered your call. He wasn't answering.
I texted him. I said, "You doing beer?" He said, "Probably."
To be honest with you, like when you came and said that, we were already.
The streets were saying I didn't fucking
that's
have
fine,
any
but you said what the streets
tweeting
said.
me being like, "Shane's out, Shane's out."
Thank you for the.
So correcting it, the previous report, streets were wrong. Shane said probably.
Okay.
Probable.
That feels good.
Yeah, not questionable.
We're back on.
That's not bad.
We're back on.
Did your draft night get messed up a little bit seeing J.J. McCarthy go to the Vikings?
Why would that get messed up?
Same division, and JJ's a generational
They're
talent.
going to just hand the ball off all the time with Justin Jefferson?
Because he can't throw.
And utilize play action.
Okay, cool. Are you a Vikings fan now?
A little bit.
Okay, that's cool. He's going to hand the ball off?
Okay, listen, there's a big fall coming up.
He's going to
football
hand
show.
the ball off?
Gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
No. 49ers are taking Cooper DeJean.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The playmaking machine.
All right. First round.
One small step for football, one giant step for mankind.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
No, Jay doesn't get this.
Congratulations.
Jay doesn't get this.
It's true.
When Dat and Win goes.
He's already.
Oh, man.
That is.
Man, so we got
right at the buzzer, too. Right at the buzzer.
Yeah, feels good. Feels good. Cooper DeJean.
Are you guys ready to declare the 49ers America's team?
Yes.
Well,
what's y'all's favorite Eminem
49ers
song?
most progressive team.
White America. That's a White America's team.
Yeah,
I love these fun facts there from Nikki. Read those to us, Rome.
How do you read that? It's so far away.
One of the words is gritty, which makes sense. Probably a coach on the field.
First fact, what? Wait, what?
Guy you let date your daughters. First guy in, last guy out.
I could be one of your kids.
A man of character, I'm seeing.
How do you read that, Brendan?
I don't know. Many million-dollar company. We're reading from 15 feet away a 32-inch TV. Feels like that whole wall could be TVs if we really wanted them to.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean.
No, you know what? I'm not getting negative in this moment.
This is huge.
I'm not getting negative in this moment. It's been. When's the last white cornerback in the?
1976.
Oh my Lord.
That was from the hip. I actually don't know if that's true or not.
It sounds right.
That's the Seahorn.
Was he first round?
Wait.
Trade?
Wait, what? What are you doing?
Oh no!
Whoa!
Hey.
Oh no!
You son of a bitch!
Somebody got me.
No fucking way.
49ers are taking Florida wide receiver Ricky.
Pearsall.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. We just shook hands with each other.
We did.
No. No. No.
He's just going into Twitter and typing 49ers
ever.
No. We shook hands. No.
Bro.
No. No.
Well,
I mean, look.
Well.
They made a graphic and everything.
Do you feel bad at least?
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall.
Well, he's at least a.
He's half.
He's half. He's well. Hang on. This isn't all
we got
bad.
a lot of very fishy sources, if I'm being honest.
Is it Pearsall?
Let's see what commission.
You saw the blue check marks.
He had the best
49 pages.
He had the best catch in all of college football.
Oh no! Will.
Route Polish. Oh, Jesus Christ.
His nickname's Slick Rick.
But so is he what's his genetic?
I don't know. Played in Florida. Good player.
Facts about Cooper?
We can still do the facts about Cooper if you want. I mean,
no, when they apply.
I'm saying it was still on
he's
the
definitely
screen.
Look at him. He's definitely a white.
Oh, yeah. I don't like the way you said that, Ron. That's 2. Yeah, Ricky honest.
Ricky Pearsall.
I mean, does this mean they're definitely trading Brandon Ayuk
receivers
now?
out there.
Yeah.
Don't put pig on a lipstick, dude, and call it pretty. Like, this is the life we're living right now. This is the place we got to live in.
We're putting pig
on a lipstick.
Who's got the last pick?
We got one chance here, boys.
It's the Bills.
Oh, okay, Bills.
The Bills aren't choosing a white corner.
They just got rid of 2 safeties.
He's not a safety.
But he's listed as quarterback /safety. He could play some corner.
This is
He's still getting drafted, but
the
being a
one
second
shot
round
we've
pick.
had since we've laid it
You got
up
a
the moon.
shot?
Come on.
Please, God.
All right, so we're down to the Bills.
Pearsall had that incredible. Who was that catch again?
The Bills are trading back
One-handed stab. Was it against Georgia?
Just make this happen for me. I swear. This is the
We
moment.
got to trade, boys. We got to trade.
Who?
The Panthers are coming up.
God,
the Panthers are.
No, why would they come up 1 pick to take? They're not getting.
We haven't heard from the Panthers.
Show them.
No.
What?
Could the Panthers be white corner happy?
Oh, it's deleted by Dove Kleiman. It was Dove Kleiman.
That was not the source that he used. In fairness to Dove.
He was probably talking. He probably heard us saying it.
No, they got him too. Everybody wanted this. Everybody believed.
So God, please.
So the Bills got an extra.
Don't look at your phones. Let's just all find out together.
They swap fifth.
Don't look at your phone.
Yeah. Let's go with the raw.
We're raw
Let's
dogging
raw dog
this.
this.
We're raw dog this one.
Honor of Frank, we're raw dogging.
We have
Who's
5
trading
minutes
in?
and 2 seconds.
The Panthers.
Come on, boys.
They're not taking
Christian
a
McCaffrey
quarterback.
one time.
I should have a dunce cap for the Panthers because
Is this the last pick?
As dumb as,
It's the last pick.
They're going to take like A.D. Mitchell or Xavier Leggett or some shit like that. I've
Let's make history,
every-
Carolina.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Let's make history.
Him and then McCaffrey. I've blown every single prop that I've put in. Have you gotten any?
Pick is in.
I only bet one prop, and it was J.J. McCarthy over 5.5. And it hit with ease. Oh.
That was cool, Frank.
So the pick is in. Anybody? Well, no one
look at their phones. No one look at their
We're raw
phones.
dogging it. One chance at history. Otherwise, we're going to literally have to wait. It's like a lunar eclipse. We're going to have to wait 88 years for it to happen again.
I mean,
Just to hope to see that one comet passing by on a telescope.
The Panthers could use wide receiver help for sure.
Oh, come on.
I mean, they have a lot. They have a lot of holes. They're terrible.
Everybody could get behind this.
The eclipse glasses on.
Yeah. It was just cloudy then.
Come on, boys. Come on. This is it. Good vibes.
Our moment.
Throw up the Hail Mary. Carolina Panthers said, fine, we'll do it ourselves.
So they just traded Dante Jackson. So they need a corner.
They need a corner.
Come on.
This could be generational for them.
This makes sense.
And they moved up a pick because maybe he'll be in demand tomorrow.
They once drafted Christian McCaffrey, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they picked him.
They believe, and that area of the country would definitely want him.
Very, very briefly, Che, before we
That's
our last
3, Ron.
six quarterbacks tonight. You think this is remembered as the quarterbacks draft or just the offense draft period?
I mean, for offense first 14, 15
Yeah, it
picks,
was a lot.
something
It was a
crazy.
lot.
Certainly a offense-heavy draft, seeing where things are trending in the game with offensive football. But yeah, I mean, the quarterback, 6 quarterbacks in the first 12 is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that was crazy. And unexpected, too. Nobody expected both Penix to go at 8 and Bo Nix at, what, 12?
Bo Nix was linked to the Broncos, and there were rumors they were trying to trade down, but still, 12 is very
I mean, there's already reports that Kirk Cousins is pissed off.
Really?
From his agent.
Yeah. And Kirk Cousins doesn't seem like a
Yes.
pissed off guy.
Check your phone.
Don't check your phone. Don't check your phone.
It'll come up. It'll come up. Take his phone. Throw it. Smash it.
I wasn't checking Twitter.
Guys, this is what they see what they got us doing to each other.
Hey, that's life.
That's one Carolina.
Come on.
History.
Why not us?
It's not.
So do an ad. They're trying to get you to do an ad.
No,
The Chevy?
Yeah, go ahead and knock it out.
Hurry, fast. Which one? Say it out loud.
Okay.
DraftKings.
All right, this stream has been brought to you by DraftKings. The 82-game NBA preseason is in the books. It's finally time for the real season, the playoffs. Don't miss out on NBA playoff action on the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NBA from the play-in tournament through the finals. From every opening tip to every buzzer beater, the DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and much more. So if you're new to this whole sports betting thing, it's super easy to get started. Try betting on something simple like a team win. Go to the app, select your team, and place the first bet. It's not that simple. And there's something else to even sweeten the deal for new customers. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. I got daily NBA picks.
Pick is in.
Step up, boys. Stand up.
Come on.
Stand up.
Why not us? Why not us? Why not us?
Come on.
This is tough to listen without volume.
Come on.
We're listening without volume. Why not us?
That's not even listening, really.
God, he's talking for so long. He's so high.
He's thanking people. No! No! Damn it! No! No!
Good solid pick.
I did have him plus 125 to go in the first round.
Good solid pick.
Damn it!
Good player. Good, real good player. Xavier Legette out of South Carolina is the final selection of the first round.
What a loss for us. This is the opposite of Rosa Parks.
Will it ever turn around for us?
We were so close. We were so close.
We celebrated.
We did.
Because of you.
I mean,
Well, he got bad intel.
Because of you.
I got bad intel.
Yeah. You know what?
JPA football, not a good source.
I'd still take that.
I think, was that the main one we saw?
I think so.
I'm glad we had the moment. I'm glad we took the risk.
No, it's not worth it. It would have been so much more worth it to see him on Sunday. Wow. Just in his back pedal.
Now, boys, there's still hope. If he starts at corner, if he starts at corner, we still made a massive step.
Yeah, but man.
Well, he has to go all-pro now. He literally has to be an all-pro.
I can't even fathom that.
Well, he has to now. I mean, that's his. He owes that us.
He owes that us for sure.
All right. That's 32 picks, boys.
Nate Wiggins?
That
right
is the first round of the NFL draft. Xavier Legette to the Carolina Panthers. It is a good, solid pick. I mean, they need receiver help, and he is.
They do. They need.
I don't know if athletic freak is it.
But he rocked up.
It's comparison to A.J. Brown.
He's a beast.
I'd love to see him.
I mean, this guy is a freak.
Just shirtless.
He's a
at
beast.
least.
He's rocking that JP Elliott crop top.
JP is high on him.
Yeah.
Our South Carolina correspondent.
Now, interesting about South Carolina is they have a first-round draft pick, and they went 5-7. Nebraska has 0 NFL prospects, and they also went 5-7. So Nebraska technically did more with less.
Weird to kind of hammer that in here at the end.
That's an incredible spin.
And,
When you're a friend of mine, I look out for you.
And didn't they have the same coach at one point? Or
And the Panthers in Nebraska.
Yes, that's true.
Matt Rule. Matt Rule.
Cruel.
Wow.
What a low note to end the show.
Bussin' with the boys. Thank you very much for.
That was for the boys. That was a very for the boys.
Shout out to the boys. Subscribe to the boys. The Bussin' with the boys.
Kirk Cousins camp frustrated and confused by Falcons selection of Michael Penix.
He has a camp?
His agent tells. His agent is commenting on his camp.
Thanks.
They're the same guy. They got to be the same guy. His agent is his camp.
Shay, Rome. That's the NFL draft. That's the Barstool.
I cannot believe we got.
blame everything on the Atlanta Falcons.
NFL draft show. Shout out to DraftKings, Pepsi, Michigan, all of them. That is the NFL draft show. Good night.
Blue.
Thanks, guys.